Alrighty then, Manchester United against Leicester City tonight. It's at Old Trafford. What? No way is it? I thought everyone was just talking about protesting at the Liverpool game. Well, it's also tonight at Old Trafford that Manchester United are facing off against Leicester. And it's a game that, to be honest, both teams need to win and neither team wants to win properly, I think. I'm fully expecting a bit of a rotated Leicester side, and I am fully expecting a bit of a rotated Manchester United side tonight because we've obviously got a game on Thursday, and like it or not, stopping Liverpool doing anything is better than beating Leicester in anything, isn't it? So let's be real with ourselves. We want to beat Liverpool on Thursday and not Leicester on a Tuesday. That being said, it seems like some people are saying that Thursday's game might not go ahead. So here we go. Now, I went with a bit of a rotated side. The side I went with Big Dave in net. I went with Williams, Baye, Axel, Telles, Matic, Van der Beek alongside Matic, Mata in the 10, Diallo, Pogba, who maybe we give him the captain's armband, and Greenwood up front. That was the side I went for tonight, heavily rotated, because I also think Brendan Rodgers is going to do the same sort of thing. He's got an FA Cup at weekend. He needs to win the FA Cup more than anybody else. This is a manager that's flirted with success so much, but never actually managed to bang it. So I think that Brendan Rodgers would love if there was some sort of nods and winks to go on, how about we both play a rotated side tonight and maybe don't try too hard. I think that would suit all parties. This could be the best 1-1, and everyone's double happy with it in the history of Premier League football. As everyone sort of looks to Thursday night. And one, will Thursday night happen? And two, do we want to actually manage to turn up and put some... add to the pain of the Scousers, I would say. So that's the sort of rotated side that I wanted to go with. I did do a preview where I looked at the strengths and weaknesses and the sort of tendencies to be expecting from Leicester. I don't know how much you've seen of Leicester this season. They're rocking a 3-4-1-2 formation. If they do go strong, what you've got to look for is Kelechi Iheanacho up front alongside Jamie Vardy. Jamie Vardy, you think danger man, Leicester, it's Jamie Vardy. It's all day long. That's the only guy that we need to be worried about. It's not the case. You really do have to worry about Iheanacho at the moment. He's on fire. And they've Rodgers has sort of come up with this two-striker system to accommodate him because that's how important and how good a form that Iheanacho is in at the moment. He's a threat, and he's a good player. He suffered early in his career by the comparisons to Marcus Rashford, and there's not many players going to stand the test of time with that one. So he's sort of bounced back after leaving Manchester City, found his feet again, and he's actually looking like a very useful Premier League footballer. My worry with the team that I would pick for United is, as we saw the other night when he made a few substitutions, the players that were coming in, Williams and Telles especially, both were rubbish and they both looked really rusty. And I would love to see some of those players. Ollie's squad management has been, you'd have to say, at this point of the season, pretty good in the grand scheme of things. Unless you're Donny van der Beek, you probably disagree. But you'd have to say it's been pretty good. He's managed to get a tune out of a team with all of the different problems rotating around the club, rotating around a lack of pre-season. We had the worst run, 51 games of playing midweek. No other team had as many games like that without a break. Manchester City would have, but they decided not to turn up against Everton one weekend and seemingly got away with it, by the way. So the way Ollie's managed his squad and come out almost on the other side of it so far, we're not far off it now. This week's binging, but going forward, it's not too bad. I think the only criticism is he's overplayed a few players, and Maguire playing near enough every minute that's ever been made is one thing. But the likes of Telles probably could have played even 10, 15 minutes here and there at the end of a game is enough to keep him at that sort of intensity. The same with Williams. The same with Axel. Axel's just like a missing person. You can bring people on for 10 minutes and get them involved in a game. Same with Mata. Where's he been? And Van der Beek. All of these players could have been getting extra minutes. So when you do call upon them, it's not the massive gamble, are they going to be ready? You go, well, do you know what? He had a great 15 minutes last week. Let's see if he can build on that and maybe do half an hour because he's just gone off injured now. And that's where I would like to see him do more. Diallo came in, got a little bit of a cameo, disappeared again. So I would say that's the only criticism I can really have of Ollie so far in terms of the management of the system. I think a lot of people have got issues with his substitutions. I think that's improved. I think certainly when he was looking at the bench and seeing like Diallo and Pereira, and he was going, what am I supposed to do with this? My score prediction? Jesus. I'll have to wait and see the team before I give you a proper one. But I think 1-1. I think everyone would be pretty content, if not happy, with a 1-1. But I want to see your score predictions.
Hello, it's Ronaldo here with another pre-match prediction for a Leicester game this evening, and it's a difficult one to predict because obviously we're expecting a plethora of changes with the congested fixture list this week, but I believe United will still go with a bit of a mixture. I think there'll be a few first teamers and a few fringe players, and I think that will have enough to make the game competitive. I think Leicester will be favourites with a weakened side for United, but I believe United will still be able to put up a little bit of a fight. If I was going to predict a 1-1, but I can't predict a draw, I'm going to predict a 2-1 win for United, and hopefully United can capitalise on Leicester slipping up on Friday against Newcastle.
James here for Stretford. Paddock United are in action tonight then against Leicester, and it's a bit of a strange one this. I mean, I'm not necessarily sure how much attention United should put towards this. I think top four is definitely now confirmed, so that's something United don't have to worry about, and I think maybe looking forward, the attention has to be put towards the Europa League final, which is what Solskjaer is going to be judged on this season. So I think in the sense that obviously it's an important game, United wants to win, but on the other hand, especially with the game on the weekend against Villa, where he put out a reasonably strong side, if I was Solskjaer, I'd probably drop a couple of players here and there, maybe play a couple of the young kids as well coming through, because I think this is the time now to experiment. I think top four is confirmed, like I was saying.
Hello, it's Jordan here from Stretford Paddock. First of all, it's not been a bad couple of days for United, has it? Second half FC coming out again in full force against Villa, and then that man signing his 1-year contract extension, giving us another year of chanting, give it, give it, give it. For Leicester, I think Ole Gunnar Solskjaer said that there's going to be rotation. We're going to see a couple of the lads from the under-23s getting some games. So why not play Diallo and Shoretire, maybe even Mengi if he's fit? These lads have obviously got the talent, so why not give him in a time where we need to do rotation with the massive fixture list that we've got coming in the next couple of days. We need the first team for Liverpool, so Leicester will see a real opportunity here to try and grab 3 points, considering they're 7 points behind us, but we'll still have a game in hand despite the result from them today. I'm going to say Leicester 2, Man United 2, and I'm going to go with Amad Diallo and Mason Greenwood to get our goals.
So, second game of what is the 3-match gauntlet that United have to face, and this is probably the hardest one against Leicester. Leicester are going to be fighting a bit their risk of dropping out of the top 4. It's kind of like going to be a hard game for United, because I feel like Leicester are going to want it more and United are going to have to guard against complacency. But as we've seen yet, City haven't won the title yet. Are we going to make a dent in that? Probably not, but we can make it harder. We can close the gap. We can make it a little bit more respectable. Now, in terms of the game, I think some people are going to be rested, which means that it's going to be a closer match as well. So I'm going to say 2-1. Hopefully, Amad Diallo gets a start, and Amad Diallo gets his first Premier League goal.
My name's John from the United Way. This is the Paddock Matchday Predictions. If you're new to the Paddock, make sure that you subscribe. If you're in the chat right now, make sure you've hit that like button. Manchester United face Leicester City. We've already cemented top 4, first time since Sir Alex Ferguson. Ole Gunnar Solskjaer is doing bits, and he's doing bits that without being backed properly this season. But that doesn't matter. This is about here and now. I feel with Eddie signing his new contract, also not being played majority of the game, last game he will start, and I feel that it will be a 3-1 win again with Eddie Cavani scoring all the goals.
Could be an interesting game. I'm not sure how Leicester are going to play. They have to probably go for this a bit more because they need to get that European spot because they failed to pick up a trophy this season, whereas United have that advantage that they can win the Europa League if they beat Villarreal. So it's going to be an interesting one. This, I don't think it'll be a great game. I think Leicester might win, to be honest with you. I've never really given a negative score prediction for one of these, but I just can't see United having the same motivation required as Leicester to win. So I'm going to say a 1-0 win to Leicester.
Hiya, it's Liam here. This is my matchday prediction for Manchester United versus Leicester. After Sunday's win against Villa, they're all but confirmed top 4. But in my eyes, it was never in doubt anyway. But another thing which was quite a downer to the win was Maguire's injury. But fingers crossed, he is back for the final. But I don't think he'll play on Tuesday, but I'm really hoping he's back for the final against Villarreal. But back to the game. I think we'll win 2-1 with a couple of changes. Obviously, I think it would be Bailly with Lindelof, which is not a bad partnership. It's not perfect, but it will do the job when we need it to. So yeah, I think we'll win 2-1. Goal scorers, Edison Cavani. He was superb at the weekend. Sign that contract, please. And Bruno Fernandes with the other one. So hopefully we can win the game, boost confidence even more. Come on, you heads.
Yes, Paddock Ultras, Spanner here from the United Forever podcast, and this is my score predictions versus them frickin' Foxes. I think it's going to be a real difficult match. Heavily rotated side is to be expected. No Johnny Evans, no own goals. However, the one and only Johnny Kill is back, aka Juan Mata, and he's going to score the only goal, an absolute screamer right into the top corner. And sorry, Casper, the friendly ghost, things are going to get ugly. But we're going to chase down them citizens. Never say die. Viva El Paddock.
Hi, Reds. My match prediction for tonight is a 1-1 draw. I'll take 1-1 draw. But let's beat the Scousers on Thursday.
Paddock match day of Manchester United against Leicester at Old Trafford. A win would guarantee Manchester United second place. It will be hard because I reckon Manchester United will rotate in that Leicester game, as we've got so many games coming up and we've got the Europa League final to look forward to, so hopefully we have all our key 11 players fit for that game. I think that game, it will be an even game, but I'm just a little bit worried and concerned. But my score prediction, I am going for 2-1 Manchester United. Make sure you like, comment and subscribe to Stretford Paddock. Come on, United.
Paddock Match Day, Notch here. Welcome to another episode of Guess the First Team with your host, Bob Notchhouse. Let's see who's going to be throwing those idea balls out there for Ollie's Tricky Vibes Ballers today. As we go into our special bowl, we're going to see Shola Shoratire. We're going to see Juan Mata. We're going to see Donny van der Beek. Who's he? And we're going to see Ronaldo Brown. Who put that in there? All I know is we've secured top 4. Now, I still want us to beat Scousers on Thursday if it goes ahead. I might be wrong, but I can see us potentially dropping points with a weakened team today, but you never know. So I'm going to predict the scores on the doors as being 1-0, stay on course for 82 points, and we can beat the total by Jose in 2018. Ollie Outers, you somewhere? Just a Notch House.
Right then, cheers to everyone who sent in a video. Obviously, there's a game coming up on Thursday, and anytime that you want to get in the mixer and send us your videos, your thoughts, doesn't just have to be on the team selection. It could be on anything that's going on around the club. We can stick them in this show as part of the watch-along. So if you're interested in that sort of thing, paddockmatchday@gmail.com. Send us your videos, send us your thoughts, and we'll stick you on the screen with the lads. We do have to go and check out Premier League Piss Takes, so go and check out that with Adam and Joe this week.
Aguero. Listen, forget, you can't explain it any better than this. What do we do when there's a penalty for Bruno? We go hiding, don't we?
Jay runs away, Jay goes outside, I sit there in silence like that thinking he's going to miss, he's going to miss, he's going to miss, I'm so scared.
What's the last thing you would ever say before Bruno Fernandes steps up to take a penalty?
Well, that's another goal in the bag then. That one's sorted, foregone conclusion.
QVT.
We're banter!
Another goal for Aguero.
Another goal for Aguero.
I know you'll probably score anyway, but you're the only person that would say that before the penalty's taken.
Oh, yeah, you're right, yeah.
You are a good prick.
What I love about that is he gets called a bell-end prick and a fucking idiot all at once by everyone around the table. He deserved it, bro.
Yeah.
Who says another goal coming when you play?
Another goal for Aguero? Like, why would you say that? Have you never watched football before? That's like that's like a child would say. Well, that's a goal then. No, it's not. We've seen Harry Maguire miss him from off the line. I wouldn't even say it then. Another goal for Aguero. Oh, it's funny though, isn't it? Because they are going to win the league. He gets to have a laugh about it. But it's great to take the piss.
But are they?
Here's what we need.
They need 2 points out of 3 games. That's 2 draws they need.
Yeah.
What if they lose the next one against Stevie Bruce?
And there you go. That's what those lads are saying. Premier League piss take. I don't know if they put troops in from this week, but Artekas. Did he actually say Artekas? The fact that they're actually fighting for 10th when he said United would be fighting for 10th, it's quite funny, I'm going to be honest. I don't think he even intended it to be so funny. And Everton are more of a threat. He got that one right, didn't he? Absolute Mystic Meg. Good old troops. Anyway, before I pass you over to Jay and Baggers, just one more thing is RH is going to be on the watch along tonight, so make sure to spam the chat with Up the RH. You guys get all your score predictions in the comments, and I'm going to pass it over to these guys because they've got the actual team news. Laters.
JF Stretford, Paddock. That's Alex Baggers. How are we doing, Baggers?
I'm good.
This is the watch along, the live watch along for Manchester United against Leicester City in the Premier League. Get involved in the comments, get involved in the chat, give us a like, give us a share, subscribe if you're not doing. Big thanks to everyone who sent in predictions. Some great predictions there. Santa Notch as well, man. He takes it to a different level, doesn't he? That guy. Seriously, mate. He's setting examples. We need to get him here.
Shirt and tie on.
Hey, brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. On the watch along as well today, we have got Adam McKola.
That lad. Who's he?
I don't know. You see him now and again in the building.
Ah, right, yeah.
I think he's off the kickoff.
Right,
I'm not
okay.
sure. Joe Smith off BT.
Off BT Sport.
BT Sport's very own Joe Smith. Taking a bit of a time out from his chats with Paul Scholes to join us on here. And who's the best penalty taker in the world?
Apart from me, Bruno
Alex
Fernandes.
Baggers, Bruno Fernandes. So, who's the man that's responsible for teaching him how to take penalties?
That'll be RH.
And that'll be RH. Ryan Hopper, Bruno Fernandes' coach, is here as well. So you've got those three. But until then, don't worry, you've got me and Baggers. We'll be taking you up to the team announcements, and then we'll be firing over to them half an hour before kickoff. Baggers, there's a team that's been leaked, which is...
Madness is the answer.
Madness. It's got like Anthony Elanga in and you know,
this is the leaked team.
This is the leaked team. So it's been leaked.
There.
Now, I don't know the guy who's leaked it. I think he works for Stretty News. We've quote tweeted it on our Twitter. A few people have got involved and said like he's quite reliable. I don't know him. Don't know the guy. I messaged Dale from Stretty News, but he's not read my message yet. I mean, if that is a team, it's interesting.
It's interesting. Leicester aren't in the best of form, but wow, they'll be putting out a full-strength team tonight because they have dropped down a little bit. You know, they are now on the cusp of not making top four. I think if results, they need to have a couple of good results. It's an unbelievable team if it is true. Getting the youngsters involved, it'd be great to see Elanga and Ahmad play. Donny van de Beek starting in midfield. I am a bit worried with it, to be honest.
That looks a bit like. Do you remember when Van Gaal just took a second string team to MK Dons?
Yeah.
It's a bit like, yes, you know, we've got some good players there, but you've basically just got rid of all the first team.
Yeah.
Like, that's not a good idea, if that is the team. Other than Mason Greenwood, none of those players start if everyone's fit.
No one.
And you can't really be doing that in the Premier League. I don't think you can anyway. Wait and see. We've got a super chat from Bean Player. It says, Liverpool will submit a complaint to the FA over our lineup today.
I really hope so.
They will say we allowed Leicester to win, stopping them from making top four. Wouldn't it be mint, right, if that is the team, and then for the Liverpool game, he plays the strongest team you've ever seen?
Well, I think that's going to be the case.
Including like everyone, even like Martial's back and everything. It's just like, we've got everyone in. Like,
that would be the best. Oh, Klopp's head explode in that pre-game interview.
Like,
screaming at someone. Oh, mint. I hope that's the case.
Santa Notch, big shout out to you, brother.
I hope as well tonight we get a draw as well.
Read out that team, Baggers, for people, because some people are asking, like, I know it's on the screen, but just for people, that's the most disgusting thing I've ever seen in my life. Yeah. I've just seen Cam Waters licking cream off his thumb.
Yeah, that's after he's not got us. He went to get.
Yeah, you know what he did on a brew run, right? And then didn't answer his phone to me and Baggers when we were ringing because he knew what we wanted.
It's bad that. So David De Gea in goal. You've got Brandon Williams. He's at Twanzebe and Bailly at centre half with Alex Tellers. We've seen Williams and Tellers and Bailly come on in the second. That was the second. That was three of the back four against Roma.
You didn't watch that, right? If you're only going to sort that and think, you know what, them boys need the Premier League start.
You've then got Nemanja Matic in midfield alongside Donny van de Beek, if that's kind of how they play. Maybe Donny van de Beek will obviously be a little bit further forward. You've then got Ahmad, Mata, Elanga and Mason Greenwood. It's bold, to say.
Bold, I like that.
Bold.
Fortune favours the bold.
as Alexander the Great said.
There's a lot of players there that everyone's kind of gone, give these players a chance. Give Mason a go as the number 9, see how he does there. Ahmad needs to get in the team, see how he does. It's Elanga, he looked good in the youth team. Dave Pritt sent
What am I watching here?
Dave, don't even discuss it. Dave Pritt put a message into one of the group chats before that someone mentioned and said, like, someone said Elanga looks good, and Dave Pritt went, he's electric, I expect him to score tonight. That's how much Dave
tells
knows
me
stuff.
Elanga's signature move is cutting in and then banging it in, top bins.
Right.
So look out for that move tonight. I mean, this is leaked, and again, it's not from someone we know, so it might be a load of nonsense. It might well be in about 9 minutes, sorry.
I think as
we'll
well,
find out.
I think with United there, with making it such a weak team, there's almost a bit of pressure off. Whereas if you'd have mixed and matched it a bit, if you'd have had the likes of Shaw and Wan-Bissaka playing, you try and rotate it, and then you'll throw in the likes of Donny van der Beek here, or you throw in Nemanja Matic, who's not played many games, and then you kind of do that. You think that maybe there's a bit of pressure. Whereas now, them lads are going out going, we're expected to lose this game, let's just go for it, and who knows?
Peter Kelly in the Super Chat says, this team is a disgrace. Why is McNeil and Shaw not playing? They're not playing because they played last night, Peter. So they played for the under-23s last night. I think they both played, actually. Yeah, they did.
Watched it.
Yeah, I watched it. And I can't remember if Shaw played.
Live.
Yeah, he did. It was a good game until Hannibal Medbury got sent off for a second yellow for waving a card.
He did get booted around, didn't he?
He did get booted around, and it was unfair. Like he was getting, but the way he did, he got his second booking. Like there's waving a card, and there's like he actually like became the referee. He went, "You come here for your card," and the ref was like, "Pat that," and he went, "No, come on." And the ref just went, right, there's your yellow. We did that on Twitch. It was a watch-along for the under-23s on Twitch. We're going to be doing more stuff over on Twitch. Stuff like the Academy stuff. We still have the Academy review on this channel, but maybe a couple more watch-alongs when the season starts again for the Academy. Other stuff as well. So make sure, if you're not doing, check us out over on Twitch. Apparently it's where all the, kids go. Well, not just the kids, the gamers and all that sort of stuff. It's like, it's a popular medium.
Are you enjoying that drink, Cameron?
It fascinates me. I have to stop myself watching him because it's like watching something at the zoo. It is, do you know what I mean? He's like an experiment. I've told him this before once. He's giving it the messenger. Our call only came through 3 minutes ago. He said.
Call as well. That didn't.
You know one of them ones, right? He's gone like this, baggers. He's on his brew run at the coffee shop, seen it and gone.
Yes, there is.
There's a missed call there, mate. He's arguing that
it's not a missed call. Do you know what's even worse?
Missed call, voice message as well.
Do you know what's even worse? That
Disgusting.
means you've seen it and ignored it. You're showing me the fucking screen there.
You've seen that, mate.
Go on WhatsApp. Go on. We're just arguing now.
We're arguing. I don't care.
Sorry, everyone.
I know this isn't great viewing,
important.
but Cam's there and he needs to learn a lesson that this is bang out of order.
Go on WhatsApp. Click on me.
Miss voice. There we go. You see. Hey. What's your voice message? It's saying, fuck off, you knob.
Someone said beat him. Man Dragon said, no, this is important, lads. You're right, it is important.
Thank you, Magic. Yes. Hey, what we animals?
Having his, what did you get yourself from Starbucks?
He's got himself a cookies and cream frappuccino while me and the boy Wonder here sat here doing live videos, absolutely parched,
at half
cups.
At 4:30.
Dying.
Who decided 4:30 was a thing?
Yeah, 4:30.
On a Tuesday.
I was out of bed half an hour ago. It's ridiculous.
It's all over.
I Am King says we're losing 5-1.
Might do.
Bit of positivity, that's what I like to see. Give us your score predictions. Let us know what you think the score's going to be. In 6 minutes, we'll have the official team. I thought that league team was nonsense, but I don't know now. Do you know the last time someone did that to me? I think it was Carl Eggeron. We did a preview, and he went, it was for the Astana game, and he went, oh, the squad's been leaked. And he named the squad, and it was like Lee Grant, Jesse Lingard, and children. And I went, that's not the squad. And it fucking was. Ollie gave like 8 debuts out.
He did, yeah.
So you never know. So we'll confirm it in 5 minutes.
I've seen someone put into one of our group chats saying that that's just someone off TalkSport this morning that's just said, this is the team I'd like to see tonight.
Really?
So maybe that's the case.
Maybe that is then. Maybe
Which
it
would be
is.
funny.
But, who knows? Maybe we'll never know.
Maybe. We will.
Will we?
Yeah.
We decide when you play. I went down to Old Trafford before, actually. You can see it on the socials. It's resembling a bit of a fortress. Well, not a fortress, actually. Like one of those forts that your kids make, with boxes and stuff. I mean, they just put a load of metal sheets up and some red walls that are made out of I don't know, MDF or something. It just looks a bit silly.
Heavy police presence, would you say, as well? Was it round?
Yeah, I went round the back. We drove past it and there's a couple of vans there,
Yeah,
about
so-
20 coppers around the front as well. There's like security guards lining there, and again about a dozen coppers. I mean, it's relatively heavy. I don't know if it's that heavier than what you get.
What they've not realised is
normal match
before
day.
this game,
I know there's no
everyone's
fans.
still at work. So
Yeah.
no one's going to make it today.
Yeah, got things to do. Do you know what I
People
mean?
are there
We're not
at
all on
work.
the dole. We're not. Yeah, I won't say it.
Someone said it's real, lads.
Oh, well, we'll find out for definite in 4 minutes' time. Alex Bagley will be giving you the team news, not just for Manchester United Football Club, but for Leicester City as well. Leicester, who've had a bit of a bad spell, haven't they? A draw and a loss.
They've had a wobble.
A draw with Southampton, which is like a loss nowadays because they lose every week, and a loss to Newcastle, which is a loss. And that was a 4-2 loss at home to Newcastle, which has never happened to anyone before.
No. I think they lost Johnny Evans in the warm-up, and it's all been a bit dodgy since then, hasn't it?
We need age. Is he back? Is he fit?
I don't know.
Is he still the red,
no
Johnny
confirmed.
Evans? And
I
what?
think he's a little bit. Did you
Is
see
it?
his red card in the last season?
He did. He knew, didn't he? He went, what's this? United might not get to the Champions
Bang,
League.
there you
I'll
go.
deal with
Red
that.
card.
Hey,
Yeah.
oh, what? Oh, didn't know.
Yeah.
That's well harsh.
So yeah,
People
40.
are saying it's confirmed.
It's confirmed. Let me have a quick check on
I do
their Twitter to see if
trust
there's
our
any.
viewers. I know you're all honest, but we just want to see
Let me see
ourselves.
who has confirmed it.
We're going to confirm the confirmation.
We've got to confirm the confirmation.
That's how we roll.
Not had any
on
of
this
the
channel.
usuals tweet it out.
Get involved in the comments. Let us know what you think of that team. If it is the team, let us know if you know it is the team. Let us know about your predictions as well, your score predictions. Now that you do know the team, possibly, if that makes sense. What do you think the score's going to be? Has it changed your mind?
Yeah. United players arrive at Old Trafford, which is news today. That's news now. They've actually got there. They made
breaking.
it.
United players made it to Old Trafford. Yes, they've made it to Old Trafford because no one's trying to stop them. That's why they're there. You've got more coppers there than anyone else. Do you know what I mean? So, well done. Frederick has tweeted it, apparently. If that's Frederick F. Edit, I think. No, not him. No, Frederick Vorst. I don't want to say his surname, so I'll get it wrong. You know what I'm like. I know what you mean, though.
Yeah, that was 2 minutes ago. He has tweeted it. So, Frederick Fildvet.
Yes, I
that
think
lad.
we've had him on the channel.
De Gea, Williams, Bailly, Twanzebe, Tellez, Donny, Matic, Ahmad, Mata, Ilanga and Greenwood. Is
this happening? Or has he been
team.
bought in? Like, we're just going to wait and see now, just to get these confirmed, because this is absolutely I think this is mint by Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, by the way. I don't care. I know like we need to win this to stop City winning the league, or not lose. But we've got the Scousers in 2 days. Like, we played on Sunday.
Yeah.
And you can't have this argument, well, these players should be able to play. Well, no, that's not how football works. You have to have a break, you have to have rest, you have to have training. You can't just play a game, have a day, and then play another one. You're goosed. And it's like, and you might have noticed the game at Villa Park wasn't exactly a training exercise. It was quite a hectic, sort of intense game where it was frenetic and we had to sort of not grind out a result, but really go for it to get the win. So I kind of understand this. And I kind of feel like Ollie's just saying a bit of a fuck you to
Do you think that
to the
Ollie
FA.
at all went through his mind and went, look, if we win these 2 games this week, we're 4 points behind City. Now, they're not going to throw it away, but they could. And like Mr. McKola said yesterday, he's got to go to Steve Bruce. He's got to go and see Danny Welbeck.
Mate, like, I love Danny Welbeck more than I love some of my own children. Probably all of them. But
it's not going to happen, is it?
Like, I can't see Danny Welbeck winning the game against City. I can't see Steve Bruce masterminding a victory against City. I think what will happen is it goes to City. City, I think this is away in, is it, at Newcastle?
Yeah, it's away. They've got 2 away games.
Yeah,
Newcastle.
they go to Newcastle and they win like fucking 6.
So you know what I think it'd be worse as well? If they dropped points in them games and then we were relying on Everton. And
Everton are
no
just
chance.
the most pointless team in the league, aren't they?
See.
I'm sorry.
This is confirmed.
Right, go on, run through it, brother.
Manchester United Football Club. This is the starting 11 for Manchester United tonight. David De Gea in goal, Brandon Williams, Eric Bailly, Axel Twanzebe and Alex Tellez. Nemanja Matic, who captains the side. Donny van der Beek. Fair play to the lad, he's getting a start. Ahmad, Mata, Ilanga and Mason Greenwood start for Manchester United. On the bench for Manchester United. It's quite a strong bench, you'd be surprised.
Cam, will you do a swipe up? Sorry.
Dean Henderson, Victor Lindelof, Luke Shaw, Aaron Wan-Bissaka, Bruno Fernandes, Scott McTominay, Paul Pogba, Edison Cavani and Marcus Rashford. It's not a bad bench.
That's like probably the best bench in the history of association football.
So yeah, that is the confirmed that leaked team that got leaked.
Well, he's getting a follow back now. That kid, Joe Lyons, who we quote tweeted. I didn't know him 2 hours ago. Now I do.
Yep. Still waiting
well done, son.
on the Leicester team to come through to this.
It would have been minutes. Has he gone the same way? Has he named a
Absolutely not. No.
Brendan Rodgers going for it.
This is their team. Kasper Schmeichel in goal, son of Jay's favourite player.
He's literally my favourite Schmeichel.
Yep.
Sorry, my second behind the dog.
Dog from
from Corrie first. And
Castagna, Fofana, Soyuncu, Albrighton, so no Johnny Evans, Wilfred Ndidi, Tielemans, Thomas, Ayoze Perez, Iheanacho and Vardy. On the bench for them is Mashwanes, Chowdhury, Mendy, Pratt, Fuchs, Amate, Ricardo Pereira, Ward and James Maddison on the bench for Leicester City. So that's essentially their strongest team. I think James Maddison's had some off the field issues and all sorts going on, so he's not in the fold.
I mean, can you elaborate on that, or is it off the field issues in terms of what?
There's been rumours he had a bit of a spat with Brendan Rodgers and all sorts of stuff.
Really?
Yeah.
It doesn't seem like that type of. Oh, is
he's
it
having a baby and all sorts of things.
Oh, he's having a baby?
Yeah.
Oh, little baby.
So apparently
he's
a bit of.
His wife. Have you just said his wife's having a baby? I know that James Maddison himself isn't giving birth to a child, you absolute whopper.
What have they put in
that
Starbucks?
Oh my God.
So,
there is, what are you snorting over there?
There is something that
I
with
did do
James
biology
Maddison.
at GCSE level.
So that's their team, pretty much strongest. I'll go through it again for them. Castagna at right, Schmeichel in goal, Castagna at right back, Fofana, Soyuncu, Albrighton, Wilfred Ndidi, Tielemans. Not a bad midfield pairing, that is it.
Rubbish, mate. Bring Thomas, it on. The man will have them all in his pocket.
Perez,
mate.
Iheanacho.
Ian who? Mate, Axel's going to have him in the stands.
Jamie Vardy.
Vardy, mate, he's never played against, who is it? Well, he has, but
he has.
There was a bit of needle there between them. Do you remember the Charity Shield?
Yeah,
or the Community Shield,
yeah.
as it's known. Aaron Quinn in Super Chat says, Ollie said people will be mad at his selection because player health is priority. I hope the boys have a good run out, and if we lose today, it's all right. Do you know what? I'm kind of with you on that one. I don't want to lose, obviously, but
it's mint, innit?
I can accept it. I can say, okay, looking at that team now, because people always do it after the event when like people look at the team, go, I like that team, and then we'll get beaten and they'll go, I knew that was a bad team. Well, you didn't say it at the fucking time, did you? No. Or they'll go, lose their minds, whatever, and we'll win. Yeah. Looking at that team now, I get it. You're playing your second game in 3 days in the Premier League, and it's just. We know we've got players that have had injuries and had knocks. Marcus is always carrying a little bit of a knock. Paul Pogba's had knocks before. Bruno's ran himself into the ground. Scott McTominay looked knackered the other day, didn't he? And I love him, but he looks absolutely good.
When he puts full strength team out against Liverpool, it's going to be
biblical.
It's so funny.
Biblical.
Can't wait for Jurgen Klopp's face when he just goes.
He just
goes. The rest this week,
boys.
Off you go.
There you go. That's the strongest team I've ever put.
And they've had a longer break than they usually would do.
Yeah. Or when we're like 1-0 down, Sinead doesn't bring anyone on.
Yeah.
It's like, I'm not risking the boys. We've got the scouts.
He brings on Luke Shaw and puts him left wing and goes, come on, lad.
I'm not risking them. Wait, you've got the big game on Thursday. If it even goes ahead. Who knows? Let's have a look at some of the comments. 433 says absent duck. JM says Admad going to steal a spot on the team today. Well, he's in. Russell Naoni says Baggers, Tony Marshall to return for an Aguero moment last game of the season, ? 21, smiling emoji. Yeah.
I'll leave Adam McKola to get all giddy about it.
Vegan Azatrian,
right.
Sorry if I've butchered your name, says Ilanga hat-trick incoming. Santa Notch says it would be one beautiful miracle.
No Maguire or Fred on the bench for Manchester United.
Maguire, we need an update with him, don't we?
Yeah, I'm sure Ollie
a
will be
little
out
bit concerned because I'm not right. Forget the league, it's done. But we want him playing in Gdansk.
Yes.
For the Europa League final, and he deserves it. He deserves to lead that team out. He's had a torrid time of it at the beginning of the season. Not kicked on, but he's put it behind him and had a very good season. And I think he deserves a little bit more credit and respect than he gets from certain quarters. Harry Maguire has been a good signing for Manchester United. It's not his fault he cost more than he should have done. But if you could go back and sign, would you sign him again?
Yeah.
Of course you fucking would.
I'd try and not sign him for 80 million quid.
But, I think that, I don't think that was an option.
I'd have done what Jose wanted and signed him the summer before for 50 million. And
we could have done with him a bit longer, couldn't we? Yeah.
That would have been better. But very, very good. I'm just having.
So Swift Soul says who is going on live with you, Jay. It's not me on the watch along today. You've got Ryan Hopper up the AdH, you've got Joe Smith, and you've got Adam McKola. So you've got the three big hitters there, and we'll be hearing from others as well after the game, including your mate Alexis Nunes,
will be on.
who's been on the channel before. She's one of our formative football experts, isn't she? She knows her stuff, doesn't she? And she spoke to Scott McTominay not long ago and told him about our McSauce t-shirts.
Showed in the store and proved it is a good shirt.
Nighting J says Jay's king. Well said, mate. Thank you. Bit of honesty. That's what we like to see. Alex Bailey says, where's Howson? It's a very good question. We might be hearing from Stephen Howson later, actually, and we'll try and get him on as well. He's not here today, but he will be here on Thursday, I think. He'll be here as well. Well, he's here Thursday daytime anyway.
Yeah.
So don't worry. Douglas Shields says she's brilliant. Obviously, a reference to Alexis Nunes. She absolutely knows her stuff. Larson Mogapi says, who's Ilanga? Matthew Hill says, what can you tell us about Ilanga? Anthony Ilanga just signed a new deal on it. Well, I think it's his first contract with the club. Highly rated winger. Loves to cut inside. Has this sort of trademark move where he drifts in from left-hand side and bangs it in. He scored loads of goals
Pritt
like
has
that.
just put this in our Stretford Park Reserves group chat saying, is there a bet for him picking it up on the halfway line, running to the edge of the box, cutting inside, then putting it in the top corner? Because if there is, I'd be putting money on it. So that is what Dave Pritt thinks of Anthony Ilanga. So expect to see a lot of that. He's electric, is what I've been heard about him. He's
electric. He's got a family full of eccentrics.
He is. So there you go.
Ivan Chung says, just curious, why not Mata captain the team? Listen, I love Juan Mata, and if he had my way, he'd be captain in every team. But I think Nemanja Matic is more of a captain, isn't he?
He's been doing a lot of coaching. It looks like he's been doing a lot more coaching than Nemanja Matic. He's been sat right on Ollie's shoulder a couple of times, pointing at things and clipboards and stuff. It just looks like there might be a step for him next season to be a coach.
I like Nemanja Matic. He gets a bit of stick, but I love the. I know it's weird. I love the pictures when he was waiting outside Ronaldo's dressing room with his kids to get a photo with him.
Yeah.
Do you remember that? I was like, why not?
Of course.
Like, one of the best players in the world, and your kids are like, can I have a photo with Ronaldo? Well, let's go and see. Yeah. Yes, I can, because I'm sort of, I'm a footballer as well, and he's going to fucking do that. So yeah, I like it. Douglas Shields said the last interview Jay did with her is mint. Go watch it. She's very informed. She is, because sometimes, like when we have women on the channel, let's be right. We get it in the comments. People go, "What do they know?" People don't give them a chance, and like they know fucking a lot more than we do. Trust me on that. Alexis Nunes knows her stuff. Yeah. She works for ESPN. She does stuff for them. Does a lot of interviews. Interviewed a lot of the players out there, Premier League players.
She did the first interview with, it was Pogba and Lukaku when
Lukaku
signed.
You're not going to go into that interview unless you know your stuff.
No.
So I think you need to check it out. Nikhil Patel says, Jay, who is your top 4 prediction for the Premier this season? We'll both give you our top 4 predictions. Go on, I'll let you go first. Son.
Leicester 4th. Chelsea 3rd.
Oh, I'm liking this. I'm liking this.
United 2nd, City win it.
What are you laughing about? What are you spraying over there? Who's put 10p in him today? Hey?
He's had a sugar.
He's had his sugar, right? So expect some crazy camera angles during the watch.
I really wanted to go then and say City will fall apart and get 1 point in the last 3 games, which would be really funny, and we win it all. But I think 2nd place. If we can get within, if we can be close, if we've been closer than that 7 points towards the end of it, I think it's a very, very.
Well, I think United are nailed on top to win. 1st, United. 2nd, City. 3rd, West Ham, because Jesse. And 4th, Spurs, because of Ryan Mason.
Right.
No. Okay. In all honesty, I think it's probably unfortunately going to be City top, us 2nd. I fancy Tommy Tuchel's Chelsea to come in 3rd. Yeah. And it pains me to say I think the Scousers will nick in 4th because God hates me. Aryan Nair says strongest bench ever. I agree. It is.
Yeah.
I mean, it's very, very strong. I mean, actually, that is probably the strongest bench I've ever seen for Manchester United.
Yeah.
I mean, I know you go, well, what about the Ollie sort of Solskjaer, Sheringham days? I mean, yeah, but it was like you did have Jonathan Green and David May on the bench as well. So let's be real.
And your favourite Neville, Phil?
Phil Neville.
When he gets his statue.
Don't get me started. Class of 92 get a statue.
I'm waiting for that day.
I'm chiselling the Phil Neville bit off because that's just ridiculous.
You can't leave him out though, can you?
We can't put a statue of Phil Neville outside Old Trafford when you haven't got one of bloody Roy Keane or Brian Robson. Sorry, he set me out. He always does. He knows what buttons to press. He's so crafty.
Phil Neville, statue, Old Trafford.
Yeah, there's
talk
he
actually in the MLS.
Of Jimmy Murphy, which is fantastic, isn't it? Me and you've been banging on about this. Yeah. And people say, why do you care so much? Well, if we're going to have statues, if we are going to have statues at the club, because to be honest with you, I'm not even bothered if we don't. You have to have one of Jimmy Murphy, who after the Munich car crash kept the club going. When a lot of the directors were like, we can't put teams out, we're going to have to reassess this. He was like, no, kept things going, was Busby's right-hand man, and Busby said he was the most important signing he ever made. When you consider we've got 3 other Busby players with a statue, why hasn't Jimmy Murphy got one? I think he should have one next to Matt Busby. I think, obviously Matt Busby's, the father of Manchester United, as you say, but he should be next to him, or at least have a stand or something. We'll find out what the actual recognition is going to be. But I think it's important as the younger fans get a reminder or get informed about who he is. Like, who's this statue? Well, let's find out. That sort of thing. Absent Duck says Matic and Carrick coaching in number 6 is a great prospect.
Yeah, hopefully they get that in. Jimmy Garner maybe coming back next season, doing a bit.
Kingpin Art says no Jimmy Murphy, no Man United. Simple, get him up there. Love that. Matt Ridder says, is the player of the year not called the Jimmy Murphy player of the year? Yeah, it's a young player of the year. Axel Tuanzebe won it one year, actually. Who makes his, I want to say makes his debut, don't make his fucking debut. He's played loads of times, what am I about? Who's starting tonight, very rare Premier League start for him. I mean, imagine being that dressing room now, United. They're all going to be absolutely buzzing, all these. Like Anthony Langer's going to be like, well, mate, Amad Diallo's like, listen. Amad Diallo, he played like an hour for Atlanta.
Yeah. Starting against the 4th best team in the country.
Yeah, starting against the former Premier League champions.
Yeah.
Mason Greenwood, we know he's dynamite. One matter, love to see him in there as well.
It'd be interesting to see how Leicester come up, because they, like I said, they've had that bit of a wobble. You mentioned there Liverpool can catch them. If Liverpool beat us, and then they're only 3 points behind Leicester. So Leicester tonight, they're thinking, a win for them kind of takes out Liverpool out of it, really, to get it back.
Yeah. Do you know one thing about this, though, right, I think is a bit with Ollie going, fuck you, is De Gea in there. And I'm not criticising David De Gea, but, like, Henderson's the league keeper, and he could have played him.
He didn't need to arrest Henderson.
That feels to me like a bit of a statement almost, like
a bit of a number,
the entire team is like his reserves. Because even Mason, I think if Cavani had started, that's your proper number, that's your normal number 9. So even Mason isn't the number 9, is it? For United, it's Cavani. So it feels a little bit like he's just gone. The entire team is going to be
pretty much pick the team for Thursday, can't you?
Yeah, well, it is. It's the team.
It's the opposite team.
Yeah,
because you're going to it'll be Henderson, Wan-Bissaka, Lindelof. Bailly probably will play.
Yeah, because there's no Maguire.
Maybe they thought that Maguire can play. Luke Shaw will be in there. Fred, McTominay, Bruno, Rashford on the right, Pogba on the left, and Cavani up top. That's going to be the team against Liverpool now. That's kind of proved that, because we get no rotation. He's not going to completely rotate today and not put a full-strength team
Is
out.
Cameron Waters looking at benches there from the ages?
There is. I've seen that tweet go out.
There's a bench. What's the benches there? There's people that are posting amazing benches. So there's one I can see with Samuel Eto'o, Thierry Henry, Andreas Iniesta, and Ronaldinho for Barcelona. There's another one for Real Madrid, which is Raúl, is it? Raúl, Beckham.
There's Figo in there.
Yeah, R9.
That's a good bench. That.
I mean, it is, but
it's not quite as good as
Paul Pogba, the one with Paul Pogba, Marcus Rashford on it. How many kids have them benches fed? None. Hey, ours has fed loads. How many times have they got Boris Johnson to change his mind? Never.
None. Never.
Our bench has done it loads of times. Yeah. So sort your heads out. Get involved in the comments. We know the team. Let us know what you think of it. Alex Bailey said something about Housen's not replying to my tweets. Yeah.
He doesn't reply.
Welcome to our world. But he's asked about Jimmy Garner. Jimmy Garner can't play this season, by the way, for Manchester United, because apparently if you registered for the EFL, even though that season's over, the only way you can come in for your parent club is if there's a massive crisis, like there's that we have to apply and go to the FA or Premier League, whatever. Look, we've got 12 players out with COVID. Can we get him in?
So we've got
not just because of a fixture pile up. That's not going to happen.
Quotes here from Ole Gunnar Solskjaer.
Go on, my friend.
On Harry Maguire to start with. The good news is that he has not broken anything. It is just ligament damage, and we hope to see him again before the Europa League final.
Brilliant.
Doesn't sound like he's been playing Thursday though, so maybe you'll see him next
week. I can live with that though. I just want to see him starting in Gdansk.
He's then talked about Elanga. He said he is a good boy. He has had a couple of injuries that has delayed his debut, and he's been doing really well in the under-23s and under-18s. He's one I'm looking forward to seeing. He has pace, he's direct, and is a goal threat. And then the final thing is, that was the only way to do it. That is the strongest we can get, but I am looking forward to it. These boys will do everything they can for the team. There's a chance for them to play their way into the next game against Liverpool. Well said, Ollie. talking utter nonsense there.
But he's talking a sort of nonsense that I
That's
like.
good, I
I
like
don't
that
mind
kind
that
of nonsense. It's
When you
great,
come out with
it's good
nonsense about
nonsense.
the owners care about the club, that's the nonsense
Yeah.
I'm not interested in.
But that kind of
when you come out with that, which we know is bollocks,
Fantastic.
but it's sort of like, you know, expected bollocks.
Yeah.
XB.
XB.
There was I can't find it. What was it? Sorry, that's
To be honest,
great
I'm not
telling,
worried
isn't
about
it?
that front four or whatever. That doesn't worry me. My worry tonight is, to be honest, it's the full packs. I think the way that they played at the weekend, they get the week against Roma, and how it all went tits up when they came on. We looked all over the place. That's my little bit of a worry. Against a good Leicester team going forward, that will hit us on the break, that are going to do that. But maybe United will sit back a little bit. You've got Nemanja Matic in there, calming things down a little bit. Eric Bailly, obviously a cooling head in the situation as well. Always keeps things calm and doesn't go mad and does all that kind of stuff. So you've got Eric Bailly in there. You've also got Juan Mata in there, who's a nice man in football. He'll calm them all down.
Yeah, you're right. I think the thing was you have to remember with Tellez and Williams is they are attack-minded fullbacks. And when we brought them on against Roma, we were under the cosh.
Yeah.
And it's not their... they are defenders, so they have to be able to defend. But that's not their sort of best trait. So when they came on, like if you look at Brandon Williams against Leipzig, our last game of the Champions League, he comes on and we're on the front foot trying to get a goal.
Yeah.
And for me, he's our best player.
Yeah.
He's getting down that wing, he's getting into the box, he's doing what he does best. He comes on against Roma, we're under the cosh, they're up against us, and it's him and Tellez who are getting exposed because, you know, they've been sort of thrown into this game where it's obviously frenetic pace, trying to defend. It's like that's not their best attribute, especially bringing them on as a substitute. So you can kind of understand why it didn't work out for him. We've got 4,000 people watching, which is great for the pre-match show. Hit like, give us a like, guys. You know, everyone get involved and give us a like. Subscribe to the channel if you're not doing as well. Ronaldo Brown's here.
He is,
He's only
the man
half an hour
himself.
late. That's nice. It's quite impressive, that, isn't it?
Just wandering in.
Wandering in
No
to take some
problems
social
whatsoever.
media pictures, just, you know,
What a guy.
35 minutes after he should have done.
What a guy.
Amazing. We love Ronaldo, bro.
Yeah.
Traffic. He's just done that like he's doing sign. What's this?
Traffic.
He went, traffic.
Traffic.
What did you do? Go on, do it again then.
You can't do it again.
Go on.
He's tried doing something. Leave it.
Do you know what? Everyone's gone a bit hysterical in here today.
Yeah,
because
it's all
I
gone
think that team news has just sent us all a bit over the edge.
It's made it interesting.
It has made it interesting.
Yeah.
Baggers.
Go on.
What's the score going to be and why?
I have, to be honest, I don't usually have an idea anyway, but this week I'm completely thrown. I'm going to go loads of goals. 2-2. Score draw.
Ooh. Is the title race still on then?
No. Well, technically it is, but
technically, like, they're not champions. That's what I'm getting.
They're
at.
not champions if we draw tonight.
Right, but it's like we've got a 20 goal difference to make.
We have to improve. They have to lose all 3 games, and we have to improve our goal difference ahead of theirs by 15.
Listen,
stranger things have been done.
A 17-0 win against the Scousers.
Don't even need that.
And
you need, if you get 3-4-0 wins, that's plus 12. They lose each game 2-0. Pissed it.
Yep.
Done. That's how it's going to happen.
There was a scenario, you know, in 2012 where, and it wasn't that remote, that if certain results had gone a certain way in the last 4 games, we would have had a playoff at Wembley.
Yeah.
Against them. I mean, obviously we didn't because the fucking disaster happened.
That
but because they managed to beat QPR at home, which some people seem to think is one of the greatest.
Do you think
results
Ollie's
ever.
also thinking it'd be funny if the end of the season was I've put the kids out and that's lost it?
That's the narrative, innit? That's how you won the Premier League because you know we decided to campaign against our owners.
And then Ole Gunnar Solskjaer decided when you win the league.
Yeah.
It's not you. You don't decide.
We decide when you play, and we decide when you win the league. That's how it's going down, innit? I like this narrative. Yeah, that's how we're gonna term it.
And we're gonna beat Liverpool on Thursday about 4-0.
Yeah. And if we win the Europa and you win the Champions League, we've both won European trophies.
Yeah.
And
then someone says as well, if we win the Super Cup, therefore we're the better European team.
Yeah.
Which will happen.
Someone's asking, Ferrism says, Dan James injured, question mark? I think he is.
Yeah,
he's not featured at all, has he, for the last few weeks. Ollie likes him as well, especially in these games where he's rotating. I don't know, do you know anything about him?
Dan James, Phil Jones and Maguire are the 3 injuries that are out of the squad at this moment in time, not playing, not travelling with the squad, not doing anything. So they're the 3 main injuries.
Pedro Holmes says, give it to Eddie Cavani, passing the ball and watch him score all the goals. Absolutely. That chance doing the rounds. Bashi started that one. If you go over on our Twitter, you'll see they did a tweet about it. Everyone, I mean...
Cavani was singing it yesterday.
Was singing it yesterday. Imagine that. I mean, everyone knows Bashu. I think he did a video of himself in his house, levered, doing that like song that he just made up, like as Campus Christmas as well when he was singing it. And next thing you know, everyone's singing it. Edinson Cavani himself is singing it, and some people even saying that's what's convinced him to stay.
Yeah, it's that song that's done it. Fair play.
Well, I can run with that narrative, 100%. Like, I'll have a bit of that.
I think there's a bit of, he must have been looking at the online stuff and everyone just going mad for him and just saying, look, we've got to have you stay. We've got to see you in Old Trafford scoring goals.
Yes.
That'll be.
I mean, he deserves an audience, doesn't he? And it's a weird one, isn't it? Because there's a big debate going on in there about going to the game and going what we're going to do and with the protests and everything, and I get that, but you know, we want to see.
The same people. I've seen a few tweets today about it all, and people saying, "Look, people got different reasons for renewing season tickets and wanting to go to games and stuff." I think people forget that it's not about the Glazers. It's not about that. It's about that day out. It's about everything that goes on in the day, and that people are connected to going to Manchester United football matches. Whether there's owners in charge you don't like, managers in charge you don't like, players you don't like, they still want to go to Man United football matches, and doesn't matter whether, you know, who's in charge, what anyone says, people want to do it. And that's, for a lot of people, that is what they look forward to every week. People struggle with it in all this lockdown and stuff, not having that to look forward to, not being able to go to the games, not being able to see the same people they see games. You'll know, there's people you only see around football. There's people you only see because of football, and you've not been able to do that because it's not been there.
Yeah, and I see my mates, you know what, make a great point, because when we went to the protest the other week,
there's just people there you go.
Yeah, like Scotty, who I do a podcast with, he's one of my oldest mates. He's like, I've not seen him physically for over a year.
Yeah.
You know, there's all the lads that I go to football with. For me, going to football is a big part. Of it. Sorry, is a social aspect.
Yeah.
Meeting up with them was great. You know, and I miss that. I do miss that. You're right. So, and also, I understand like people who do want to go skiing. So we've been through this shitty time with pandemic. A lot of people are struggling, and they can't wait to get back in the ground. And people saying, well, you shouldn't be going it. Listen. I'm not judging anyone. If you want to go to the games, you go to the games. If you don't want to go to the games, don't go. If you can't get to the games, I understand that as well. Yeah. I've been in that situation myself. I think we all just need, as a fan base, to stick together now. The sort of the goal and the object is to get the Glazers out and to get them to listen to us, not to start infighting about who should be going to the game, who's a top red, who should be buying a kit, who should be renewing the season ticket. I see a lot of this shit going on, and I think it plays into their hands. I think we need to stick together.
And you just said about buying a kit as well. Imagine like little kids and stuff. People getting stick for buying the kids the shirts and stuff. You're like, well, the kids that want to wear Mark Stretford on the shirt, like that's a thing. Like you're gonna buy that kit for that person. You're not gonna stop that. You can't judge them.
My mum and dad usually buy the kids kits, you know, like for Christmas or whatever, and you know, it's like. I'll let them decide whether they want to do. My dad's a massive red, so he might not want it anymore, but I understand that. In the tube chat, Riz Shap, Kumar says, Jay, come on, throw a nice sarcastic joke in there about something being absolutely ridiculous. I don't know what you mean. I'm never sarcastic, and nothing is absolutely ridiculous, especially not Brendan Rodgers' teeth. Ajmal Kosman says, he was not well treated in Petrol St. Gas, PSG FC, by Neymar and Mbappe. Ninja Turtle, trust you guys will show him some love. I think he's talking about Edinson Cavani there, obviously.
Yeah.
Well, yes, we do. We do treat PSG strikers or former PSG strikers with lots of love.
There's been a thing today. There's been the last few weeks and stuff saying, what do you rate Cavani's impact to the team compared to Zlatan? Zlatan obviously played a lot of games that season and stuff like that. Do you think that he's done more, less, similar?
I think ultimately you have to remember that Zlatan won something. He won the League Cup. Right, which people, it's a trophy, and I'm not going to start knocking winning trophies. And he will. He scored the winner in that game. We were there, weren't we? It was a fantastic game. Not a fantastic game. It was a fantastic day. The game was shite. He won the Europa. I know he didn't play in the final, but he scored some goals en route to the final. And he had that little bit of swagger in that we've got one of the best strikers in the world again, sort of feeling. I know he's past his best, but he had that. So we can't just disparage or just ignore what he did. But, with all that being said, I think that Zlatan sort of was a little bit of a square peg in a round hole at times with this Manchester United. The way we were playing, when you had like Martial and Rashford and those type of players, Pogba, he almost slowed down a bit when it got to him. Yeah. And it was a different type of football, whereas Cavani fits in a lot better and he sort of gives you a different option that you want. So it is a strange one. And I think that the problem we had with Zlatan is he got that injury, renewed his contract or stayed for another year, and in the second season he just wasn't fit. No. So we only got like one season out of him, but it was a very good season. So I don't want to knock him too much. Adam McKola's in the house here.
Same man, Adam McKola.
Looking very nice in his football kit. You'll
RH
see what
is
he's
here.
wearing
There he
Hey,
is.
up the RH is here. Hey, the gang's all here, the boys are here. So we're going to be going over to them shortly.
5 minutes.
They'll be able to pick the bones through that somewhat unexpected lineup. And also...
It was leaked about 6 weeks
Yeah, it was unexpected yesterday.
Yeah, all right. He's arguing with me already. He's just shouted over me there. It was leaked about 6 weeks ago.
Yesterday was unexpected.
Yes.
Not so much in the last couple of hours.
Yeah.
It was quite expected.
Yes. So we'll be hearing from Joe Smith, from Adam McKola, and Ryan Hopper. RH. Joe's here wearing double denim, but he gets away with it. He's the only man I know that can do. People in the comments, let us know what you think about the what you think about the lineup. Your score predictions, of course. We had the score predictions before, like Santa Notch, Liam, John, everyone else, James. Loads of people saying Ronaldo, Casey. Forgive me for forgetting some of the people that sent them in there. I think Jordan as well sent us in predictions. So let us know, Harry as well. Let us know your predictions.
Obviously, Alanga's debut is 14th player from the academy to be handed their United debut by Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. It's also a Premier League debut for Ahmad, whose other appearances have come in the Europa League and FA Cup. So, debuts galore tonight.
Debuts galore tonight.
Yeah.
It's like a Steiner all over again, isn't it?
Not quite.
Not
but it's
quite
pretty.
that. I mean, that was crackers, wasn't it? That
Yeah.
was like, I don't give a toss about this game. I'll just do what I want. And it's just like
Off you go,
8
lads.
debuts, whatever it is. And like, I mean, yes, it's an unexpected lineup, but there's still a lot of experience in there. And listen, everyone loves Donny van der Beek. He's getting a start. Everyone's been moaning about that, haven't they?
Yeah.
Everyone's been on social saying, why is he not getting more of a start?
Well, he's got one now.
He's got one now, yeah, exactly. So get involved, let us know. What do you think? We'll go through the team one more time. Do you want to go through the Leicester team as well?
I'll get the Leicester team up for you.
Right, I'll do the United team
on.
then, for anyone who doesn't know, and then you do the Leicester team, and then
right.
we'll throw over to the guys. So you've got David De Gea in goal, you've got Eric Bailly and Tuan Zabi as your centre-backs. We've got Alex Tellers on the left-back and Brandon Williams at right-back. We've got Donny van der Beek and Matic in midfield. And then you've got a front four, you've got Elanga on the left, Mata in the 10, Amad Diallo on the right, and Mason Greenwood up front. On the bench, you've got, it's not a bad bench this, I'm not going to lie to you. You've got Dean Henderson, Victor Lindelof, Shaw, Wan-Bissaka, Fernandes, McTominay, Pogba, Cavani, Rashford.
Not bad.
It's all right,
Not
isn't it?
bad.
Yeah.
It's the Leicester City team, so in goal for them, Kasper Schmeichel, the second best Schmeichel in the world.
Third.
Oh
no, you're
second.
right. Yeah, you're right, sorry.
His dad that's third.
Well said, yeah.
The
His dad's even more third after them
United
comments
have
about
now
the
got this
Glazers.
set up
Bloody
as a
hell.
back three, so it's looking like Castagna, Fofana and Soyuncu as a back three. Thomas, Tielemans, Ndidi and Albrighton as a four. Ayoze Perez ahead of them. And then Vardy and Iheanacho up top. Their bench is Mashwini's, Chowdhury, Mendy, Pratt, Fuchs, Amate, Ricardo Pereira, Ward and James Maddison on the bench. So their bench is nowhere near as good as ours. Nowhere near as
and
good.
that's
Miles
what
away.
wins you
That's
football matches.
exactly.
Who's got the better bench?
Exactly.
Yeah, don't forget that. Liam Knight says, can you ahead some insight, I think it says, can you give us some insight on Elanga? What's his strengths and weaknesses? Just not heard of him before. Very skillful, got a great shot on him. As Baggers was saying earlier, Dave Pritt raves about him. Likes to cut in inside, get down the line, cutting inside and fire one in.
Yeah, Dave Pritt said, if you can bet
that's
on
his
it,
trademark
if you can,
signature goal.
picking up from the edge of the in our half, running through, cut inside, shoot, goal.
Boom. Paresh Shrawan says, can Ahmed win Goal of the Season award?
Of course he can. Give it a good go.
Just wrecking the gaff over there.
Yeah.
Well, he can do, and hopefully he'll win it
he can.
tonight. Yeah, he goes. Quite a lot of you watching, nearly 4,000 people. So do hit like, give
the
us a
video
like
before you
like
go
the
and
video
see them.
before we throw over to the three amigos over there.
Yeah.
They'll be taking you through the first half and the second half as well of Manchester United against Leicester, a game that
how important is it?
Well, I mean, the only sort of thing this is about now really is cementing second place and it'll making sure we get second place and prolonging City's title parade or whatever, or postponing it.
Because at this moment in time, we are 6 points ahead of Chelsea with a game in hand. Chelsea this week play Arsenal, I believe, so they play Arsenal on Wednesday. So United win today, 9 points ahead. Chelsea literally have to win every game, and we have to lose every game to do that, to get above us. So tonight, if we can win that tonight.
Why?
Right, okay. So if we win tonight, it's pretty much that's just cemented second place. I think if you just need 3 points in these next couple of games to guarantee that. So, look, be great to get it tonight. Be great to get 6 points this week. But at the same time, look, I think that the title race is obviously done now. 10 points behind. We aren't going to catch that. Even though it would be nice to just be within 4 points last few weeks of the season. Give them something to think about.
I know, it's a shame. I mean, people look at it and they go, right, why, you know, if we'd have beat Sheffield United, if we'd have beat Arsenal, if we'd have beat Crystal Palace, you know, we dropped so many silly points. But I always think, like, you know, the season might have panned out differently. But we might have not have, you know, got different results that we got as well. Yeah. So it's a bit basic to just go, if that had happened, this would have happened, because if we'd have beat Sheffield United, for example, maybe City go into the game against us a little bit more cautious, or do you know what I mean? And that ends up as a draw. Who knows? I just think you have to sort of, you know, the butterfly effect, shall we say? You know, you just don't know.
I think as well, it's a good thing that we can sit here now and go, look, if we've done X, Y, and Z, we've been doing that in the past. If we'd done X, Y, and Z, we'd have finished fourth.
Yeah.
Like, now we're looking at, if we'd have done that, we'd have won a title, or we'd have been up there with Manchester City, which no one at the start of this season even said we could do. We're at that point where if we get a couple of signings, we do strengthen, we should be pushing next season. We should be able to push the likes of City next season. So hopefully that's what happens.
Yeah, hopefully it is. I mean, what can we end up on here?
We can still get 82 points, which would be our best return since Sir Alex Ferguson. But
yeah, because Josie got 81, didn't he? And everyone bangs on about that.
But the
difference, exactly, mate. And also, when City beat us at Old Trafford, I think it was in December, that was the end of that in terms of a title conversation. I know we didn't exactly push him, you know, to the wire this time, but it's a lot closer than it was that time. And at least we kept the conversation going.
Season ends next
into May. So,
season ends a week on Sunday.
Yeah, actually,
and it's not over yet.
Yeah, so you're right. We have pushed him to the end.
That's not been the...
I mean, yeah, it's a different sort of, a completely different ball game.
City didn't push Liverpool this far last season, or you've not pushed the year before. Like, obviously with City.
Liverpool, you're right. Liverpool sort of walked it, didn't they?
So,
do you remember? Because when it went into lockdown, Liverpool were always saying, "Well, just give it us," because we're that far ahead. When it looked like we were going to cancel the season, people saying, "Well, you can't," because, not people. I certainly fucking wasn't. But a lot of the scouts are saying you can't do that because, you know, we've got this. This is sort of, you know, it's guaranteed, like, almost because of the points difference, the points gap. So I think we need to give Ole Gunnar Solskjaer a little bit more credit. I think had he been backed properly in the transfer market,
I think one or two more players would have been obviously a lot closer. I think too.
We got Edinson Cavani, fantastic signing, but he was a free.
Yeah.
We got Donny van der Beek, good signing, but 35 million quid, I think, rising up to 40. Not the most expensive midfielder, to be honest with you. Like, it's probably coming in as we expect to be in the squad. And Alex Tellers, a £12 million reserve right back, left back, and Amad Diallo, one for the future. So it wasn't like, I know you can throw in Facundo Palestra as well, but it wasn't like we went out there and we got him a Jadon Sancho or an Erling Haaland or a Deo Upamecano or Jack Grealish, one of the big names that we were linked with.
No, we've not improved that. That starting 11 is one player really in Cavani, and you probably say that he wasn't even bought to do that. I think the idea was still Martial. So, no, he's done well this season to get to that way. I've had a thumbs up from Joe Smith. We're going to send over to them.
Right, we'll go to Joe Smith, Adam McKola and Ryan Hopper up the RH. They'll be taking you through the first and second half of Manchester United against Leicester.
Hello, my name's Joe. I'm joined by Ryan Hopper. How are you doing?
Up the RH.
Oh, he's said already.
Yeah, all right.
Coach of Bruno Fernandes, coach of Fred, also coach of Anthony Elanga, who's starting tonight, making his Manchester United first team debut, or Premier League debut certainly. What's it like? What's he been like to coach? Tell us a bit more for people who don't know much about Anthony Elanga. Tell us what you know about him.
Yeah, listen, Anthony's a diamond of a lad, first of all. You know, he's a brilliant, nice, humble, down-to-earth young man, and he deserves the opportunity. He had an injury, and he had to be patient. He's come through that now, and working with him is a pleasure. You know, he's exciting, he's quick, he's direct, he's got great feet, he's got great technical ability, and most importantly, he's a goal scorer. His finishing's fantastic. I just think tonight, you know, just needs to go out there and express himself. Always give him a chance. So let's go on. Let's get some goals and have some fun.
Are you surprised by the lineup tonight? Because obviously he's mentioned the other day about needing to rotate, needing to rest players. Most people, myself included, thought it would be like might rest 3 players here, 2 players here, 3 players here. He's rested 11 players essentially. Even Dean Henderson is getting a rest, even though he's only played 1 match in the last week. Are you surprised? Do you think he's almost making a point and sort of sending a message to the league, going, "Look what you've made me do"?
I am surprised, as I say, when we was looking at the team there, we're surprised at some of the faces. But Ollie said himself, he's been the squad. He's it's not in depth. It's not a big squad. So people need rests. Obviously, we talked about it last time I was in about giving Bruno a rest, and some of the the regulars. I know Maguire's got the injury, but he's not in there, and some of the first team regulars are not in there. But it's a chance for the fringe players. You look at Van der Beek and obviously Ant, and you look at the other players that have been given an opportunity tonight. Matt comes back in. It's fantastic for the lads to go and express themselves. And again, it's Manchester United, so anyone who they put out on the field, has got to represent the football club and express themselves and do really well. So let's go, the Reds today.
It's good that you mentioned there about fringe players, because it's not obviously Elanga and maybe Diallo sort of jump off the pages. Here's people who are making their Premier League debuts. But for people like Bailly, for people like Tellez and Van der Beek, like you said, this is a chance to sort of go, I'm not like an under-18s player. I want to make my name here. I want to actually be first choice selection for Ole. It's almost as big for them as it is for the youngsters, isn't it?
100%. Listen, when you're around, obviously, an environment at Man United, you want the best players, in the team. But these lads, they've been training every day, and they'll be, even though the teammates will be competing to be in the team, because you've got the final coming up, and you've got, these lads are hungry and around it. And if once they get the chances, it's up to them lads if they're doing the job. We've seen with Henderson coming in and doing a fantastic job. He keeps his place, and with Ollie, it's on performance based, and these lads have got chances, and it's a time for them. And going back to Ant, and work with him and stuff like that. What an opportunity it is for him today. If he really, we've seen it with Rashford when he burst on the scene and scoring them 2 goals in his debut. Who says Ant can't do that today and really put himself in the frame?
Because we've gone from a position of having, like, a couple of years ago when Martial was firmly a winger, and you had like Luke Shaw, Ashley Young could play there as well. Yep. We had Rashford, obviously, who played out there. It was almost like a meme that we had loads of left wingers. But at the minute, I know Dan James, most of the players on the right these days, even if he is better on the left. Martial fancies himself as a number 9. So there almost is like a left wing spot available. Because it's basically only Rashford or Pogba sometimes that plays out there now.
100%. And what you said about Martial there is he's quick and he's direct. He's got great feet. But we seem to be playing as a number 9. But with Ant, he's not sort of like Martial, but obviously he's lightning quick. Yeah. When you give him the ball 1v1 situations, he's not going to look to play safe. He's not going to come inside. And I think that's what, you look at over the years with Giggs, he was quick, he was direct. We had Beckham who delivered balls in. We haven't got out and out wingers at the moment. So I think, again, massive chance for him. And hopefully, I'm praying he comes up with the goods.
Something I need to talk to you about, and I can't.
Please don't.
It's my fault. It's my fault for not remembering. Fred scored the other week.
Did you not see me in the comments?
No,
mate. I was blasting the comments.
Did you text
Spurs,
him?
wasn't it?
Mate,
was it against Spurs?
Yeah,
did you text him?
No, I didn't.
Oh,
I didn't. Listen.
Did you text Anthony Elanga?
Listen, I didn't even know he started, but I'll ring Ant because I have a good personal relationship with him.
Ring him now, see if he answers the pitch. Answers the phone while he's warming up.
I spoke to Fred's personal, trainer and nutritionist. He has a part of his team. He has him over from Brazil. And I spoke to him. I just said, over the moon for him. He deserves it. And I know he does get a lot of stick. And I know some people are not fans of him. And listen, I'm going to come in here and bat my boy all day and stuff like that, even though whether it's thing. But I was hammering the comments. I was in the comments. No one, everyone was ignoring the RH in the comments.
Sorry,
I wasn't on that watch along.
About time of some.
I would have replied, but
mate, he's a nightmare. With
I
him.
wasn't. On
Adam's a nightmare with him.
I wasn't on the comments, mate.
You're getting like that though.
I'm not getting too bad.
They're very elitist, mate. Do you know what I mean? If your face doesn't fit, they don't care.
Special K there said, why is Ahmad not playing? As far as I'm aware, he is.
He is, isn't he? He's right wing, isn't he?
So unless there's been an announcement in the last minute or two, let's get this team up on the screen again, because obviously not everyone's seen it. People saying up the RH in the comments. Again, Ryan, who has privately coached a handful of United players, including Bruno Fernandes, including Fred, including debutant Anthony Elanga. What do you reckon then, Jay? This team, do you think it's Ollie going, I had no choice? Look what we've maybe do. It's almost Jose-esque, isn't it? Where it's
100%.
like, well, I said I had to make changes, so I'm just playing fucking everyone who never gets a game.
Because even like the goalkeeper, you can play a goalkeeper. You can play. Dean Henderson's your league goalkeeper.
Dean Henderson could play 3 matches.
Of course
he
can.
Yeah.
And you're making a statement for me. I know David Hayes is a fantastic goalkeeper, and it's not the end of the world. But you're making a statement here. You're going
Like, Mason Greenwood's the only one who probably gets into the team if everyone's fit, but he's not our first choice number 9.
No.
So even he's a second choice.
I thought he did superb the other day.
He did.
Great finish. And
it's great to see as well, isn't it? After
rolled Tyrone Mings, great finish. And he's, again, you know, him tonight, if he goes out there and scores another couple, he puts himself right in the picture for the final. He puts himself in other things. I'm not saying that he will start, but you've got to give yourself every opportunity to be involved.
I wanted to ask you actually about what you've made of the Edinson Cavani taking Mason Greenwood under his wing, because it's almost like he's been a little bit of a coach to him, isn't he?
Mentor, it's just a mentor and a role model for him. Oh, it's brilliant. Like, listen, you when you watch Cavani play and you see his movement and you see his finishing capabilities, Greenwood must be rubbing his hands together and working with someone like that, and, you know, pass on his experience. I've seen it the other day when, you know, against Roma, where someone's trying to square up to him and he's the first man over there and sorting him out. And brilliant. Like, you've got to just take great things away from that, and he'll come on so much working with someone like that. Ollie can do his job and the coaching staff can do his job, but he's there in front of you. Learn off these players because they're great players.
And it's good because when you, like you said, with that mentor, like half friend, half teacher type relationship, which, you know, I'm not saying this is Mason, but a lot of people, when a coach says do this, they're like, oh, fuck off, I don't do it. But when Edinson Cavani does it, it's like, I'll listen to that. And he's my mate as well, so it's, you know, I'll do it. So obviously I'm not saying Greenwood's like that, but I know a lot of people are like that. We've got a super chat. Ryan, he said, what should Van der Beek do to improve on and then become a striker? Starter, sorry, not a striker.
I just think when he plays, I know it's easy for me to say, he needs to do a lot more when he plays. He needs to be he's a technical footballer, he needs to be on the thing is with him, he's got Bruno in front of him, and I'm not being funny, he's not going to move Bruno out of the way. No. When the systems change, you know, we can accommodate him, but he really needs to make a statement when he plays. I know a couple of times he's come on and he got an assist the other week and stuff like that, but for me, like all the lads tonight with the opportunity, he needs to go out there and just express himself and play what the football that he played at Ajax. He's had a few good games, but we've not really seen that out of him yet, and I want to see, you know, every time he plays it seems to be, he's got his big pressure on him, like that he plays. Should just, I know it's easy again for me to say, just forget all that and go and play your football. This is why Man United have brought you here, because you're a great footballer.
Yeah.
So go and express yourself. I know the expectations are a lot, you know, playing for United, but go and do it, mate. No.
It does seem sometimes like he kind of plays within himself a little bit.
Definitely confidence-wise. He looks, you know, he doesn't look very confident. He plays safe. I just want to see him enjoy it. And he's a great footballer. He wouldn't be there if he wasn't.
No, exactly. This defence, I mean, not just the defence, the team in general, how worried are you, AJ? I mean, Adam will be here in a minute, by the way. He's just having some food. How worried are you about this game? Obviously, if we lose, City win the league. Leicester need to win as well because they're on a bit of a slide.
The thing with these defenders is, it's odd because on the day they can look amazing. Like Eric Bailly can look like the best defender you've ever seen on his day. Even Axel, you look at PSG away, fantastic performance.
Yeah.
You know, Williams against Leipzig came on and was our best player. Alex Telles, we've seen what he can do, but there's been occasions where they've got one in him, and it's like if they all have, like you saw Telles and Williams come on against Roma. And to be fair, they were up against it, and they're more attack-minded than defence-minded fullbacks. But they were all over the place. Yeah. And it's like, if they start this game like that and they concede an early goal, you fear the worst, don't you? Because what I don't want to see tonight is, obviously I don't want to see us lose, but I don't want the likes of Ilanga and Diallo having a debut or, you know, playing in the first game of the Premier League where it's a disaster.
Yeah,
it's a fucking, you know...
MK Dons.
Yeah, it's like we lose 3-0 at home and it's like everyone's like, oh my God. Because
it takes a shine, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does. So you want it to be competitive. And I think that if all those players play as well as they can do, then I'd be confident. But we have to be honest that, you know, none of those back four, maybe if he could get himself fit, but he can't, none of that back four is first choice for a reason, because we've got 4 better defenders than him.
Yeah, it's there's no arguing that.
I mean, I know I've just sort of ignored, like, you know, RH has summed up Van der Beek perfectly. Matic, he's not having the greatest season, but again, he's another one who, if he's on it, he's as good as anyone in that sort of DM role. Ahmad, bit unknown entity. We'll see what happens. Ilanga making his debut, so, you know, I know we've seen him for the under 18, and he's done very well. Hopefully, he can bring that sort of form to the first team.
These lads, like you talked about, Ahmed there and Anthony, they've got nothing to lose. You know, they're going out there. I know that there's a lot of pressure, but go and enjoy it. You know what I mean? You're playing at Old Trafford, you're playing in the Premier League, you're playing against Leicester. Go and enjoy yourself. You know, make a name for yourself. Rashford did it, and look at the career that he's having.
Let's talk a little bit about Harry Maguire, because obviously we're talking about the people who are included. Let's have a little talk about the people who are excluded. Solskjaer came out today before the game and said, obviously we've had scans, and the good news is there's no fracture, ligament damage, and hopefully we'll see him again this season, hopefully ready for the Europa League final. It's a weird bit of news, that, because on the face of it, it's kind of promising, but then I don't think anyone expected that it was a broken ankle anyway.
No.
So it's very much taken away. He's not dead, so that's good. It's basically the news. He has got ligament damage, which in my mind is pretty much worst case scenario. I mean, obviously worst case scenario would be he's ruptured his fucking whatever. He's going to be out for a year. That's worst case scenario. But I was hoping this would be a mild sprain and he might be out for a week. So to me, the fact that it's ligament damage, hopefully he's back for the final, that's more worrying to me than it is reassuring. What do you think of that?
No, I totally agree with you, Joe. Like, when it happened, you didn't feel like it was a massive thing. You didn't realise, and obviously Lindelof and Bailly, they'll be like rubbing their hands together. I know it sounds awful, but they might want to play in the final. But you know, I'd love to see him make a recovery and play, because again, you know, he's been an ever-present, you know, player for us. I know he does get a lot of stick, and sometimes rightly so. But you know, he's a captain of the football club, and you want him playing in a final.
Yeah, and also, I know that people say, and I know you weren't knocking him by saying this, but some people use ever-present as almost a stick to beat him with, like, oh, he only plays because he's fit. Well, it's like, there are plenty of players for United who are fit. I don't think Van der Beek's been injured this season, has he? I don't think, you know, Diallo's been injured this season. I don't think, you know, there's loads of players who don't get injured but still don't play. Yeah. It's like, oh, he's just, the only quality he's got is that he's fit.
No,
well, that's not true. Tellez has been fit all season. Do you know what I mean? Fuck that. He's our best centre-back. What? Yeah, exactly. I know you weren't saying that, but some people are like, well, of course he's got the most headers when he plays every game. Well, he plays every game because he's good.
Who picked him? I can't remember if it's Gary Neville or someone who picked him for his team of the year. And a lot of people losing their minds. And I was having this chat before with someone. It's like, United are second. He's played every game.
Yeah.
He's not that far-fetched that he's been one of the best defenders in the league this season. Like, I know Diaz has probably edged him, but other than that, you know, there's not like we can say people say, well, Stones, but, you know, it's debatable. And you look at Harry Maguire's performances for Manchester United, other than the first month where I was going to say he wasn't really with it, and we understand why he had a lot going on in the summer that's probably still weighing in his mind. He's been excellent, and I just don't understand.
He come through that though, didn't he, Jay? Like, he come right through that.
He did, and I think you've got to give people credit. And it's like, I don't get sometimes why people point at Harry Maguire as an issue. He's not the problem at Manchester United. And if you look, I've said this before, and I'll keep banding this drum. Our performances against the top six for so long were 0-0, 1-0 loss, 0-0, 0-0. That's not your defender's fault.
No.
The fact you're drawing at Anfield 0-0 ain't Harry Maguire's fault.
When we have chances as well.
Yeah, the fact you're drawing with Arsenal at the Emirates isn't Harry Maguire's fault, or at Stamford Bridge 0-0. That's your attackers or your midfielders.
We lost the Arsenal game. We lost that because Pogba gave a silly
penalty. Harry Maguire's
fault. Didn't make many chances.
Yeah,
I think he's used quite a lot as a scapegoat sometimes. I think it's easier to blame Maguire, you know, again, because he's and people say, oh, he shouldn't be the captain and this and that. He's just this, he's just that. Again, he plays regular. He's a captain for a reason.
Yeah.
You know, the price tag sometimes doesn't do him any favours, but again, he's been ever present, and you know, apart from the first month, he's had a great season.
Yeah, I agree. Big Tony in the super chat says, lads, is Ollie playing 5D chess? Reserves tonight. If we lose, who cares? Beat Liverpool and keep them out of the top four. Screw the Scousers and that. What do you reckon to that? Because obviously, if we lose tonight, it's bad, but we can stop Liverpool getting top four if we beat them.
Yeah, so it's catch-22, isn't it? Obviously, it's inevitable that City, obviously, apart from a major F-up, then they're going to win it. But, you know, Liverpool have not been nowhere near it this year. I think they've been poor. I think they don't, to be honest, I know it's a massive statement. They don't deserve to be in there.
No. Like even the games they've won, they've not been like old Liverpool.
No.
This is something else to mention as well. Because I know Liverpool got fucking loads of points, so people think they're immune from criticism. But the season they won it with 100 or 99 points, whatever they got, I think they were a less convincing side than the team that finished second to City. They scored less goals. They weren't as fluid going forward. Yeah. They got a lot more last-minute winners, 1-0s, 2-1s.
They grinded
I
a lot
think they've
of
almost been on the way down for a while, and obviously the injuries just, you know...
Yeah, they use that, like Van Dijk,
lit the fuse of that. But I think that they were kind of not riding the luck because they got 99 points, and you'd be stupid to say that. But I think they were better the season before. Do you know what I mean, Adam? Like Liverpool last season.
I need to.
A lot of games
at the moment, I feel tense and pissed off
Why?
So let me vent.
What's up with you?
I've just had the worst delivery driver in the world,
Go
bro.
on. You right? Can I
listen to
before
me?
you
Yeah.
start?
I ordered food
every
at
single week. You
25
order
past
food,
4.
and every single week you argue with the driver.
No,
so
I
whose
don't.
problem is it?
No.
Is the food good?
Average.
It makes it worse.
I don't know.
then,
I was
doesn't it?
eating it angry though. Do you know what I mean?
Talk
I was
us through
eating
it.
my burger angry and it was falling apart, bro. That's how angry I
the
was.
worst.
First off, yeah. The worst thing is he went to me at the end. Next time, collect it yourself. So hold on.
Wow.
He's telling me to put him out of work.
Wow.
Basically.
Yeah.
Complain.
He was
That's like
stood
a
round the corner,
prostitute
bro.
saying next time wank yourself off.
He
Innit?
was stood round the corner for 15 minutes and had a cheek to complain at me because I'm stood outside the address. That's on the order.
What's he?
He was
around
1
the
minute
corner?
away for 15 minutes.
Nah.
So what was the interaction
I was stood
like?
outside for 10 minutes.
Did you blast him though? Did you tell
No,
him?
he messaged me saying I'm outside. So I said, yeah, you can't be outside. 'Cause I've been stood
You're
outside
not.
for 5 minutes. And then nothing for ages. And I'm going, yeah, mate, you've been 1 minute away for 15 minutes. And then he's come round the corner without the food, looking angry.
Where's the food?
I
So
know, do you
first
leave
I
it on
thought,
the
hold
side?
on, is this a random angry guy?
Yeah.
I went, you got the food? He went, yeah. And then he kind of expected me to follow him round the corner. I'm thinking, bro, I'm waiting for my food at the address that I ordered it from. So he's disappeared for another 2 minutes. Come back well pissed off. And I was like, how come you've been 1 minute away for 15 minutes? He goes, oh, just get it yourself next time. Thinking,
What was it?
that's
on
like
that?
us not saying
Was it
to
on
use
an
that.
app?
Us not
Play?
saying to use that at home. Make your own watch-alongs, you cunts.
Oh wow.
That is. I wonder. This address, for some reason, does seem to be tricky for delivery drivers to
They're
get
all
to.
idiots.
They always end up at either down the road.
Apart from
or
one
round
or
the
two are
corner.
cool.
But there's a massive sign outside that
I
says
got
the
warm
address.
cookies as well. I got warm cookies as well. Come on, let's cheer myself up.
Right, Adam's happy now
Wow.
because he's remembered that he's got warm cookies, so he can eat them, and he'll be back in just a minute. 8 minutes till kickoff. People saying that he probably spat in your food. I don't think he spat in his food because it wouldn't have had enough time. But he definitely did a piss in the food. That's what I would have
Just
done.
a quick one.
Here you go. Here's the cookies. Just get them on camera there.
There you go.
These are what are going to make Adam feel good about himself. There you go.
Bang average.
Bang average cookies now.
My mate used to work at Millie's Cookies, yeah?
Yep.
Remember Millie's?
Yeah,
Back in
Unreal, them.
Miller's Cookies, they're always in like Trafford
Yeah, still
Centre,
going them, you
Meadowhall,
know.
Arndale Centre.
that.
They're only in shopping centres, aren't
Yeah.
they? You never
Yeah,
see
Trafford
work
Centre's a
at
big
them.
one, isn't it?
Yeah.
And,
And we used to get off the bus by Bullring, 45 bus after college. And the Millie's was just inside the door of Bullring where we'd get off the bus. So we'd go in and
Every
just
day,
give us
tan it.
loads of shit for free. But the cookies are like that small when they put them in the oven. It's mental.
And they just melt, don't they? Because they're so fatty.
So
You can
nice,
tell
though.
how much oil and butter's in them cookies because they're like
yeah,
dead thin and like see-through almost, aren't they? They're good though, they are.
Unreal.
Do you worry that because I know a lot of people put a bit of weight down over lockdown. Do
Go
you
on.
worry if your clients turn up and you're just fat, they'll be like, who the fuck
Nah,
is this
they
joker?
won't last 2 minutes.
Really?
Yeah.
No, if
Nah.
you're fat,
Or
if they turn up and you've put 3 stone on over lockdown,
Yeah, they'll be like,
do you think
RH,
this is meant
what's
to be a
going on
coach
here?
here? Like, how's he
Yeah.
doing this?
As long as if the technique's still the same, then and the
still got it.
intensity's still the same, but yeah, I don't think they'll be too happy about that. Be like, what's going on with
Because
you?
you pride yourself on, you get right stuck
100%.
in, don't you?
100%.
You're not
mate.
one of them backseat
No,
coaches.
mate, I'm involved. I just
Yeah.
create the tempo.
Love
These
that.
these lads know.
People saying I'm so up for this game. I'm quite up for this game as well. What this
Yeah,
has done,
definitely.
changing all these players, has given me an extra spring in my step in terms of
Defo.
watching it. Like, it's
100%.
exciting to watch this game, isn't it? I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah.
I'm
Looking forward to it.
excited.
Yeah.
We're going to batter these like,
You think?
I'm actually
The
quite
pressure's
confident.
all on
You know,
them. People keep calling our team shit. Our team
Yeah.
ain't shit. All right, Tellers and Williams weren't great when they come on the other week. All right, cool, whatever. But really, that's our second string back four, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Apart from Ilanga and Ahmad,
Yeah.
it's not that weird of a lineup.
they're the two. Well, I don't think.
And they're class.
How many
Ahmad's-
games?
Can't wait to see
How
him
many
play
United
tomorrow.
games you
He's
seen?
played what?
You've seen the
20
RH
seconds
videos,
and he's
haven't
got a goal.
Yeah.
I think you like that RH video ads. I think.
What of
with Alanga?
With
I think.
Alanga?
I think you did.
Of course I did. I love his shit.
Yeah, me too.
Love
It's
that.
only because I know.
I liked it.
Love that, John.
5 minutes till kick-off then. Let's have a walk round the table. In our minds, though, not in real
Let's
life.
go.
No one stand up. Score predictions. Now we've seen the team. I always give my score prediction on the preview, and then the team comes out, and it's not the team I predicted, so I have to change my prediction. What's
I'm going
yours
to go
though, Ryan?
2-1. I think we'll concede.
Yeah, me too.
I think we concede, but I think we'll win 2-1. Oh, yeah, 2-1 I'm going to go for.
Adam? Shall I come back to you once you finish your cookie? I'm going to go... I think we'll concede as well, definitely. I think either 1-1 or 2-1 United. I think... I can't see this team keeping a clean sheet.
Yeah.
But, yeah, I'll go 2-1 United as well. It's a bit boring going the same as you. Actually, go on then. I'll go 3-1.
4-0.
Fuck off, 4-0. Really?
Imagine we lose and Ollie comes out after like...
Don't care.
Did Liverpool want us to win, did they?
Don't
Is
care.
that what they wanted us to do? What a shame.
Oh, that's a good point, actually.
He'll probably come out and go, remember when he got asked about their title and he went, couldn't care less?
I love that. I really like that. Because
He used to be a Liverpool fan, you know.
Yeah, but that changes
No,
when
I'm
you
not
play for someone,
criticising.
doesn't it?
I'm just saying, like, before he moved to England, he was a Liverpool fan. Obviously, footballers and football managers must have this weird... You know, if you don't play for your boyhood club or the team that you support, you must have this weird relationship with supporting teams, right?
Yeah.
Because you
what you're meant to
bounce
do.
around different teams.
Yeah.
Like, I can't stand him. You listen to Trevor Sinclair, he supports about 4 teams.
Yeah.
City,
Favouritised the
West
teams
Ham,
that he's
like, you know, like,
represented.
it's
no,
like
he
how
does,
is
yeah.
that possible?
Yeah.
I think as a fan, it seems impossible, doesn't it? But as a player, it's
I
like, I
get
guess
it.
if you've had 4 kids, you're like, well, surely you've got to have a favourite, but maybe they actually don't. Do you know what I mean?
Favourite
But they
kid.
do still have a favourite.
You know what I just noticed when Old Trafford was on there? They didn't get the barricade things
No,
in,
they
did they? They got all the nice little bits, didn't
The
they?
little aerial shot. We've got the Busby statue and all that. None of the barricades. We've got a couple of super chats. Luke H. Mad how the greatest team in Premier League history is sitting at home begging that their biggest rivals beat Leicester. Life comes at you fast. Very true, innit? Liverpool struggling. CJ Legend 89. Let's all treasure this game as this will be Juan Mata's last game for Man United. Adios, Mata. You'll be missed. Very decent
Deep,
possibility
that,
that's true as well. Because the rumours that he's leaving in the summer. He's probably not going to play again unless we need to rotate, which doesn't seem likely. If this is the rotation today, let's savour it, lads. Good point.
Nah, but
great player though.
He'll be on the
Unbelievable
bench in
the last game of the season.
What's the Europa League final?
Yeah, definitely.
Get a medal and that.
Yeah, but last game.
Shame
though,
there's
innit?
no fans there.
Almost certainly his last start.
Would
for
have got a
United.
great reception, wouldn't he? Been a good player, hasn't he?
I love Mata. Even if he only did Wanfield, it doesn't matter.
Yeah,
you
no,
know what I mean?
it's
But he
unreal,
also
that.
scored in the FA Cup final.
Been a
People
great
forget
player.
that, like equalised in that.
Great technique.
I actually
crucial
had
goals
forgotten
along
that. I remember the Lingard goal. I actually forgot that Matt scored the other one.
Fellaini,
I was there.
I think Fellaini headed it or
yeah.
chested it down, and Matas.
Yeah. No, I remember it now. You say, but I was drunk at the time.
How
so I
good
don't
was
remember it.
Cavani signing the deal?
Ah,
on
class.
Yeah, and him singing his song with, with his accent was just beautiful, wasn't it?
that?
I
Bash smashed it with
I
that.
like how he didn't want to sing it, but then the interview was like, give it, sing it. And he's like, sing it! And then he just did the little line.
I
at
love
the
that the kit man's been singing it to him.
Yeah, me too.
Because like those are the people, like I know, you know how they always talk about chefs and kit.
Yeah.
But the reason they
Important
talk about
people.
those people is because they're the real people
Yeah,
in the
definitely.
building. Like they're the
Yeah.
ones that go home and have kids
And,
that
like,
are all
actually,
over
like,
this
take the
and
piss and all that.
yeah, and that they're real fans of the team.
Yeah.
They're the ones that would have found out about like that mad. Because I don't think people realize it started off as a joke.
Yeah, it was like a
Like,
mess about.
It was a
Twitter
mess about
joke
someone
song, wasn't
pretending, like a parody of. I think his account's amazing. To be fair,
Yeah.
it's amazing.
But yeah, I'm surprised. Well, I'm not surprised. I reckon it's undeniable now that song will be sung at Old Trafford. I think there's a point where you could have gone, they might not sing it because it's a bit cheesy.
will
It's
now.
a bit of a joke.
100%.
But now he sang it. That's
No,
game
but if
over.
he was being serious about that song, it doesn't take off.
No,
Yeah.
I agree.
It's a comedy
but
value
I thought
in it
some
as
of the
well.
some fans might be like, "Oh, I'm not singing that." I'd
No,
be like,
everyone will be.
"Shit."
Imagine that.
But now people are going to be singing it. There's no denying that. Good burp, by the way, Adam. Top burp.
That wasn't a bit.
What was it?
It was
A flurp.
a growl.
It was a mouth growl from my belly buster.
Matic the captain.
Skipper.
Could be his
Thoughts?
last game at OT.
Yeah.
I reckon he's with Mourinho in the summer.
Yeah, that would make a lot of sense, wouldn't it? But we
That would
actually
suit him
Angelo's.
though as well, though, wouldn't it? Italian football, that would probably suit him, his style.
Yeah, it'd be
'Cause he's a bit-
sensational
Yeah, he's
there.
a bit...
Diogo
so
Dalot and
slow.
Nemanja Matic.
Oh, he could go to Germany as well. If Emre Can's still getting a fucking game for Dortmund, Matic is 10 times the player he'll ever be, even at
Come
his
on,
age.
Nah. I'd rather Emre Can, I think.
Piss off. Emre Can's one of the players that he's in his prime, but his prime is just shit.
Yeah.
Like Matic is inconsistent, but his
Matic-
prime he was a world-class centre.
Yes,
centre
I
mid.
agree. Matic is better than Chan when they're both at their best.
Yeah.
Matic at Chelsea.
I don't
was
think
class,
Matic has
wasn't
got
it?
much
Yeah.
about him now, though.
I don't know.
No,
Apart
he's
from
slow,
those
he's slow,
things
yeah.
where
But Chan
his
just
contract's
makes
running out and he
10
fools us
mistakes
into
a game.
signing him.
Anyway,
That
people want to know where you got
from
your shirt,
Chan was
Adam.
mental, wasn't it?
People wanna-
FC Palestina. They're on. I follow them on Instagram, so if you go into my follows and type in FC, you'll find them.
There you go. Yeah,
Love
Joe Kikurio, Emre Can is awful. Couldn't agree more. Can't wait for the fans.
Oh
to
yeah,
do
I'll
that.
read out the comments that agree with me.
Not one
said
person
Joe.
has said that Emre Can's any good. If you
I
want to
didn't
try and
say
find it,
he's
you
any
can.
good. I just said I'd rather him. Maybe because he's just can move and he's got hips. Oh, talking about hips, yeah. Oh, I played football yesterday. I took a whack in my hip, bro. I've never felt so old in all my life.
Really?
Where'd you play?
That's going to be a transplant.
We had a side yesterday.
Yeah.
And there's this, you know them geezers that always fly in. There's always
Yeah, the
fly in.
boards,
Like,
when the board's
as soon
in,
as the ball, like, and you can just win it. If I said to him, if I was playing against 11 aside against you, I would have got you sent off ages ago. And like at one point, I knew he was going to steam in, so I'd flick the ball. But he clipped my heel, and like my hip as I went past him. I still scored, but I felt fucking. And you just
Like
can't
an
let
old
him know
woman.
you hurt.
Did you give him the eyes when you scored?
We're
As
off.
if to
Can't
say-
I actually went, "You're shit."
Yeah, I love that. Defo would have done exactly the same thing.
You're fucking shit.
Like I said, you can't let them know you're hurt. You would definitely walk around like.
Yeah,
Just
yeah.
like
you know.
loads of breath coming out.
Oh, is that all you've got, mate?
Fucking winded, hips broken. Mom, it's gonna be a transplant. Hips gone.
Wow.
Leicester.
Yeah, it was swollen and
Throwing.
tender.
Was it?
Tender. That's when
Look
you know
at
you're
you.
old, innit?
Tender.
Sounds like a good night.
Swollen tender.
Swollen and Tender.
Swollen, tender and
Swollen
moist.
and Tender is our singing duo name, isn't it? We're folk
Wow.
duo. We go around up and down the country. Swollen, ladies and gentlemen, Swollen and Tender.
Class.
Thousands in attendance. Who'd be who? I'd be the songwriter. You'd be the singer.
Yeah, I reckon we both sing.
Yeah, but I'm doing.
You
like
play a
backing.
guitar.
I'm doing
Yeah,
singing and
definitely.
backing. You're
the lead
You're
vocalist.
lead
Yeah,
vocalist,
yeah,
but
yeah.
I write the
Definitely had.
songs. And you come in and try and change my songs, and I get them mad at you because they're perfectly formed children of mine.
This sounds like. Have you seen Soul Men?
No, absolutely not.
With it was Bernie Mac's last film before he passed away, I think. That he made. It's Samuel L. Jackson,
Great actor.
Bernie Mac, John Legend's even in it.
Is there?
Come
on, Williams.
But
Slapper.
it doesn't get highly rated, but I enjoyed the film. I don't know if
Relax,
it's just
man.
because it was Bernie's last one.
Good.
Yeah.
And them two together, but
Ah.
they're a duo
Come
that
on.
go around singing, and it just reminded me of
That'd be us.
like me and you.
I'll be
going-
Bernie Mac, and you can be John Legend. John
No,
Legends.
it's Bernie Mac and Samuel
John
L.
Legend.
There to go.
Okay, you can be Samuel L. Jackson then.
Yeah, because I said motherfucker a lot and stuff like that. innit?
Yeah. And you've got UA glasses.
But Bernie Mac's the funny, like, he's up there with the goats, isn't it?
Yeah, he's great. Do you know he's one of those people I didn't know had died until like 5 years after he died?
I knew he died because
Bad that, innit?
I regard him very.
Well, I like him, but he's one of those that I just didn't know.
Because when I was about,
Get there.
I can't remember how
Nice.
old I was now. I was
Well
in
done.
secondary
Play now.
school though, and one of
Good.
my cousins who's a few years older than me
Relax.
gave me
Keep
like
it.
11 DVDs of Def Comedy Jams,
Nice.
like all of
Yes.
them, and I used to watch them all over and over and over and over and over and over again.
I love that. Still laughing at the jokes after you've seen
Yeah.
them 30 times.
Yeah.
You recite
And then
them
when I got
while
an
they're
iPod,
Still
saying-
I
hilarious,
used to
aren't they,
have
no matter
like
how many
Chris,
you see.
like Chris Rock sets and Eddie
Yeah.
Eddie Murphy
Yeah.
Raw, like the audio.
Brilliant.
I listened to it on the bus and that. Like, what the
Class.
hell?
Showing all your mates.
Yeah.
And then not liking the
Well,
ones that don't laugh at it. Oh, I
You
don't
know, when
like,
you show
I don't
someone
like
a
you as
joke and
much
they
as I
don't find
used
it funny, that's the worst feeling ever, innit?
to. Yeah.
The silence.
It's
The awkward
actually
silence.
sickening, that feeling. Isn't
Yeah,
it?
it's
Like,
like-
oh, watch this. And then this part you think this
second.
video's too long. It's like 40 seconds. You're like, I shouldn't have shown them this.
Yeah,
First
yeah.
20 seconds, you're like, they're not laughing.
They're not
Shouldn't have even-
interested.
Why have I shown them
Nah.
this?
Start sweating.
No,
and
I'm
that.
just going to leave. I'm
Yeah.
going to go. Keep my phone. I don't want it.
When the phone's at their eyes are on the screen and you look at their face to see whether they're amused with it, and if they're not, you're like, no.
And they're like this.
It's good, innit?
And
It's
then,
good.
and then you end up going, oh, it's not as funny as I remember, actually, that. Yeah.
Wrong video.
I'm going to unlike that. They did a different video that was better than that one. I missed that. Got the wrong
Definitely.
one. Look at
Him, he's got his
fucking
boot
Harry
on.
I'm
Maguire
gutted
with
for
his
Harry
boot on.
Maguire, you know.
Yeah, me too. We talked about it with Jay before. What are your thoughts on that, Adam?
Just gutted for him.
Yeah.
Like, I don't think it.
Did you see the news
Look.
today that Ollie said?
I think Harry Maguire's our best centre half. I think when fit, Eric Bailly is up there with him.
Relax.
But I don't think Harry Maguire being injured should be a reason why we shouldn't beat Villarreal. So I'm not disappointed from that aspect. I am, of course. But from his personal perspective, like how he must feel like after this season where it started off horrible for him. You get sent off for England. He's playing rubbish for United, which is fair to say. Like everything's going wrong around him. and he's managed to build it, improve his season. He's become a better leader on and off the pitch. He's performing well. You know, I think only Diaz has been close to him in terms of performance this season.
Yeah.
Maybe Stones, if you want to chuck him in there as well. But it's just like, you know, captaining United in a European final. And
Yeah, it would have been lovely
it
for him.
would have been
wouldn't it?
class for him. And if he misses that, I'd be really.
It's going to be
really
a tough
unhappy.
ask, innit?
Even if he's just on the pitch with a suit and that on, it's like that's fucked. It's not the same.
He might get changed like John Terry. What do you think?
No, you can't do that.
That's
Can't do
disrespectful.
Oh, watch Never Give In though the other day, and I don't want to.
Is that like
the Sir Alex Ferguson doc?
Oh, I've not watched it
And
yet.
there's they do the 99 bit, but they keep the camera on Fergie when it's in the new cam.
No way.
So they keep the camera on Fergie. So you see the goals, but most of it you see it from Fergie's perspective. And there's a bit where Fergie turns around because someone says to him, "You need to go do a TV interview now." And as he walks down the tunnel to go and do that, Roy Keane comes running out and hugging him
class.
and smiling and that.
Man.
And seeing that moment for me, because all the pictures you see of Roy Keane that night,
he looks pissed
are he's
off.
not really happy. He's lifting the trophy. He's like
Don't wanna do it, does he?
feels
Don't wanna
forced to
be
do
there,
it.
does he?
But like to see him have that moment of yes,
Yeah.
like you know,
Love that.
and he did have
Class.
It was good to see. I love
and
Keane.
also seeing them two
Nah, he's unreal,
as
Keane,
mates
isn't
or getting on and like
Yeah, because it's documented, obviously well documented that they don't like each other now, isn't it?
But you know what, Fergie. I went to see Fergie when he was at the in Glasgow. I think he was in Glasgow, was it? I think. Well, I went to see him anyway in Scotland, and
clash of heads there.
he did a speech and that he was talking on stage and stuff. And when he spoke about his greatest players, he always spoke about Keane. Spoke about how it was his representation on the pitch. And I think there'll always be that respect from both of them.
Yeah, yeah.
Even if they've said stupid things down the years.
It's funny though when they ask Keane who the greatest managers that he worked for, and he always says Clough, doesn't he?
He
never
did.
says.
He said Clough. He didn't put Giggs in his team when he did that thing with Vieira. But since then, he has said he regretted that.
Yeah, I like that.
But
see, I didn't see that.
Clough's a great manager.
Yeah,
Obviously not Fergie great, but
no, it's not that.
And also when he managed Keane, it was
He's a young lad, wasn't he?
Was it? And he was.
He was starting off when he was in
Yeah,
when
he
he
was
was
towards
at
the end,
Forest.
yeah.
And this was 20 years after
Yeah.
Clough's. Well, 15 years
Yeah.
after.
But you
His
got
prime.
like there's a
He's
lot
won
of
what he
personal pride there in it, and I think
Yeah.
from Keane's perspective, he maybe looks at it and look. Obviously, United's academy is important, so when you have the class of '92, those kind of figures are going to be elevated. But I think he probably looks at it as well and thinks, is he really respected as much as he should have been for that success?
I think the argument dampened it, didn't it, a little bit?
Like if I was going to give anyone
Where
a
he went-
statue from that team, be Keano, bruv.
Would it?
99 when he
That
Juventus
99
away.
team.
Jesus.
Keano's the one who gets that statue.
And he's the captain as well, so it's a. It
And he
makes
and he
sense,
knew
doesn't
that
it?
he was going to be suspended for the final, and he put in a performance like that.
Yeah, Keane.
Testament in it to
It would have
the
to
way
be
he
Keane,
is.
wouldn't it? Or maybe Scholes.
Scholes,
Just for his overall career.
Yeah.
No, but I mean, if you were going to commemorate that '99 team,
Yeah. It'd be Scholes.
I
It'd
think
be Keane.
Keano is so important, man.
It'd be funny if there's a Dwight York statue outside Old Trafford and no Keane or Giggs or Scholes.
Be a disgrace.
He's top scorer. That counts.
Leicester are just keeping it. They're not really doing nothing with it, are they?
Not
just
yet.
keeping it at the back.
Yeah.
I think they're probably trying to suss us out.
Break
As
us
well.
down a
It's
bit.
a weird team, isn't it?
Ah, poor. Come on,
Yeah.
get back.
Lange gave the ball away there.
Pace.
Chance for Leicester to
Jesus.
not
Reaction.
counter attack.
Oh no.
Played Bailly.
Yeah, did well there. Got a bit lucky maybe, but good
Yeah.
positioning from Eric Bailly. Just gave the ball away, Lange,
Yeah,
and then
sloppy
Tellez,
there, mate.
instead of dropping off, he tries to get it, doesn't he?
Yeah.
And he's just well out of position. And then
Great
ball
reaction
goes
from
in.
him though when he lost it
Is
there.
that Ahmad who lost it?
Alanga.
Alanga.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Keep
Struggling
it.
to keep the ball a bit, United.
Ah, it's
Nice
Paul
and nice.
Williams,
Shit
come
away
on.
there, Brandon Williams.
Nice, good.
Good defended by Matic.
Good.
See, because Brandon and Tellez didn't have a great game when they came on the other week.
He's a great player, Williams, but on the ball, his distribution is not the best, is it? He's
No.
more of a defender. For
There's
me,
been
he's
talk
more
about
of
him
a
going on loan. Where was it? Did I see? Sorry?
Newcastle.
Newcastle.
Apparently, yeah, Newcastle.
1v1. 1v1 is great at defending, but on the ball, for me, I don't know what everyone else thinks. I think he's a little bit sloppy and
Yeah.
Makes
He's
rash
he's
decisions. and
very
he's not raw, innit? He's raw.
Yeah.
That's it. Yeah, you
on
can
the
tell he's
ball,
like, he's
technically
just
wise.
doing things very quickly.
Yeah.
Free kick
What
to
do you think of
Leicester.
Rodgers? Good manager?
He's obviously a good manager. I'm not going to say he's shit. because not every manager would have got Leicester. You know, if you look at the amount of weeks they've been in the top 4 in the last 2 years, it's probably more than United.
Yeah.
Or it will be. It is more than United. Obviously, they didn't actually finish top 4 last season. It's looking worrying again this season because of the last couple of games. Getting battered by Newcastle isn't a good time.
No.
I think if you can keep him in the top 4, you'd have to say he's good.
Yeah.
And even though he didn't win the league, he did pretty well with Liverpool, I suppose.
He did, yeah.
I'm glad he didn't win it, obviously, but
yeah.
I think he's a good manager, and I think he's got to at some point do something out of the ordinary in terms of getting another big job, because he did leave Liverpool without winning.
If you were Brendan Rodgers
Yep.
and you got offered the Arsenal or Spurs job, would you take it?
I'd take Spurs over Arsenal, but I wouldn't take either.
You'd take what?
If I was a manager,
Yeah.
I'd rather manage Spurs than
go on.
Arsenal. They're way better.
That post. No. 1-0. What a finish that is, by the way. What a finish. Who's that there?
For the
What a
squad.
finish that was. Thomas. Wow.
Top corner.
That's a great goal.
Yeah, it's a great goal.
2 men wide open at the back post.
Yeah, I was
there,
about
weren't
to
they?
say that. As soon
This
as he
feels
went
like
over your
that
head,
last
you knew.
game of the season, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's a great finish, though. Take nothing away from the lad there.
No,
Left
very
foot,
good.
top bin.
Mm-hmm. He's about 3
First
yards
time
out,
as
isn't he?
well.
19-year-old as well.
Making a statement, the young lad. What's going on here now?
Just
It's a runner there. It's a midfield
too
runner. That
easy,
is it.
that.
Matic, that midfield runner.
And look, just got 3 men.
It's a great
at the back
finish.
post.
That great finish.
Just no one anywhere near him. It's a lovely
Jeez.
finish. Vardy
I think
leads
it started there with a midfield. What a finish that is, by the way.
Yeah,
Jesus.
brilliant. Right in the top corner.
Watch that again. Bam.
No one saving that, you know.
No way, mate.
Side netting.
Left back as well. What a finish that was. It started from a midfield runner there. I think Matic let his man go.
Matic let his man go.
Yeah.
Tellez
so.
and Elanga
Have
both
to
get
see it
drawn to
again.
the ball.
Correct.
And
Yep.
then...
they're on again here now.
Yeah.
Run again. Need to wake up here now. I know it's a young and inexperienced team, but need to wake up now.
Yeah. Joe Prisbalowski says, this genuinely
Press the
feels
ball.
like an under-23s match. It does a bit. We did a watch-along on Twitch last night for the under-23s. It does have a similar feel to that.
Press.
Really, if we're going to do watch-alongs for under 23s, shouldn't we get like a
Good.
Little Joe? Remember like Little Lad, Little Deck?
Go on then. 1v1.
What,
Go on.
an
Beat him.
under-23
Express
version of
yourself.
me?
Yeah.
Underdone.
Nah, come on.
Can't speak. An under-23 Adam McKola.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be good. We'll scout them out.
What, like younger presented?
Yeah, but they have to wear our clothes and they're too big for it.
Good.
Like
Done
a
it.
fucking 11-year-old Joe, 11-year-old McKola.
Let it go now.
Whoa, that's a booking.
For who?
Needed to let it go
Who won the
quicker
ball,
there.
bruv?
Yeah, but
I'll be all
refs
right with
tend
that.
to give bookings for that, don't they, these days?
For winning the ball, they
For
do,
diving
yeah,
in.
idiots.
The first bit done really
For
well
diving
done
in,
in
they
it.
do, though. Even if you do win the ball, you get a booking half the time.
Second bit was sloppy.
I don't think it is.
Reiterate why you'd pick Spurs over Arsenal, please.
I think they've got a better team.
So it's based purely on their current squad.
They're a better team. They finished higher than them for almost, I think, all or nearly all of the last 5 years.
But Arsenal are a bigger club.
Yeah, well, so what? Well, let me pick fucking
Johnny
Sheffield
Evans,
Wednesday
that.
then.
So Wednesday ain't bigger than Arsenal.
No, it's not about being bigger than Arsenal. It's about being bigger than Spurs. That's the question. Arsenal are bigger than Spurs.
Arsenal
is
have
what you
got a
said.
better
There are plenty
history,
of
haven't they,
teams
than
bigger than Spurs.
Spurs is more of
but
like
Arsenal
a
is
project,
shit.
isn't it? Like the new stadium and stuff like
Yeah.
that.
So if you were Rodgers,
I mean,
you'd leave Leicester for Spurs, but not for Arsenal.
No, I said I wouldn't leave for either, but I'd rather manage Spurs than Arsenal.
Okay. What about yourself, RH?
Difficult question. History-wise, Arsenal. But like you said, if you're talking about project-wise, new stadium, you know...
You speak to footballers and that. Would they make a decision not to go to a club based on their fans being massive twats?
Probably not.
Arsenal fans.
Is that a dig? Is that
Right,
a dig at them?
just
Yeah.
facts,
Fuck
innit?
them.
Fuck.
No, I don't think so. No, because it'd just be, obviously, when you're trying to get a player, it'd just be, style of play and whether it suits them. Obviously, finances come into play, don't they? I don't think so, because if you're a good player, hopefully the fans will love you, won't they?
Surely Spurs are a more appetising prospect for players in
In
2021.
current stage, that's what I'm
with a
saying
club
about
that don't win
project-wise.
trophies.
If you went round the training ground and round their stadium now, and the vision that where they want to go when they went to Arsenal, you would probably choose Spurs, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
But to manage, obviously.
I mean, also Spurs are in the FA Cup final. They could win it. No, they're not. Sorry, they got to the League Cup final. Is what I meant to say. Arsenal but Arsenal don't win trophies really either, do they? They win the FA Cup occasionally. Would you honestly rather manage Arsenal than Spurs? Because you're asking me like that's a mad thing to say.
Arsenal are much bigger.
Yeah, but the shit.
If I was a manager that didn't have any opinions of their fans or have any hatred towards either of them, pick Arsenal, bruv.
Really?
You'd want to be the guy that returns them to their former glories. What history have you got at Spurs? I suppose you could make history easier at Spurs.
Yeah.
But nah, bro.
If you want to get them back to where they were, then yeah. But if it's a project-wise, because you think about it, no Spurs manager, Pochettino got him to the final Champions League, but
Diallo's in here.
Oh, he should have fell over.
Yeah. Diallo.
Good.
Greenwood. Pass
Good
one.
hit. Yes, get in there! Love that. What a finish.
This is so fucking easy.
He's so good.
Honestly, seriously.
So fucking good.
That was the space
Was there
of
a
2 or
handball
3
by
touches,
Ahmad in the
man.
build-up?
Seriously.
I don't think so.
That's what he's so good at, like touch bam all the time.
Because he looked like he didn't hit it
Seriously.
clearly, didn't it? It
He's
looked
just
like he missed it a bit. If you get what I mean.
Yeah, nah. As soon as he takes his touch there and the second one past the defender and he snaps out the shot.
That is sensational.
Class that.
Mata with a lovely ball up.
Great ball.
It's one of them, really. The defenders
Let's
should
have a
do
look
better.
at it.
If this is Tellers or Shaw or whatever, you're pissed off there.
This touch is so good. This one. Boom. Boom.
Pass to Yunchu.
He does a little bit, doesn't he? He does sort
You know what?
of cut across it.
I think it's his second touch to take it away from Shuyuncu.
Yeah, the little
takes
chop.
it quite wide.
Pop, chop.
Look,
Yeah.
that
Hit.
But it goes quite wide.
It's nice, that.
Finish, bro.
Kasper Schmeichel with his feet there, though. Like, I'm not just saying it like, I don't know what you...
Do you know how
Seems
many
a bit
left-footed
slow.
players
You coach keepers as well.
can do that?
Not really, just... Sorry. What?
Go on, go on.
I invite a lot of keepers to the sessions because, obviously, for one, it's better with the keepers in. And 2, obviously, the pros like testing themselves against keepers and stuff like that. But I don't tend to coach them. They just get levered for an hour and a half, you know what I mean? Yeah.
In the summer, where me and Joe coming down, we're doing videos.
Definitely. Be class.
Yeah.
Me and Joe.
I'm a penalty and dead ball expert.
We'll teach how to do
I
some
love
stuff.
that.
All right.
Yeah.
We'll do it. That'd be funny, that.
Yeah.
What was you saying then, Joe? That'd be class. No, it would be class.
I was saying, like, I know he scuffed it a little bit, but the number of left-footed players that can do that is you can count on one hand. Like, take it that wide.
One of them's at this table.
Yeah, me. You can to take it that wide and then put it across right in the corner with your wrong foot
brilliant.
Is sensational.
The first touch, that chop with his second touch there as he come back, just set him perfectly. But he didn't hit it with a lot of power. He just cut across it, didn't he?
No.
I don't know why Schmeichel went with his foot. I'm not complaining. It's a great finish.
Yeah. People saying, it's an Ahmad assist as well. Definitely was.
Get there. Okay.
Who's that? 56.
Alanga.
He's come across all the way to the right hand side there, isn't it? I was thinking, that doesn't look like Diallo,
Matterall,
and it's not.
Matterall cover there.
Yeah, Matt has drifted over. It's good to see a response like that from United because we looked sluggish and a bit shit, didn't we, first 15?
Yeah, definitely.
And in this kind of instance where it's a below strength team, you know, in that team selected, you could go out thinking, right, there's no pressure on us to win today. So then as soon as they score, it's almost like, oh, wow. I don't think anyone expecting us to win today. There's no...
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
We're almost allowed to lose it.
To hit back quickly is good.
Yeah,
great reaction.
Yeah, it's really good.
And really, a lot of these like Ahmad, again, I know there's not real pressure on him, but if he plays well this game, he can show Ollie that, I need to be involved next season. Or
it's a statement, isn't
Donny's the same, like all these players.
The fringe lads have really got to come in and make an impact and get themselves in the squad, the Champions League, the Europa League, because it's up for grabs, isn't it?
Well,
especially
even
with
that
injuries.
though, like we're in the Champions League next year. You know what I mean? So it's like,
Yeah.
are you at those levels?
Yeah,
Because you're going to have to be
yeah.
if you want to play for United.
Matic's just passing it to no one at all. Then
I think Matic started this game quite well though.
Yeah, he's been decent. Defensively, he's been good.
Yeah.
He didn't track his man for their goal.
Maybe he has.
No,
but
it was his fault. He didn't track his man.
Yeah, but he's otherwise he's been good.
Apart
from giving the ball away,
3 or 4 problems that led to that goal. It wasn't just him, but yeah.
Foul throw. Jesus.
Well done, Matic. Oh, he's a foul
throw.
Lifted his leg up there, didn't he? Well, sure.
Imagine.
If we
Imagine,
win
though, seriously.
today, and then we win against Liverpool, we're 4 points behind them or something cray like that.
Imagine.
Yeah, definitely. Leicester just trying to play out from the back. We've had a bit more of the ball since we scored as well, haven't we?
Yeah.
Because before that, like I said, we did look a bit second teamish, didn't we? Second string look to United, but it's looking a bit better now. Mata pushing up.
Just not really doing nothing with it at the back there, are they? Just inviting it. Press now.
You said before when Elanga had the ball,
Yeah.
you said 1-on-1, have a go at him.
You know what I'm about to say to you here now? The couple of times he's got the ball, he's just been too safe.
Yeah.
Like he's been cutting back inside and he's been playing. Obviously, what I want to see from him and what obviously the Reds want to see from him, he's quick and he's got great feet. He needs to be a little bit more confident, but it's his first start. Obviously, 19 minutes in, hopefully he eases himself into it.
Yeah.
And starts to show everybody, what he's capable of. But he's definitely been too safe. I was about to say that before.
Because I suppose as well, though, you can see from the other angle where you think, if he goes for it 2 or 3 times and doesn't get anything, you might be thinking, fuck's sake.
If he tries a skill and fails, then
but even but if you're in the final third there and you're 1v1, I would rather see that from him. You know what I mean? Oh, that's naughty,
God.
that. You know what I mean?
Mace just
Like,
megged him silly.
That was naughty. But when he's in 1v1 in the final third, I would want to see him express himself. I wouldn't want him just be... And at the moment, that was sick, that, by the way.
Indeed, he just got...
Megsy!
Megnuts. That was nice, that one.
And he made him chop Mata down. Basically, that he got him so angry, he chopped that Mata.
Yeah. Abe Al-Sarami. Love the shirt, Adam. Free Palestine, brother. Cheers from Detroit.
Yes, bro.
International McKola.
Mm-hmm. Meg, that was a lovely Megsies, wasn't it?
We love the Megsies.
I wonder when nutmegs first became like a notable thing in football, because it's the sort of thing that could easily not be anything. Like kicking it through someone's legs could easily just garner no reaction whatsoever.
Went through your legs.
Yeah, and then instead it's like nutmegs. It's like, where did that come from? When did that start?
I was thinking of yesterday, like, you know how, because obviously, because Aguero missed that penalty, everyone's been talking about Panenka's. Yeah. So obviously Panenka took that penalty, scored. Like, he made his name after that penalty. Yep. The Cruyff turn, for example.
Yeah.
And then I started thinking, the Cruyff turn is so basic.
Yeah.
In it, like it's effective, but it's very basic. So there was once upon a time in football where
no one did it.
Cruyff did that, and everyone went, "Oh,
did you see the?
What the fuck did he just?
Did you see the clip when he first did it?
Yeah.
You know when the guy just sends a guy a loaf, doesn't he? Like the guy's down there and he's just
the
like,
guy just keeps walking. He's like, "Where's he got? Where is he?" Like, you know them shit TikToks when they're pretending like not to see the pranker.
Yeah.
The defenders are like,
he went,
"Where's he gone? Did anyone see Johan Cruyff?" And he's not here anymore. He's like, he's gone behind you and he's scored.
Went to Tesco to get that loaf, mate.
Insane. I don't think he invented it. I think he popularised it, didn't he?
One more. Go on,
just
poke.
behind him.
Go
on, Anthony.
Hook again.
Yeah, I think obviously surely someone had just took the ball in behind their ankle before. I think he's the one who really popularised it and kind of perfected it. Like there's videos of people doing moonwalks before Michael Jackson, isn't there? But
Billy Ocean did it first.
But he made it,
didn't he? Yeah,
he's the one who you think of.
Billy Ocean did it first.
Vardy's rapid, isn't it?
I think so. Or is that just a myth from Everybody Hates Chris?
The Berber spin as well, Ronaldo chop. Yeah, obviously people had done the chop before, but
Ronaldinho.
The Roberto Carlos used to do that
flap.
chop, didn't he? You know, the one Ronaldo used to do, come back in. He always used to do that. He used to go off the floor, though.
And
they used to call stepovers lollipops.
Did they?
Lollipops, yeah. Scissors as
Ron
well.
Atkinson used to call it that.
Lollipops.
Before, obviously, racist Ron.
That's a foul throw as well.
Before, when he was a good commentator, he used to call it lollipops. Like,
I wonder what who's the lowest like level of player that's had a skill. McGeady springs to mind. Aidan McGeady has got a skill named after him, and obviously he's a good player. Yeah. He played for Everton. You know, he's a good player, but he's not like we're talking
Superstar.
Ronaldo, Ronaldinho, Cruyff, and yet Aidan McGeady's got a fucking spin named after him. That's great, isn't it? Imagine if you just got like the Barry down the park turn, and everyone in world football was talking about it's just some bloke from Worksop. Oh, you should see the Barry. He's just done a Barry down the park turn.
Greenwood started really well, hasn't
he has, and he's fucking given
the
ball
nice
away
one, Mace.
Yeah, he's fucked you up there.
Cheers, mate.
Zachary Purvis says Mason's movement looking more and more like Cavani's. It's scary. Oh, I like this.
Do you remember?
Man can be the best number 9 in the world. If he was at Dortmund, he's a 40-goal scorer. Imagine Mason Greenwood at Dortmund. He'd be getting 30 goals or something. 40, like you said.
That was nice. It's first touch then. Ahmad's first touch.
Do you remember? What was his name? Was it Paddy McCourt? Do you remember him?
No.
Paddy McCourt.
Like Lee Trundle.
Oh, I remember
you
Lee
have these
Chunder.
names
Yeah,
of players that played in lower levels, but
Lee
they were
Chunder was
just
sick. See him on Soccer AM the other day.
ballers. Yeah, I've seen the clips on Instagram. I don't watch Soccer AM anymore, unfortunately, but I did see the clips. But Paddy McCourt was another one. Like you just said, when you said about skills being named after someone, like from
Balassi spin being another one.
Balassi
Flick.
Balassi was mint.
Mate,
remember when I used to do my dodgy
was
commentating for them bookies in God knows where?
Oh yes.
I remember I covered a game at St Andrews, Birmingham versus Crystal Palace, and Zaha and Balassi were both playing for Palace at that point. And I remember thinking, Balassi's better than Zaha. Like I remember even when we signed Zaha, I'm thinking we should be signing Balassi, not Zaha. Obviously, I wasn't proven right, but nevertheless.
Yeah. Is that Middlesbrough now? Yeah. Balassi?
Is it?
Yeah, he was in Turkey, wasn't he, at one point?
He was where?
Not Turkey, Sporting. He was
he went somewhere, didn't he? And then
he played with Bruno Fernandes at Sporting Lisbon.
Did
he? Yeah.
Yeah.
He was good for Sporting. Everton, he was at. He had a big injury though, innit?
When you look at Palace team, then you looked at obviously Balassi and Zaha. They had that front three. Benteke at one point as well. Remember that? Is he still there? Where's he?
He's still there, Benteke. But he's back in the team now. But he basically had a year where he didn't really play for him, did he?
Adil Tarap's another one.
Tarap was good. But he needs a skill move named after him. That's the problem. He needs a skill. I'd love a skill move named after me.
The Tarap trap.
Yeah.
I don't even know what that would be, but
trapped rat.
Trap.
You ever trapped a rat in your pocket?
I was about to say some madness.
In your back pocket?
You know what? I'm not going to say it.
You're talking about Mason Greenwood.
I don't even know where I was
going
with what I was going to say.
Yeah, but you knew you were just jumping into a hole and then hoping you could get yourself out of it.
And hopefully it made sense.
Yeah. Mason Greenwood's got 7 league goals this season. No teenager's got more in Europe's top 5 leagues. That's not bad, is it?
No teenager's got more for United in Europe either.
True. No teenager's got more for United in the Premier League either. Is he...
Statman.
He started off the season, all right, not great, not getting many goals, not converting.
Difficult time.
Yep.
Off the pitch.
His finale to the season, which, even if he didn't play again, the way he's finished the season, I think it's 8 goals in his last 9 games now. He's got to be going to the Euros, hasn't he? If you're Gareth Southgate,
he won't go to
do you think he won't even now?
I don't care if he does or not.
Well, no, but a lot of people do, and I'm sure he will.
I don't think he goes to Euros. I think that decision's probably already been made, and it was shown in the decision when didn't he go with the 23s?
I was going to say, he's not been back involved with the England since obviously what happened in that hotel, wasn't it?
But Foden is Foden's been incredible, form-wise, but.
Mason's
you're going to punish one for that. You got to punish both of them, innit?
But I think they were both punished. I don't, and I'm not saying I wouldn't have picked him, but I think the reason Gareth Southgate didn't pick Mason Greenwood as Leicester crossed the ball and De Gea tipped it over, I don't think it was punishment anymore. I think he thought he's not playing great this season.
I kind of hear what you're saying, because I also feel like Ollie might have just stepped in at one point and said, "Can we just
leave it for a bit?"
Just.
Because at one point it was bombarding him, weren't they, with all sorts of stuff. And he just
he went away with England and they stuck him in a press conference straight away and he got asked about Harry Maguire getting locked up inside. It's like, what are you doing, bro?
Ridiculous. Choose who you're going to
United protected him as well quite a lot from the media stuff, and he went there. And that's what Solskjaer did, wasn't it? Yeah. He said he'd been trying to protect him, and then one time I let him go. That happened.
That's ridiculous, that. Because, corner to Leicester, because journalists and companies go, who can we have? Who's it going to be? So they didn't have to pick him.
No.
There's no obligation that it had to be Mason just because he was making his debut.
Not being funny, would have spoke to England anyway, and if England didn't want him to go, they would have said no, just pick someone else.
Yeah. So that was really stupid. Yeah. But I think it would matter to him. I think he would be,
of course.
Yeah. Hugely.
I would like to see him go.
Yeah, me too.
I would love to see him go.
If you think, obviously Harry Kane's the number one. If you're bringing someone on, or if you need a goal, or if you've got someone's injured or whatever,
he's a goal. Yeah, he's a natural goal scorer.
An option, is there, off that side, off the right side, or as a number 9? I think it'd be
definitely.
Amazing. Yeah.
Obviously, the squads are bigger now, which gives him more of a chance.
Yeah.
But I 1v1. I just think Southgate's made his mind up on this year. Not in the long term.
Yeah, certainly not long term.
I would take him because of the reasons you said. Like, who's better to bring on with 50? I'd rather bring on Greenwood than Sterling.
I'd rather bring on Greenwood than anyone other than Rashford.
You know, though, when he gets a chance, he'll score.
Or someone,
You know what I mean? As soon as he gets a chance or half a chance, four
If
times out
Grealish
of
is out,
5, he goes
if
in.
Grealish doesn't go, in fact, I don't think Grealish is going to go anyway. But if Grealish doesn't go, you got to.
I would like Grealish to go. I would love Grealish to go.
Is he still injured, Grealish?
Yeah, he's injured at the minute, isn't he?
I don't think he will.
What midfielders do you reckon will go?
Henderson, Dyer.
Henderson and
Dyer. But even like Henderson and Dyer are the
Rice
same
are all
type
injured.
of player.
Rice.
They're all injured?
Yeah, but the expectation is they'll be back, isn't it? Assuming they're back. Henderson, Rice, Dyer, Foden.
Dyer shouldn't be anywhere near
Mount.
that.
No,
team,
he shouldn't.
But he will be.
Mount.
Yeah, but Foden, Dyer will go because he can play 2 positions.
Yeah,
two positions very badly.
Yeah, but it's, it makes.
I don't know how,
see why you
honestly,
do that.
no disrespect, I don't know how he gets away with it. Really, no, honestly,
Come out as well
I
the
do
other
not
day
know how he
goes,
gets away with it.
I don't know why people keep talking about me like I make mistakes so regularly. I was thinking you do, mate.
No, but he's not. No.
Yeah, obviously Foden. I think Mount's proven himself to be.
I think Foden's
a proper player.
Fucking world class.
It took a while, didn't he, Mount,
what's going on here, mate?
to prove himself. I think
That was shit there by Williams and Bailly.
Yeah, it was.
I feel like Williams fucked that up.
Yeah,
but
he's not had a great game so far, Brandon Williams. But then he's played about 3 games all season, so
that's the hard thing.
give him
Like
a bit of a
saying
break.
earlier about Donny.
Yeah.
It's like he comes in, everyone's like, all right, show us what
Pressure,
you're fucking
innit?
gonna do then, and then it's like he's not match fit, and we're expecting the best from him.
Yeah. But
half an hour
Donny's had. I know that a lot of them have been like low minutes, but he has made like 30 appearances for United this season. Brandon has literally made like 4. So
yeah, Brandon's nowhere near
No.
the appearances. This is a great finish, this, by the way.
It is. Fucking
He hits the, what makes it better is it's a like bar as it goes in.
Yeah. Dare Taylor, Phil Neville invented
Shot.
the step over. True. I remember seeing it.
See, he doesn't hit that
It only
clean,
took-
does he?
it only
Clean
took
goal, he
40
doesn't hit it
minutes
clean,
to do
does
as
he?
well.
Got sort of cuts away.
That's so awful, that bit of the class on
Go on then,
92,
off you
isn't it?
go.
When Phil Neville's talking about his step overs as if it's
I know,
like a
it's
really
funny, innit?
fucking
As if he won the Ballon
serious
d'Or.
He does it so high as well when he goes over, he step over. It's like,
Yeah, he
whoop.
opens the gate, doesn't he?
Yeah. It's weird. It's like he's stretching before a game, isn't it? Whoop.
He'd like turn
Yeah,
into
he's yeah. And he's
No.
doing it on that one of them things. He's on the video, innit, where he's actually in Old Trafford doing it or something in the stadium.
Yeah.
He's just doing it like a little thing. Stop it, Phil.
Little bit of B-roll of Phil Neville with his step overs.
United just holding the ball a bit better now.
Yeah, they're
Mason's
keeping it quite
dropping
well.
really deep there, though, isn't he? Quite a fluid front
Nice.
line. Mason's basically playing left back at the minute. Just
Slapper.
holding the ball a little bit better.
See what I mean? Like when it comes in there, like it sounds like I'm digging him out and I'm not. But like it seems to break down. You know what I mean? Whereas he's 1v1
Brandon.
defending, he's brilliant. You know.
Yeah.
So it's
Axel did it as well.
sound like him.
United got lucky twice then. Brandon and then Axel with passes straight to Leicester players, but the ball just bounced off them.
So it's like pre-season though, isn't it? For some
Yeah,
of
it's
these
a laid
players.
back, isn't it?
Like
Yeah.
it's and Ilanga, you can't.
No,
Ilanga and
no,
Ahmad,
no.
it's
Yeah.
they've come to a different speed now. They're probably
Yeah.
even on the pitch like,
Yeah, thinking,
"Wow,
wow,
that's Jamie
yeah.
Vardy."
Yeah.
Like little
Yeah,
things
no,
like
definitely.
that. Like,
The tempo of the game would
Yo,
from
ain't
23s to Premier League.
ain't
Wow.
that guy good?
You hear people talking, don't you, saying, I was knackered after like 20 minutes. And then like I
Yeah,
managed to
yeah.
get to half time and then I
Yeah,
was alright
yeah,
and then I went
yeah.
again. But like even
Second
it's
win.
not even like take it for granted that they're not blowing out their arms.
Yeah, no.
Because they've never done it
That
before.
pitch is
No.
fucking massive as well.
Yeah. It's a big lad. If you could
It's a
have
big
a
lad.
stadium in your back garden, would you have one?
I'd have a pitch, not
I would have a
stadium.
pitch, wouldn't I? Yeah, I wouldn't have a stadium. Who would sit in it? You wouldn't invite everyone round, would you?
The
Like, come
lads.
on, let's go round.
Get
let's
the
have a game.
lads in it.
No, I would
70,000
definitely. I would
lads.
have an Astro in the garden.
Yeah,
For
would you?
Astro
Outside.
pitch.
Little
would
gold
be
pitch
sick,
would be good,
yeah.
innit? Seven
Big
aside one.
class. Be unreal that. Yeah, they have seemed to calm down a little bit now, keeping the ball a little bit better.
And Pogba's got like a little five-a-side little thing.
Yeah,
innit?
I've seen
Yeah,
it.
you got to have one.
Yeah,
Come
you
on.
would, wouldn't you?
If you're earning 15 million quid a year, you've got to have
Balling.
Astro.
Yeah,
You've got to
definitely.
have badminton.
See,
court.
Madison's.
No.
Badminton.
Oh, mate, it's
court.
class.
I don't think you have to have a badminton.
Well, you're acting
court,
as though
though.
badminton isn't.
I'd have a
sick.
tennis court over badminton.
Yeah, but why
Have
would
you
you have a
seen it,
tennis
Cal?
court over a badminton
I'm a
court?
bad man at tennis.
Madison's.
No, you're not.
Gaff.
I am the brown Greg Rosetsky, bro.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
I have
Play
actually heard
tennis?
that. No, he
I
doesn't.
used to. I can't serve properly.
Right.
I
Like
have
Greg
to- I have to do
Rosetsky.
under-
Oh my
who at one
God,
time-
Williams.
Greg Rosetsky
Mate.
at one time had the fastest
Honestly,
serve in
sounds-
history, and he's who you compared yourself to when you can't even serve. I think it was 146 miles an hour. Or
And
something.
we could only play when like we could sneak into the tennis courts.
Right. So you aren't any
rich
good
man
at tennis.
used to use that. Nah, we used to play every weekend, me and my mate.
Did you?
Me and my cousin. Yeah.
Which cousin called Jamie
I had
Murray?
a Donny racket.
Yes.
From,
Donny racket.
You've got your
Slazenger.
Donny.
Slazenger
You've got your
white
Donny,
socks.
then someone turns up with a Wilson, you're like,
nah, he's going to be good, isn't he? Yeah. Love that.
I was well up for it.
Me. Do you have one on the wrist as well?
Yeah, how it started was we won.
Your head.
You remember Goran Ivanisevic?
Oh, yeah.
Remember when he won wild card?
Oh, great feat.
At Wimbledon.
2000, was it? 2001?
I can't remember what year it was. But I remember we watched that and we were like, fucking yes. I'm going to be the new Goran Ivanisevic. Yeah.
Yeah. Goran Ivanisevic.
And we just carried out. First, we started off from like drawing with chalk, like the court, putting crates, bread crates. Remember bread crates, the brown ones?
That was your net.
We used to use them as cricket wickets, but we used them as our net. And then we used to whack it.
No way.
But I couldn't, couldn't serve.
It's hard, isn't it? It's easier said than done playing tennis.
Yeah.
That's why I play badminton, because you can get good at badminton in about 3 hours, whereas tennis is
You just heard the
impossible.
word cock and you were there in a second, weren't you?
Been shuttling cock for years. David Lewis, RH, have you predicted one player to be world class and they got there? Also, one player you have predicted but they never made it. Cheers.
It's a difficult one. It's a difficult question, that. Because it's a various different factors in it. He can be a good player. We've seen, obviously, you had Raval on here, and he had everything, when things didn't work out. And I'm sure that everyone, including myself, tipped him for greatness, and it just didn't work out. But you see lads like, Scott McTominay, who in the youth system is not the best in the group, or he's not necessarily, one there you would think, oh, he's going to have a career as a Manchester United player, and next minute, he grows and he gets opportunities and he's turned into a regular.
Yeah.
But no, it's a really good question. That it's down to various factors. It's not just about being a good footballer or technical football. It's about the way you live your life and who you associate with, and luck as well. You got to have a lot of luck along the way.
Injuries as well.
100%.
Yeah.
Look at the Rashford one, what I talked about before. Will Keane got injured and various, Fletcher was out on loan, wasn't he? And he got his opportunity, and look at him now. So, no, it's a good question, that. Thanks for that.
Yeah, good. Simba upgraded to the first team membership. Thank you very much, mate.
Go on then, Greenwood.
Mason Greenwood.
Ooh, great
so
defender.
there. Riding his luck. We've just seen a picture there of James Madison's garden.
Oh, it's unreal, that.
It's nice, isn't it? Very, fucking loads of, steps and concrete, ups and downs.
Hold
So many
on,
different
it's got
levels on that.
I can't, obviously, the perspective of this image is pretty poor.
Yeah.
Is that like a really small pitch with really big goals?
It looks like a half-size pitch with full-size nets to me.
So if you look at that there, you can entertain in that little bar there.
Yeah.
You've got like a nice little pool there.
It's like fucking Love Island, that, innit?
Yeah, it is, innit? So you
many
can say,
steps
right,
there.
lads.
It's like an MC Escher painting, that, innit? Why is this? It looks like, it's like infinite staircases and all that.
You know what, though?
It looks like Wayne Lineker's going to pop out of that.
Yeah, at any moment, Wayne Lineker turns up.
Start fucking creeping out.
Grabs your missus by the hand. Like, no. It's like, it's too late, he's gone.
She's gone. Look at that there, that little centre circle there as well.
She's had loads of lip filler.
Jimmy Mack.
Fuck's sake.
10.
Jimmy Mack 10.
That's what it is there.
JM 10.
Oh, is it? I thought you said Jimmy Mack.
Jimmy Mack.
She's all right as well.
Excuse you. she's
That's a good image.
We are live on
the internet.
Is that Mrs.?
Don't worry about whose Mrs. is.
Good finish.
She comes with the she comes with the AstroTurf.
She's got her sambas on.
She fit it.
She's got her sambas on.
She's just a wordsman who's trying to get
technique. She needs a bit of RH.
Excuse me.
Finishing.
Excuse me. If I show her your highlights of Fred, then she might not want it.
Oh, who was that? Whoa! Hey, who was that?
I don't know who said that.
No,
I think that was Cam who
No, listen, there's not wrong with that.
Yeah,
no, there's not wrong with that.
Break your legs.
We need to bring this up actually, because you've got a bone to pick with Adam, haven't you?
Nice.
It's the treatment of Fred.
Fred drives me fucking crazy.
Ads, honestly, mate, I see it and I'm like,
it's the
give him
basic
such an hard time. But listen, you're entitled to your opinion, and
look,
sometimes rightly so, but other times.
As his uses, yeah. But in games where we dominate possession, in games where we've got to keep
move the ball
moving quickly, and it's not good enough, man. And if you
He is
can't,
sloppy.
if you're a midfielder that can't shoot sometimes as well. Like the one thing that remember what goal did we concede where he was inside, so he was outside the 18-yard box,
and he went to receive
corner,
it,
and then
Against
he
Leicester.
took a touch.
In the FA Cup.
And then, lost it.
He ended up running back to goal.
Yeah, and
then
played it
within,
back. Yeah, I seen
within
that.
3 seconds
Yeah.
of ball, and it's like,
Seen that.
how does
Yeah.
that? But then I think I am a bit harsh on him because obviously there's times where I've come out of games and said,
Yeah, he's had
he's
good
fucking
games and
amazing.
stuff, yeah.
But it's just the things that.
Yeah, you
he
expect
does
as a
that make
Manchester
you-
United
that
midfielder.
frustrate you, so then it sounds really bad when you say it, innit?
No, I get that. I get where you're coming from there.
Joe's Kindle says, why can't Galbraith
played
get minutes? Not even on the bench.
Matic has been good.
He
so
scored
far.
a good goal in was it midweek? He scored a belter, or was that him? He scored a rocket top in. Was that
Not sure.
Galbraith?
I'm
sure
I
it
missed
was.
it if it was.
Look again. It sounds like I'm digging him out, but
Yeah, he's had a
I
poor
actually
game.
am digging him out now a little bit.
No, mate. It's
Sorry.
a bit harsh
So I'm
here,
having a go at
It's
you
a
for
bit-
Fred.
It's a bit harsh, this.
Sorry, mate. Sorry. I'm having a go at you for Fred. Oh, I've wrecked my chances working with Brandon in off season.
That's the end of that, isn't it?
In fact, what if like you giving him a little dig, it makes him go, all right, then show me what you can do.
Mate,
and then you got
mate,
a new
have you not
client
seen my
now?
videos, mate, where I'm whipping top bins? They call me the bin man. I've got a part-time job, mate. I'm a bin man.
Played
Ooh,
base.
that's a foul.
Another Megs.
Oh, there you go.
yes,
Donny's putting it about tonight.
As
I like
another
that.
Megs. Was it on? Who was in that on the end of that one?
Don't know.
Let's
Who
have
was
a
it?
look.
It weren't Ndidi again, was it?
Oh, it was
Oh my
Ndidi
God,
as
he's-
well.
He's making you look like a shit.
Twice now.
Wait, what were you saying about Ndidi?
I like him, but he's been
Meg twice today.
filled up twice today, hasn't he?
Like your
40 minutes gone.
Excuse you.
It's got better, hasn't it? It's got better. The game's got a little bit
Yeah.
better. Yeah.
I
It
don't
started
think he
off
was on
dry.
about that.
Sorry, mate.
I feel sorry for Elanga. Every pass to him's been awful.
There you
Good
go.
done,
Well
it.
done.
Shoots.
Good. Oh, what's going on?
Yeah, I thought the referee gave
Yeah.
a free kick then. I think he just told him to get up.
He's and
Or Brighton's one of them annoying
yeah, they're little
players as
ratters,
well. You know,
isn't they?
like
Ratshaw.
especially for someone like Elanga, first game, and you got
Yeah, you don't need him ratting
You
you.
need a lazy winger there.
Yeah, 100%.
Innit? You
Yeah.
just need like a Cristiano Ronaldo.
And you
someone
just
who's
slow full back where you just put the burners on and just do him.
Yeah.
Looks $1 million.
I love that. You know, as soon as when I used to play wing and just see that the winger wasn't covering, you just think, oh yeah.
Sealed
Yeah,
there.
when the winger's got like the white socks over his bigger
Yeah,
socks,
yeah,
like
yeah.
his socks pulled up over the knee.
Ah, great
you're like,
defending
this
that, by the way.
lad
That's a
is-
free kick. That's a free
Fucking
kick.
hell.
This
That's a
lad is
foul.
not trekking back.
Is that Axel there? That was
Xavi and
class.
Bailly and
That.
David did really well there.
Yeah.
Between them.
Vardy looks dead angry, doesn't he? All the time.
He's got wet look gel dripping in his eyes right
Yeah.
now.
Oh, Matic
Do you remember
is
the tubs of gel that were blue?
Yeah, transparent blue.
Yeah,
with
yeah,
like the
yeah,
bubbles
yeah,
in it.
yeah.
And
He's got that.
There's always just a pot of
Shockwave.
it left in the changing room.
Shock, he was shockwave as well.
There's shockwaves, and then there was other ones even lower than that. They were just called like Max Hold.
Yeah.
It's like, what brand is this? It just don't fucking matter. It just
And then
it
what
just
is it?
oozes.
Silver screen.
Silver crin.
Spraying all over you.
Fucking
You
silver
can't breathe.
crin.
Just coughing all over the place.
Class.
Bit of
I've got
mousse
to
for
put
the
so
lads.
much hairspray in that even if I had the ball, my head would move.
My first purchase was Brill cream because that's what
Yeah.
David
Brill
Beckham
cream.
used.
Oh, well, that's what you used on the advert anyway.
I know you
You
used
had
Dax for a
70
long,
quid
long
shit.
time.
Yeah, people
Yeah,
like
like
Dax.
he was buying. I remember when I used to really want to buy fudge. You know what?
Fudge?
Get that.
Remember fudge? They used to make
No.
like hair putty and stuff.
Oh, I thought you just
Our
meant
barber
food.
used to sell
Oh.
it, but it used to be on the top shelf.
Top shelf.
So you
And
could
I used to
nick
ask
it.
him those prices, and he used to say, it, and I used to go, oh.
One day, eh, pal? One day. I'll come back in
And
here
I'll
one
probably
day.
find it now, and it'd probably be like £8 a ton.
Fucking hell, man.
At the time, it's the most expensive thing.
What? Are you mad, bro? Give me
Come
that
on, Donny,
shockwave.
come on.
Let's see if it's still out there.
Pocket
Perez.
money won't stretch
Oh,
for
nice.
that bolt. I'll take a silver
Good,
crin,
good
lad.
reaction, Donny. Relax now a little bit.
Yeah, look, it's $7.99.
I've upgraded to a
Just giving
got
the
to be
ball away.
glued, but this is taking the piss.
75 grams of it is £10. See, so yeah, so I was right. to
Fucking
go,
saffron.
hell, mate.
Brian Kennedy, could Adam give a shout out to my girlfriend Elaine? Cheers. Elaine there. Would you give him a shout out?
Do I
Brian Kennedy's
know
girlfriend Elaine. Just give her a fucking shout out, will you?
How you doing, Elaine? Hope you're doing well. What's his name?
Brian. Yeah, but if you look, you're trying to eye her up.
Brian?
Yeah.
Hope you're good, bro.
Yeah, and Elaine, what about Elaine?
I said that at the start, man. We all love Elaine here.
Say again.
We love you, Elaine.
That's better, lads.
There you go. Another happy customer.
Remember Elaine the Pain in Tracy Beaker?
Yeah, I knew you were going to say that. That's why I didn't want you to say. For God's sake.
Shockwave, and now we're talking about JCB car. Class.
Adam McSteal, your girl, is what you've been called in the comments. Thoughts?
Steal your girl.
Yeah.
Fake news.
No, congratulations, Elaine. You've got a real keeper
Oh,
there
no,
with
no,
Brian.
no.
Yeah, shout out, Brian.
Oh, that's a foul.
Oh, that's a horrible one, you little
Top
shit.
man, Bri. That's
that
class.
wasn't-
That. Let's talk about that going in the comments and shouting the missus out.
Mm.
He's got to get
He
brownie
paid-
points
he
for
paid
that.
for that as well.
Has it? Oh,
Yeah.
Bri.
I
Love
reckon
that,
he's in
mate.
the doghouse. He's outside.
He's defo is.
he's
defo
outside,
innit?
texting, looking through the French windows.
Go on YouTube, please.
Let me
Now,
back in, please.
Adam will give you a
I
shout.
thought it was an incognito tab. I thought
what
you'd
it
never
is as
see
well?
it.
The game's on early today. He's probably come straight in from work, sat down,
Yeah.
not spoke to no one, stuck the game on.
Got a
now
beer.
he's getting the evils because he's
Yeah.
also put the laptop on with the watchalong. So he's thought,
So she can't watch 4OD.
How can I swing this around? Send a super chat in, get her a
super
shout
chatting,
out.
and then the
she was just sat over the other room, and
yeah,
she
and
had,
it is you shouting her out in the way that you did.
Yep.
Game changer. Then
Game
they'll say,
changer.
you know, don't cook tonight. Let's get a takeaway.
Yep.
That's the next thing.
Yep.
And then I won't tell you next thing after that.
No,
Ding dang.
He's got like 4
do.
screens on. He just turns there and go.
He's turned into Paddy McGuinness. Can I tell you what we found talking about Paddy McGuinness the other day?
Go on.
Adam Patterson.
Yeah.
All great men are called Adam. He found the actual Sammy the Snake being sold. The one that was in Phoenix Nights.
Which is a bouncy
How
castle.
much?
It was a lot of money, so let me find the quote.
The quote.
The quote. He
You got-
even
you got-
rang
you got
up,
the
didn't he?
builders round. Hey fella, what we talking for the snake? What we talking?
And the geezer who's got it
I
has
get
even
off.
got a Phoenix Nights sign, but he's not selling that. Wanker.
Who is it then? Someone just robbed some.
No, he
runner?
bought it off the production company.
Slap it, that's a free
It's
shit.
at £2,800 at the minute, which I would say is a good price.
Are you
for-
gonna buy
for
it?
TV history? What I'm up for it if Adam Patterson, I hope you're watching this, puts in at least 20%. I'll put in 20%. We get 5 people. We'll have a
Alson will
fucking
cash that off.
yeah, he'll come in. He'll jump in on that. We can then, once we're allowed back out, we can have a party with that bouncy castle there.
Unreal.
And we'll even get him to dress up as Jerry the Berry.
I'll do that.
Innit?
Yeah. I'll do that.
1 minute of added time.
What is it? And Brian Potter and the... when he's got the hand dryers and all that.
Free kick to Leicester. Very
What we saying here?
dangerous position.
Tinnemans, is it? Who's over this?
Whose alarm's going off?
No,
Fucking...
that's no alarm.
So
fella.
your phone's
Tinnemans.
ringing, is that what that is?
Yeah, my phone's ringing.
No caller ID as well.
Is it?
It's the radio, innit? Going on at half time. Tielemans with a free kick. Straight into
Good.
the wall. And that will be half time. Right.
Yep.
Manchester United 1, Leicester 1. That is half time. Poor start from United. Came back into it with that goal from Mason Greenwood. Sort of set up by Diallo. Made it for himself as well, going past Soyuncu like he wasn't there. Are we ready for the half time show? We'll be very shortly. Adam, could you take us through until
Joe.
we go to the half time
How
show,
you doing,
please?
Joe? You got to go get that phone call, yeah?
Yes.
I think because he was speaking to Elaine, his missus has called him.
Yeah, he's not happy.
Give him a bollocking. So, apologies to Mrs. Joe. How are you doing after
good,
that?
mate.
Good off?
You know what? It started off sloppy. I'm coming to it a little bit more, but yeah, you know, the lads are coming into the team for me. Obviously, they're Langard need just a little bit more risk. Just
Every
take
pass
more
to him's
risk.
been shit though,
I
innit?
know. It's just like, you know, you expect him to be, you know, when he gets it and just nice and direct. I just want to see a little bit more. But yeah.
It's like you
Got
were
better.
saying, though, it must be hard for, you know, especially someone like Elanga, who, even if you watch him in a 23, is as good as he is, as quick as he is, as skillful as he is, as much ball control as he has.
Yep.
Sometimes he can
Levels.
frustrate.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So
Yeah.
he might have in his mind, I don't want to mess up my first 2 possessions of the ball, 3 possessions, because then your first impression can often last very long, can't it?
But it gets to a stage as where like you keep receiving it and you keep going sideways, keep going back. But
Too
it's
safe.
exciting. So go and show yourself.
Kind of
and
forget
stuff
yourself
like
a
that.
bit as well, don't you?
I know he's playing, you know, like you said, Albrighton there. He's playing against someone who's going to rat you, but just express yourself and enjoy it. You're playing at Old Trafford in the Premier League, but listen, that could come.
And I suppose he can use that to his benefit that nobody really knows him.
Yeah, and I'm sure Ollie will go in and say to him, "You've worked hard, you've worked your socks off, but this is what I want to say." You know what I mean? So, are the lads ready? Are the boys ready in there?
Are they ready? Yes. Cavani was warming up at half time. Who knows? We might get to see a second half performance from him. But for now, we are going to go over to Ronnie and Alex.
All right.
Yeah, I'm good, man. How are you?
Yeah, I'm good, mate. What did you make of the first half of Manchester United?
Do you know what this is a
19s?
classic case of, this game?
Go on.
It's obviously Leicester have a much stronger lineup as compared to us.
Yeah.
But what it is you've got one team in United that are playing without pressure.
Yeah.
A little bit more relaxed, even though there's a few youngsters a little bit nervous trying to take their opportunity. But Leicester just look like a team that has everything to play for because they're expected to win. I feel like they're crumbling a little bit.
They are.
They look a bit nervy, look a bit...
Well, they've had a bit of a dodgy run in the league. Also, did you panic a little bit, though, when that first goal went in? Did you think that this could be young team started a bit all over the place? Because the goal was... There was a good finish, but it was a little bit all over the place, wasn't it? It was... You know, Bailly got dragged over, Tuanzebe got dragged over, Matic doesn't cover him, Williams goes over. So much space to was it just Thomas that finished?
It was. I did worry. I
felt like this could be a 3 or 4. Like these could score 4 goals here today without worrying.
I hope not, because if you look at it, if you're looking at our back four, there's enough experience in our back four to keep the score respectable if he was worried about that. But in terms of Leicester, they haven't offered too much. As I said, I think they've been shaking. I think they've been a little bit shoddy going forward. As I said, I think they're feeling like they're expected to win and they're crumbling, a little bit nervous. And I think United are playing a little bit free. We haven't been great either. The quality hasn't been exceptional both ways. But I think it's been 1-1 is probably an accurate scoreline. I think, if anything, when United go forward and the little spurts that we look like we have a little bit more impetus, a little bit more energy, and a little bit more dynamism when we're going forward with Elanga and Diallo and Greenwood. I think Greenwood and Diallo have looked very sharp.
Greenwood looks
I like the
very
look of Diallo. He's got a little bit about him, man.
He does.
He's got something about him.
I think he's still a little bit lightweight. I still think there's a little bit about him. But like you said there, the bit of some of the touches he's had has been unbelievable quality. Right, let's have a look at what you guys are saying in the comments. Mata miss passes are mysterious. Mata, what did you make of Juan Mata coming? He's not played a lot of football. He's been, had things off the pitch. I think he's coming towards the end of his Man United career. What have you made of Juan Mata?
I think he looks a bit rusty. Looks like a man that hasn't played much. Just looks like a man that's on his way out a little bit. And he's not been found too much, but I expected Mata with the experience and the quality that he does still have. To be able to get on it and then provide and like kind of link the play with the forwards, get the youngsters involved, create for him a little bit. I think that's why he's playing, but it's not really materialised. What I would say is I think Van der Beek in the centre in a DM role that he has played hasn't looked too bad. I think he's been a bit. He's been a bit shaky sometimes with his
Van der Beek.
But he's showed good energy. He's stuck his foot in, and I think he actually looks as if he's trying to pass forward. I think he looks almost more comfortable than others because his back's to goal a little bit more in a number 10 position. I think when you're in midfield and in DM role, you can kind of see the pitch a little bit more. I think he's looked okay, but...
do you think there's been a few... Because I think Elanga's done this a couple of times, and you mentioned that's what people do on the debut, and I think Van der Beek's done it. Do you think there's been a couple too many simple passes? There's been almost they need to try stuff, which is what United...
He gives the ball away sometimes. I think what you're saying is he doesn't open out sometimes. Sometimes he plays a pass a little bit too simple. I think he... But... Because I've been so unimpressed with him anyway when he's been number 10, I think I'm just looking at it as if anything that's a little bit better. But I would say I've not been happy with Tellez and Williams' performance. I think they've been. There's
a lot of people sitting here saying about the youngsters, give them time. I completely agree. The likes of Elanga, the likes of Ahmad, not quite Mason Greenwood. He's been there for a while now. But those kind of players, you have got to give them time. This is their first starts in the Premier League, and you've got to expect a little bit of nervousness, a bit of things like that. But what you are missing there, like you said, Brandon Williams played a lot of games for Manchester United. He's played a lot of games, not at right back, but a lot of games at full back for Man United. Alex Tellez, experienced international footballer. Do you feel that they haven't quite got the balance right of going forward? They seem to get out of position a lot of times, and they're just not quite fitting. As with both of them playing at the same time, what do you make of those two players?
I think it's a combination of that and them just looking like the drop-off between Luke Shaw to Tellez and Wan-Bissaka to Williams is huge. So it almost makes it seem as though we spoke about several positions that United need to strengthen.
Yeah.
And it's even looking like maybe even our foot, if something happens to Luke Shaw or Wan-Bissaka, the next full-backs in line are a little bit suspect, and that could be an issue. Obviously, they're showing examples.
BT
They're showing examples.
That's
of
the
getting behind
goal
Tellez.
where everyone kind of shifts over, misses that one altogether, shifts it over there, and then that goal happens.
It's
no
a great
one
finish,
anyway.
though.
Quality finish from them. Got a super chat here from Hamigo NI. Remember Howson said Williams better than Shaw. Good times.
I remember.
I think there was
also what I'm seeing in the comment section is Jim Bob saying, "I think Williams is better than Wan-Bissaka."
Not sure about that one.
I'm not sure.
I think
about
what
that, mate.
Williams brought last season, especially when Luke Shaw wasn't quite hitting the heights and when he was kind of dropping off, I think the problem with Luke Shaw is when he's not going well, he does get caught out of position. I still think there's times now where he switches off and gets caught further upfield. Brandon Williams puts a shift in, puts a tackle in. Proper Brexit FC football.
Yeah.
But sometimes when things aren't going well...
I think that's what Jim Bob likes.
Yeah. When things aren't quite going well, I think that's what Brandon brings to the team. And he has got a bit of quality about him. He's not a poor footballer. I think that Luke Shaw has stepped up more. Luke Shaw has stepped up as much as Brandon Williams has dropped off a little bit as well. I think there was something a little bit closer last season with Luke Shaw and Brandon Williams. But definitely this season,
they've definitely
a lot better.
Kicked on.
Yeah.
But there's been a lot of praise in the comments for Mike and his performance. And I would say he's shown a little bit of footwork. I was going to say footwork. It's good footwork in the mid park. I think he's been solid. I think he's been strong. I think he's led by example.
Yep.
And I've been happy with Mike in the first half.
People saying Shaw has always been better than Williams. Look, on form last season, there was times when he wasn't. So don't say that it didn't happen. But I think this time, Luke Shaw has gone streaks ahead. Max with another super chat in there. Our youth team is playing the team fourth in the Premier League and holding our own. I think people would overanalyse this game, but at the end of the day, enjoy it. Is it our youth team or is this our second string? Because I think that if Man City put out their second best team compared to what United's second best team, I think there is a big jump there. There's a massive, the levels of Man City's second best team. Because look, Williams is our second choice right back. It's not a youth team right back. The centre halves there are backup centre halves. There are two second centre halves. There's no one else in between this gap. Tellez left back, Van der Beek, Matic. These aren't the youth team players. This is our second choice.
It's the second string, exactly. It's
not a youth team.
I won't call it a youth team or reserve team.
The
average age was 25, so it still has some experience in it. I would say it's definitely just a second string kind of side rather than it being this seaside youngster side that some people try to make it out as being.
Yeah.
There's still enough in it to cause Leicester problems, and we actually have done, and there's enough defensively to keep Leicester out, because if you're looking at it, by Axel, Tellez, Williams, it's an all right
It's
back
a lot
line.
of,
It's not
a
like,
lot of players that people were calling for to be playing a lot more football this year.
That's what.
And look, he's a good player. They're good players. They're good players.
What have you thought
of
Elanga? Because I thought Elanga's looked quite sharp
he's
at times.
made a lot of runs.
And a lot of good runs.
We were screaming at Matic.
We were screaming at him.
Where was it? About half an hour in, and Elanga's made that run. You can see him get to full speed.
Let open his legs out.
Just get it over the top and see it.
It looks like he has the pace over Castagna as well.
He does, and I'm hoping in the second half he tries that. And I think as well, what I think Ollie will be wanting him to do is Ollie will want him to just express himself a bit more, maybe try a couple of things, maybe show a bit more, because he has played, noticed it a couple of times, kind of cut inside, and instead of trying to take someone on, he's played the simple pass, which is very good. Any opinions on Matic? We've said Matic has done pretty well today in terms of being the experienced head in there and has done a very good job of it all. Got another comment here. Greenwood to score some more goals. Mason's looked really sharp, and Mason's looked very good in that first half. And what a goal from Mason Greenwood.
Greenwood's a star, isn't he?
He's so good. I think people at the start of this middle of the season were underestimating how good he was because he had that little dip in form. All the stuff off the field.
This man's still 19. I say this man, this boy.
19 years
still
old.
19 years old, and he even today in the kind of team that he's in, he's looked like the most. Especially going forward, he's just looked like the most likely. He's looked like the most senior. He's looked so much more comfortable. We've been saying it all season. I think a lot of people have realised it as well. Even though his statistics were better last season, I think this season you saw a lot of player growth when it comes to Mason Greenwood.
Calder's put a super chat in saying, my only problem with Ollie is that we haven't seen enough rotation, especially against the lower teams. Players need game time, i.e. Williams, Mata and Axel. Are we seeing, though, with a couple of these players that played today, not had a bad first half, but there is a drop-off. And we have our starting 11, and these kind of players, you mentioned Williams there, Mata, does he get in the team often? Axel, when he's come in, hasn't looked the best. I think there is a drop-off, a massive drop-off from Maguire, Lindelof and Bailly to then Axel Tuanzebe. What do you make of that?
There is, and I've seen some comments which is accurate. Obviously, backups aren't going to be as good as the first teamers, but you don't want the drop-off being so substantial like it does. It makes a significant difference.
Yeah.
And that could be an issue, because the reason why I say that is because you want backups to be at a good enough standard where they come in and they're not a liability.
Yeah.
And that is the issue with the likes of Tellez and Williams sometimes when they come in. Williams provides all the energy, he's energetic, he puts a tackle in, he's got all the right tools, but his decision making's all over the place sometimes. As Adam McKola gives me a middle finger, snitching on him. But
someone said get McKola on. Don't worry, he'll be back very shortly. The second half set to kick off in the next couple of minutes. We'll be passing over to them very, very shortly. There's a few people saying really not seeing the hype around Van der Beek. Championship standard player. He's definitely not a championship standard player. I think he just needs more game time. I think he needs more fitness. I think you've been proving that. There is a Joe Smith arriving next to me. What else?
Joe's got his double denim flex.
He's always done double denim for Joe Smith. What else have we got here?
And not even the same shade.
Backups should be able to play teams below top 6 and look good. Do you reckon so? Do you reckon that's the case? Or do you think that we're getting used to what City can do with their team and going, we need that? And I just don't think there'll ever be a case where we get to that kind of level of squads where we can make 9 changes.
The amount that they've spent or whatever, it's just, at the end of the day, we've made the amount of changes we have, and we've competed with a side in the top 4.
Yeah, I completely
That's
agree.
the bottom line.
Let's have a look. What else have we got? 21 in 21. Rian saying, what do you reckon? Do you reckon it's still on? No, it's not, is it? No way near. No chance we do this.
To be fair, that 21 is coming, hashtag by Adam, it's accurate, because it's coming eventually.
It will come.
Just don't know when.
Doesn't know, never said when.
Never said when.
We never said when. Let's have a look. A few more. Take Donny off for Pogba. Wow, that's the opposite comment that we usually get. It's usually bring Donny on. Everyone's usually in the comments saying bring Donny on at half time, change the game. What else have we got there?
Someone says Diallo looks promising, quick feet and a lot of desire. And that is one thing I noticed about Amad Diallo in the first half. His work rate was really good.
Yeah.
His tracking back was really good, and his energy was really good. He's got all the skills, all the talent, all the technicality, but he showed a lot of desire in the first half. I do agree with you.
Yeah.
His work rate was great. That's what I did notice.
Against West Brom and Sheffield United, we should have rotated. We actually dropped points in both them games, so I'm not sure that is madness. Edison Cavani was warming up at half-time, yet to see whether he's coming on in the second half. There's nothing. Cameron, have you seen anything on that there? Twitter, nothing saying that he's coming on. Cavani potentially could come on for the second half. We've also got, do you reckon Bruno Fernandes comes on? 20 minutes to go if we're still in the game.
He's probably been I reckon he was in half-time asking.
He's definitely been pestering to come on. Absolutely pestering to come on.
Chasing 30 goals for the season.
He's one goal away from beating Frank Lampard's record in 2009-10. Which is 27 goals, with one less penalty as well.
Exactly.
Mad statistic for Bruno Fernandes. Right, the teams are coming out of the second half. It looks like the lads are ready. So over to RH, Joe Smith and Adam McKola.
Yes, we're back. Go on.
I was just looking at the old Table Rooney.
Table Rooney, yeah.
Table Rooney.
Mm-hmm.
I was just looking at that bad boy.
Toblerone.
If the result stays the same, and Liverpool win their 2 games in hand, one of them is obviously against us, so fingers crossed they don't, but, let's go there. They would be 1 point, I think, behind Leicester.
Mm.
Is it in our interest to just let Leicester win?
No. No, it's not.
I'll give you a theory on why it is.
I mean, I think I understand the theory.
If Leicester drop points today, then obviously it gives Liverpool a chance to go in there. Leicester's games are awful towards the end of the season, right? They drop more points. Liverpool are default favourites.
Yep.
Liverpool's games after they play us are so easy. And if we let Liverpool get Champions League football, that means next season, in the summer, they'll have a good budget. They'll be able to spend. They'll be able to do this. They'll be able to do that. If we make them be in the Europa League, bro, they'll be able to attract less players. They'll have less money. They'll be broke boys. They'll be playing Thursday nights, Sunday nights. We derail their league form.
Oh, no.
By,
Great ball.
everything. Like, think about.
I like
the
the language
consequences.
you use.
Think about the butterfly effect.
It's like he's prepared this before. Like
I like the
a
language
think about
you used
it a
there.
lot.
Yeah.
The language you used there was if we let Liverpool get top 4, which to let them we would have to win this game.
No, we'd
But
have
if-
to.
but
We'd
if
have
we-
to win this game and lose the next game.
Yeah. And then you said, but if we make them get Europa League, and by making them, we would actually be losing this game on purpose.
And then winning the next game.
So, yeah, I see your point. Corner to Leicester headed away by Alex Tellez. I see your point.
Having said that, I think we're going to win this game.
I'd rather United win every game and not worry about other teams than
Definitely
be losing games.
But
to
great
fuck
pitch.
Liverpool
That
over.
is,
it was a very good
that
pitch.
was good. That
was like the
If
Apprentice,
this
but
was
I'm
Dragon's
out.
Den, would you be in or out?
Dragon's Den, sorry.
I would be happy with the presentation of that pitch.
Do you know what I'd say?
But
Here's
I would be out because obviously I want us to win every game.
Here's
you know
what
I
I'd say. I'd say, you know what? I like you. You
as the
that
yeah.
pitch. I like you, and I
You've
want you.
got
I want
something.
you to come work for me. I will.
Yeah.
I will be saying I'm out to this pitch, but I want you to come work for me. That's what I'd say.
I was fuming the other day because you know that Kegi there. He was being proper cheeky somewhere, you know. And I wanted to be in their shoes for a minute.
Who?
To be able to just tell him
Who's
to
that?
go fuck himself.
Tuka Sullivan.
Yeah.
He's a good lad. He is.
Rude, bruv. Who does he think he is? If he spoke to me like that, bro.
Yeah, but they need him on side, don't they? So he do what he wants, can't
No,
he?
but I'd
You know what I
even
mean? He
say,
wants
like,
that
I'd
money.
even walk in there and go, you know what, bro? I don't want
Yeah.
your money anyway, so you can
Yeah,
stick
you
it.
just may as well go out and then don't want. Wow, what was
What
that?
the fuck was that, Axel?
Jesus.
Someone got called a stupid man for saying that Donny isn't playing well. Lucario 95.
Who
has
said that?
defended
You?
it.
Who said that?
No.
You being stupid again?
Jack Jeffrey. It's for him here in Australia. And if I see Brandon Williams lose the ball again, I'll crap it.
Oh, yes, I'm mad.
Happy with
Love
how
that.
the lads are playing, though. Not much football for them.
Sound like I said, it sounds like I was getting on Brandon, but he just needs to be a lot better with the ball. He just needs to take care of it a little bit. He's just dead sloppy all the time. But
Indeed,
again,
he has struggled with Mason Greenwood today, hasn't he?
Yeah, he got Megsied twice.
Megsied twice.
Megsied twice.
He's fouling him whenever he wants him to.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's struggling with the lad.
Who's this? It's a young lad that Alanga's up against, isn't it? Is it the one that scored?
no, it's
Thomas is on the left.
Thomas is on the left
but
back.
maybe he's on the right now. But yeah, he's the one who obviously scored the goal
Being
for
marked
Leicester.
well, man. 2's up on that.
yeah, they are.
Do you
Aren't they?
reckon they
Putting
played
to him.
against each other in 23s, those?
Possibly. Is it? He's spanning
Elanga
behind.
and,
See
what's
that then?
his face?
See how he span behind then? He just wanted him to chip it in. God,
You've
RH
got
would
to
have
know
digged that
each
in there.
other, though,
you know.
innit?
RH would have gone boop, in there.
That's the
Go
thing.
on,
Like his fullback at under 23
there you
level
go.
will know what he does, whereas Tellez doesn't know what he does.
Yeah.
Castagna apparently on the right side.
Castagna. What name is that? Is he Belgium? French? Belgique?
Yeah, sure.
Belgique.
I think he's
Have a
Belgium.
look.
Sounds about right, doesn't it? Have you ever been to Belgium?
I've been
a
to
few
Brussels
times, yeah.
once.
Is it good?
Yeah, it was good.
Belgium's amazing, man. I loved it.
Have you, Joe?
Never been.
He is Belgian.
Yeah, I've never been. I'd
From
like to. though.
Arlon
Get there.
in Belgium.
Nice.
Arlon.
Oh, look again. Oh, sorry, Brandon. I'm getting on your ear now, but that's nice. Oh, Mace.
You say second touch
Good.
is a header. That was Matic there, wasn't it? Proper bounced up
No,
every time.
Ant. Come on.
What I don't get
Russian.
yet,
Come on.
it says it's from Belgium, but when I clicked on his city, which is called Arlon, it says it's in Luxembourgish.
Luxembourgish?
Yeah, just ish.
Luxembourgish.
Just ish. So it's in
That's not a- that's not a
Belgium,
place.
but it's Luxembourg-ish.
Right. So Belgian then.
Yeah, but it
Oh, it does look.
Luxembourgish.
Where the fuck is Luxembourgish is an actual place?
Get up.
Interesting.
What's this, a geography lesson here? What's going on
Yeah,
here?
it's a geography lesson.
Yeah, he's even got shit shoes on for it.
It's a municipality located in the located in the province of Luxembourg.
God.
So it
I
counts
know
as
he's putting
Belgium.
himself about as well,
so
isn't he?
good, Ahmad Diallo is.
It's
He's
a
got
free
some-
kick,
he's got
surely.
some footwork. hasn't
Go on,
he?
Oh,
wait.
Anthony.
Good. Come on.
Go on, give it Anthony.
Give it him. Ah, Mace.
Ah.
No, it's not.
Good lad.
That's
Come
the best
on,
bit we
man.
saw from
Yeah.
Ahmad and
He had them legs
Elanga.
as well. Do you know when you see someone running and the legs
He's
look like they're
rapid.
moving twice as fast
Yeah.
as everyone else's?
That sloppy finger. It's not usually like him, that.
Nah, he way under hit that, wasn't it?
Yeah.
The defender did well though, but
Yeah.
I thought Mace was gonna cut it in and then just go with the
Himself.
straight inside the
Yeah.
pass.
Could have used the run, couldn't he, as well? And if he wanted to go by
Yeah.
himself. Unlucky there. Good
Looks
break.
like
though.
we're
Good
just
though.
trying to break. Hit
It's
him
good.
on
That's miles better, that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Zainab Zar says, "Hey fellas, keeping me awake. /chuckling at 4 a.m. Mad respect to Mr. McKola for that beautiful shirt. Cheers from Australia.
No, you don't have to.
Love that.
Cheers for watching and sending a super chat.
Free
as well.
Palestine each and every time.
I'll
That's
take that all day.
I'd love to be in net for
Oh,
that.
Luxembourg is a province in Belgium. So how come they have their own football team?
Huh.
Wait, so is it like Monaco? How
Yes.
Monaco is a province in France? A
Municipality.
Municipality.
Come on, Joe.
So is that Luxembourg like Monaco?
I don't think it's
In
quite
that
as established
sense.
as Monaco, but I think it's got similar vibes.
Well, they got their own football team. Monaco don't have their own. Well,
Yeah, they do.
they
It's
do.
called
Yeah, they do.
Monaco.
I meant to say national team. National team. National team.
Yeah, but fucking
national team.
Yorkshire have got their own national
No,
team.
you're saying a sentence and halfway through you're a fucking idiot. What are you saying? Your brain's like, no.
You're like, and the mouth's like, this is my time to shine.
Right, here we go. Go on.
You
then.
had your chance,
Miles
brain.
better. Look,
It's
that's what we
mouth
want.
time.
Miles better. Right, I'll look at. Better for
Send
me
the info down. I'm
Good.
delivering it.
No, you need to go with the other side, Van der
I
Beek.
know, yeah.
Oh, that's nice. That's nice. He's not giving a free kick.
That's not a Meg's
That was
either.
nice, that.
It was a mate.
No, it don't
that
count.
was a foul.
It don't count
It
if you
should have
don't-
counted because it should have been a foul.
Whose side are you on here?
No, but that was on the side of Megsy's.
Megnuts.
Nah. It don't count as a nutmeg if
You have to
you
get,
or
you have
gotta
to
get the other
match,
side,
or
innit?
You have to get to the other side.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But that should have been a foul, and then therefore the nutmeg
Looked
would have
like it,
counted.
didn't it?
I think it was a bit harsh to give.
It's mad how like people get proper arsey of it, whether it's a nutmeg
Yeah.
or not. That comes from playing Panado a lot, you know. You ever do that, Joe?
No.
In the cage.
In the
Little
oh,
bit of
I
panna.
get stuck. I get right in the cage.
You love it in the
Yeah.
box, don't you?
Megs completes the game, innit? Oh,
Quite
nice.
sure
Good.
what that means.
Give it.
I'm gonna
Good.
say no. Oh, he's
Best
slightly
one.
behind him on it from Mason
Yeah.
there. Tellers is making a run and Mason just puts it on his back leg.
Hold. Good.
Well done, Axel.
Brilliant.
Good defending that. Just composed
Decent.
his foot,
Like
wasn't
him. Matic's feet's been nice today.
Yeah, he's
does
been
some
good.
nice little touches and
it? Yeah, he's decent.
his footwork's nice.
He's one of those players where, like, do you know when like someone's dad, you do like lads versus dads at like your school fucking thing, or
And
like
dads used to
and,
play
like,
and that.
shit, he used to be semi-pro, you know, and the dad comes along and he's 50 and he's fat and he
Still
can't
got
run.
feet.
But when the ball's at his feet,
Yeah,
like, he
class
can't
technician.
get it off him. Yeah, that's Matic, isn't
Yeah,
it? Just someone's
definitely.
dad. Who used to play at a
Now
higher
there used to be
standard.
the big lads as well in school that just had the Velcro touch, but they wouldn't move.
Velcro,
That
yeah.
was me.
Like wouldn't move anywhere.
Yeah, that sounds like me.
Like you'd pass the ball down the line and they just look at you like,
Yeah,
"You
like,
fucking
nah, I
idiot.
don't
You
make them
expect me
runs.
to run
You
after
got
that?"
to know your players.
I
You're
take
like,
it to feet.
You got to know.
I have
you
it
don't know
to
me.
feet and nowhere else.
But then if you hit
There
it
he
into
is.
feet, it will just stick to them.
Yeah.
And no one can get near it.
Yeah.
Just
Know your
rolling it
players,
around.
lads.
Free kick to United.
Ilanga's Swedish, isn't he?
Yeah.
Do you like that? Any
Did you know
further
that?
comment?
No,
I
I
did know
just,
that, yeah.
I just didn't. Like,
Yeah.
I wasn't
I'm not too
100%
sure what side it comes from now.
What side of what? Sweden?
Because he's obviously he's got someone in the family.
Oh,
you
is
know
it
what I mean?
like- yeah,
Like,
yeah, yeah.
so obviously.
Oh, it's a great cross.
Oh, shame he never
Mason.
got a proper
Yeah.
head to that.
So is he not born in Sweden? Then?
No,
Is that what you're saying?
no, I don't think so. You'd have to research
his
it. But
family might be
from the way
immigrants
he talks and stuff
grew
like
up in
that.
Sweden.
Yeah.
Yeah, because there's a lot of
Yeah.
immigrants in Sweden.
Yeah.
Don't have a Swedish accent. Mason just gets a skim.
If we would have got a
Skimmed it.
good connection
Yeah,
onto
you
that,
didn't
then
head it
the guy
properly.
wouldn't have. Look at me there.
Yeah, look
The
at
guy
you.
wouldn't.
Remember Fergie? In the,
I mean,
box
that's what it was like then.
Good
Heading
luck.
it in, wasn't
I used to love Fergie. Didn't I? Just
His delivery's
playing
class.
every ball in the box.
Yeah, Tellers is good.
It's the only good
Goal.
thing about him, you know. I'm not going to lie, lads.
That's
I think
nasty.
Tellers is a dud.
That's really nasty. To
You're not
say.
rating him, no.
I,
You're not rating
like, I want to. I don't hate him or anything like. I just think from
Yeah.
what I've seen, I don't. The best thing he's done is made Shaw play well. Like, I think that PSG game, he whipped in loads of good crosses.
Yeah,
and we thought,
was that his
fucking
first
yes.
game, was it?
Yeah, and
First
then
game.
since then,
Yeah. Shaw's
now
just
he hasn't
coming to
played
his
a lot,
own now,
so
hasn't
it's
he?
difficult. Yeah,
He
it's
can't
difficult.
replace Shaw when he's playing the way he's
Maybe
playing.
if he gets a run of games, he's different, and he's in a new country. He's in, so you got to take
Yeah.
those things. But
Has Steve changed his opinion on Shaw yet?
Yeah.
Has he?
Yeah.
That's nice.
Yeah, he was saying he's been really good recently, which is good.
Good.
Good to see. That's a foul, surely.
Oh, that was late, wasn't it?
It was. I don't know if
Advantage.
he got much of the man though. Crossing for
ball.
Leicester.
Ooh.
Axel to Matt.
can we bring up some super chats? I've read a few comments
down on
about
the
us
chest.
missing a few. So Abhinav called me a dud. Well, fuck you,
are a dud,
Abhinav.
yeah. You're a dud.
Only joking, bro. I'm not.
Bombardeo says, you didn't read my super chat earlier. Sorry about that. I did read one from you. I don't know if maybe I missed it or maybe you missed it. But I'll forgive you if you give me a shout out to my brothers, John Martinson and Victor Martinson. Hello, John and Victor. I hope you're doing well, lads.
Yes, lads.
Yep.
Lads.
Abhinav Verma says, I'm enjoying for the first time In Sync with Watchalong. That's the plan.
In sync,
That's
like
the
Justin
idea.
Timberlake, are ya?
You pause your telly until the times line up, and then you press play on the telly, and you hear us speaking at the exact same time as the your live coverage, which is the whole
Love
idea.
that. Favourite In Sync tune, Joe?
Bye.
Has to be Girlfriend with Nelly.
That's
a big banger.
That's decent, yeah.
That was a big.
It's bye In Sync.
Bye. Yeah, I think it is.
Yeah.
Nice, good feet.
Justin Timberlake's good, isn't he?
Tillerman's is good, isn't
before
it?
Justin Timberlake.
Sorry.
Justin
Sorry.
Timberlake.
Sorry, I always do this.
Obsessed you, mate.
I know, sorry.
You love-
I apologise. Sorry, I'm just, sorry.
You must not watch PL per se.
No, sorry, lads. Talking about
Nah,
Nelly
Tillerman's
and
is
that.
mint, bro. And you know what's mad? When he signed for Leicester, we were linked with him from Monaco, weren't we, for like 40 million? And we let him go to Leicester.
Yeah. Anyway, let's get back talking
He was
about.
on loan first, wasn't he?
Yeah. Sorry, lads. I feel bad now. I'm taking this too serious. This watch.
You could be in any boy band in the world. What boy band would you have been in?
JLS.
Would you? Why?
Because I think they're just all great lads. I think they're really good lads. Aston Marigold, absolute baller.
Yeah, but his backflipping got boring after a bit, didn't it? Like every show. Oh, go on, mate. Do a backflip.
If I could do a
for
backflip,
us.
I'd be
Fucking
backflipping
hell,
into this
get a
chair on every
grip.
watch along, and it'd never
That
get
guy's
boring.
left foot's nice, you know, the left back.
Yeah, it's
Played
it's
Ahmad.
as
Ahmad's
sweet
been
as a
very
nut.
good today.
He's
Defensively,
worked hard
everything.
as well, hasn't he?
What boy band would you be in then, Adam?
Don't know. Let's see what RH has to say. I need to have a think.
You're one of them people who's
I
like,
don't know,
guess
you
the
know.
price
I'd
of the
be in
washing
blue.
machine, and they say
Blue. Take that.
230, and
Take
you
that.
say
I'll be in blue
229.
because All Rise is a banger.
You're one of them people.
What about
Who are you
take that?
replacing?
Or take that or what?
You're not replacing
Take that.
Simon. You're not replacing Duncan.
No.
Too close was good.
You're not replacing
That.
Lee. That means you know you're replacing, don't you?
Nah, because
Anthony.
yeah, I'll replace Anthony. That's sound.
So it's
Yeah,
you,
it's cool.
Simon, Lee,
Anthony was a
Duncan.
spare
No,
part anyway.
don't let him. Nice.
Did you say Anthony's a
Don't
spent
doubt
force?
him.
Spare
Good.
part.
Good.
Spent
Spare
force.
part.
He is a spent
The man
force.
is a spent force.
in the music
When
industry.
it came to their final tour of the stadiums, Anthony was a third and fourth wheel on that occasion. He's no longer pulling his weight vocally, nor in the dance moves.
Wow.
And I couldn't agree more. So yeah, new blue lineup: Duncan, Simon, Lee, Adam McKola. What about
Class.
you? You didn't pick one yet.
I haven't take that or something like that. I don't know. It's a bit boring, isn't it?
Bit
But
basic, that one.
It is, and it's just original, that, isn't it?
Does like Guns N' Roses count as a boy band?
Nah,
No.
you can't do rock band when we're saying boy bands.
Yeah, but they're shit.
Because boy bands, you know what we
Not
mean when we say
there.
boy band.
Not
Oh
there.
my God! Fucking hell! United are passing it on their own fucking goal line,
We mean
waiting
like
for Leicester to
cheesy
score.
pop.
We need to make a sub here. It's gone a bit flat.
Yeah, it's got Dave started taking over now, hasn't
Yeah, we look a bit slow. Look at that.
it? On side.
Matic.
Good save,
Oh,
that,
we nearly
actually.
got the ball, actually. You
Good
just
save,
stepped
that,
on
De
it
Gea.
instead of kicking it away.
Yeah, we're just
Needs
starting
to
allow too
freshen
much
up
pressure
now,
here.
don't you? Cavani will come on or something.
Yeah, get the boys on.
Yeah.
United have had
2
one
attempts.
shot on target all game, 2 shots overall.
They've had 7, 2 on target.
Only 2 on target though. I mean,
Yeah.
Someone said E17.
He's 17. Oh, great feet.
Someone said Blazing Squad. Someone said Keen.
Keen.
New kids on the block, said someone.
You can't have Blazing
When I
Squad,
said
you
that, I was about to
Blazing
do the
neighbour.
bit. You know, the Eminem bit. Suck a lot of boy-girl groups make me sick, and I can't wait till I catch or you can't say that word.
Oh no, of course not. Marcus Rashford is warming up apparently, according to Simon Stone on the internet. Simon Peach, sorry. Sorry, you can't
Him
have
and
a
Daddy's
peach
hair
without a
just
stone, though,
like
can
me.
you? They are a stone fruit after all, so wasn't that far wrong. I was Simon Stone, but if you've eaten the peach first,
Need to get out of our half here. There's a lot of pressure now.
Oh, someone said another level, mate. They have won the
Another
show
level.
today. Remember when Ali G sings that in that thing?
Oh,
In
no.
the House of Parliament.
No.
Allergy in the house, is it?
Yeah, when he sings.
Simon
that song.
Stone has now said that Marcus Rashford is also warming up.
He sings it to the bird. when he's in the House of Parliament. That film is class.
I was watching some LG interviews today. He did a speech at Harvard for like the freshmen of all. It's so funny.
My
so
favourite
good.
one when he's got like drug activists and like a priest and everything, and he's got all the drugs out on the table and that. He's asking the questions about it. Oh, it's class.
Why is Madison wearing that headband when his hair's not long enough to go in his eyes?
Because he loved Beckham.
Mate, you can't ask me with my hairline like this. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, don't worry about the hairline.
That's a nice haircut, isn't
Hold
it?
tight, Hamza Chowdhury.
I don't know. I don't know why he's doing that.
Like Cavani.
Oh shit.
Cavani. Yeah, there we go. Oh, go on, Ad. Say it. Say it. 21's coming.
20, I didn't know where he was going. I thought he was going to give it. Yeah, 21.
Was he going to sing as a song?
I was.
Oh, it's gone now, though.
We'll have to wait for him to score now. Do you think Ollie actually wants to win this game?
Yes.
Or he came in not in the sense, I want to win every game, bollocks. But like he's expecting this win almost, as he would against Liverpool on Thursday. Or
well, no, obviously not, because he's made more changes than there are positions. Like this is like 15 different players compared to what we played in the last game. So I don't think he was expecting.
He's
to
having
win,
a good game, him.
But he's definitely
good player.
He is. He's got feet, hasn't he?
Nice. He battles though for a small lad. Battles for
That's
a
the
small
opposite
lad.
for like good touch for a big man.
Yeah.
Oh, he battles for.
No, he
for a
does.
small
He
lad.
works. He does the dirty stuff as well, doesn't he?
It's his footwork and his like balance.
Yeah.
That's really impressive. Just drifts.
he's
and
going to
turns.
fuck up Tielemans now for that. Trust me. He's in the naughty book.
Ah, here we go.
Rashford and Cavani coming out.
I reckon they'll bring Alanga off. Alanga will come off, I think.
Liam Senior, Backstreet Boys, everybody.
What does
Trent's
Rashford need
NSYNC.
to do to get a break? Just give him a day off, bro. Just the one day
He's
off.
all right.
bro.
He's fine. He'd be right.
Just one.
He had the day off yesterday.
You say he'll be all right, but every time I see him play, he looks injured. Or he picks up an injury, or he picks up a nut. Now he might be annoying.
always
Ali,
looks like that,
I want
doesn't
to
he?
score. I want to do this. I want to save him from himself because he's going to start on Thursday, isn't he?
Yeah.
But then we haven't got a game on the weekend, have we? So
No. So he gets a week off basically
off.
after that.
that's fair. Then we got Tuesday.
Yeah. So 5 days.
Then we got.
Oh.
That
Fucking
first
hell.
touch then.
Thought De Gea had knocked into his own goal.
Yeah,
though.
I reckon Tuesday, Cavani and Bruno and all them lot played, and we don't
Yeah.
see him again till the final.
That's good football. Ah.
Then they'll have a week's prep for the
That's
final.
a good touch. That's a foul, ref. Come on, he's
not
fucking
give it, has he?
ran into the back of him and knocked him over and didn't
Oh,
get the
yeah.
ball.
From Williams. Oh, that'll do. We'll have that all day. He always there. Oh, Brighton, innit? He's just like everywhere, innit? Just that player, innit?
Peter Knight asking a similar question.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, but do we care about this game, and why the hell are we risking Cavani and Rashford?
Well, when you say risking them, they are footballers, and we need to win a game of football. It's not that risky, is it? It'd be risky if you were bringing me on.
All right, cool. David Lewis said, word on the cold streets of Bromwich, Joel manages Adams Birmingham Grimes squad.
Yeah.
Uton Zoots.
Yeah.
I love that name.
If you want them for any sort of event,
Watch 'em at
or
album drops.
Get in touch.
we will. They do back garden work as well. It's not all the big stuff. We'll do a youth club, a back garden. If the gazebo can fit over 17 people, and we'll do that event.
Yeah.
So.
People are saying really good, like, people are doing R&B bands like Boys to Men. That's not what we're talking about. We all want to be cool singers singing like Barry White.
Yeah,
and,
we all
and
want to be
making
in
women
Westlife.
scream and all. Yeah, I'm on about cheese, mate. I want pure cheese.
Yeah, One Direction.
Like, yeah.
Westlife.
Yeah, Blue.
Yeah. Eiffel 65.
Yes.
For instance.
A1.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Not the steak sauce, the band.
The what sauce?
Steak sauce. There's a steak sauce called A1 steak sauce.
Steak sauce?
Yeah, for people who put sauce on the steak.
What sauce do you put on your steak?
Me?
Madison's, come on.
Madison
Dancing
Square
like
Garden.
Madison.
Cream? Oh,
I should have made a Madison Square Garden joke about when we saw his picture before.
Wow.
Fuck. Mason Greenwood's coming off, give him a
Alanga,
rest.
yep.
Alanga off as well for Cavani and Rashford. Thoughts on Alanga's debut?
It's always difficult coming into the team, innit? Like you talked about levels and stuff like that. But again, like I said to you, I like to see him go a little bit more direct and expressing himself. But a couple of parts where he's looked good, that one where with nice little trick, and when Greenwood failed to put him in. Showed glimpses, but hopefully he'll get another opportunity. And congratulations on your debut.
And a lot of people's like, for example, Rashford's debut came in Midtjylland.
Yeah,
like, he's coming against a very good Leicester City team today that are looking to win this game.
They're desperate to win.
And they've just scored.
Soyuncu, direct from a corner, rising at the
Whose
back
man
post.
was that?
Probably someone who's 5'3".
Yeah, it's weird to make subs at a corner.
Well,
very good point.
You wouldn't even do that on a Sunday.
Yeah. He's having a look at
you think the people who have come off are Langer and Greenwood?
Yeah, that's true.
They're not going to be marking Soyuncu anyway, are they?
Who is it? Baye? Is it Baye? Is it?
It's Rashford.
Oh, oh, you're joking. Seriously?
And Matic, was it?
Yeah, Matic
In
is the
between
one.
the pair of
Matic
them.
is, so it's Matic is zonal. Rashford is tracking him. Matic gets beat in the air because obviously Soyuncu's got the run on him.
Yeah. Is Matic marking that Thomas though? Because he's
as well,
behind him,
It's both of them. So we have like a line of zonal and we have people on the runners as well. And it's Rashford.
It's a good point that about making changes and all that. You don't think
But
it's...
but Mason Greenwood ain't going to win that header, is he? If that's Rashford or Greenwood, I can't see him
Yeah, I get what
tracking
you're
him and
saying,
winning
but
it.
even like, I don't know, it's a bit... I'm not saying that he would win that header. I'm just saying,
Yeah.
obviously,
Generally
organisational wise.
speaking, people don't do that,
Yeah. Nice one, Marcus.
Cheers, lad. Get him off. Get him off. One sub left. Sub him off for that.
That was the sub. That was the point of
Yeah.
the sub. Ollie went.
Let them
Right, we need to
win.
lose this, lad.
Seen a few of these super chats here saying it's a pointless game, so
Yeah.
Marcus, go in there and just,
See, Tellez again, poor distribution.
correct.
Come
on.
Sidant, the super chat, he
come
said,
on,
I would
man.
bring back
That was
one.
a foul on
Sorry,
Matic.
if you could bring back one player from the 99/08 squad to elevate the starting 11 of this match, and I'm going to add a caveat, you're not allowed Ronaldo, who would it be?
David Beckham.
From 99 or 08?
99. Right winger,
Uh,
supreme. Ooh.
Ryan?
Beckham.
Would you?
Yep.
I'd put in this game.
Hargreaves or
Wayne
Rooney's Rooney's a
Rooney.
cert.
Come
08
on.
Rooney.
Yeah.
I like Bex. Bex is unreal.
It'd be Keane or Rooney for me.
Oh, yeah,
Bex is
fuck it
unreal.
now. Roy
Young
Keane,
Beckham
bruv. What the fuck
out
am I
now.
talking about? We need a number 6.
Michael Carrick could be good and all. But yeah, either Rooney, Keane or Scholes for me.
Scored brilliant. Yapstam.
Yeah, good player.
Very good.
Death by Stereo. I was coached at 10. Never make a sub when defending the corner. Yeah, it is that kind of like unspoken rule, isn't it?
Unwritten rule.
Yeah, unwritten. Sorry, yeah, not unspoken. You
That's
do
fine.
hear that don't make a sub.
But like you said, Joe, you still expect him to come on and win an header. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Don't need to be warmed up to fucking header ball, do you?
No. Yeah.
Concentration, if anything.
Yeah, you think he'd be? I mean, it's just a shit one, that, innit?
Yeah,
Because
definitely,
It's
yeah.
hard to beat a man who's got a run on you when you're standing still. If you're Matic, and whichever attacker it was that was going to be marking him, is always going to struggle to stop
I just
the run.
think it's gone a little bit flat again. As soon as they score, it just goes a little bit flat, doesn't it?
Yeah.
And they start to dictate again. Hopefully the changes will start to make a difference.
We've not really had the ball.
No,
since
we've not,
they
have we?
scored.
Just keeping it.
Donny's just been half a step off all game, hasn't he?
And now this team isn't that far off.
No, 'cause
not the
it's-
full
yeah.
strength, but
No,
it's
come on. It's still 8 players
Once you
off.
take Elanga and that out of it, it's
Yeah,
still,
but one of the players
all these players would want to start in
Still
the first team.
first team players.
All
Might
these
not be the
players want to
strongest,
start in
but-
the first team. All these players would start in the Europa League game.
Yeah, but that's
Rashford, Cavani, Ahmad.
That's it.
We bought Ahmad for 30 odd million.
Yeah, but
that
that
midfield's
doesn't make a
Matic and
difference,
Donny
does it?
van der Beek, Mata. I've never said it's first choice. That's not what I've said.
Okay.
I said there's no excuse, for being,
It's a
they're
strong. Do you saying like it's a stronger
It's
team than
strong
a starting
yeah,
team?
like,
Is
it's
that what
still
you're
a strong
saying?
team.
Oh no, he's
Get fucked, you shit cunt.
Was that Maddison or Vardy?
I think it was Vardy. I think.
It's a good
Is he
pass.
offside
That.
there?
I hope he's not. He's got the whole line to look at. Cavani, good little run that.
Yeah, he's put the flag up there.
Took his
He's
time,
after he
but-
took his first touch, was it?
Yeah.
See this now.
It's a foul.
Oh,
Clear foul, that, innit?
Yeah.
They can't bring it back though because it's not a red and it's not a goal. So it's just the ref just missed it. I think. Definite foul though.
It was.
The ball taken about 15 yards from where he was offside there. Fucking hell, come on, that'd take a bit longer. He's under it.
Just hope energy goes up now. Ahmad's had a good game, actually.
Yeah, he's been alright, hasn't he?
He's been played well. Looks exciting when he's on the ball.
Yeah. I just think we still don't really have anyone in the middle to hold the ball.
Yeah.
Like when we're playing out from the back, Matic and Donny haven't done a good job of keeping hold of possession.
No. Go on. Oh.
That's better.
Nice.
That's good. Good movement from Kamara.
Better.
I think Mason's going to be starting against Liverpool. The fact that he's come off after 65 minutes.
Could be.
What do you think?
Even
could be.
Outside of that, like he's someone that plays regularly, isn't he?
Yeah.
Out of the players that were left on the pitch, and he's the
Yeah.
only player that started in the last game.
And to be honest, if you talk about this game as well, he's been the one stand out, hasn't he, in the game that was playing.
Yeah.
He's had a decent enough game. So it's not performance related, is it?
No, definitely not. That's
He's
a
good,
great
him.
turn, Ahmad. That's lovely by Ahmed Diallo there. And Matt is just...
the pass was
great.
Yeah, over it. Are they looking for a handball here? Someone had a shot. And
Is that like, are they checking it?
No, I don't think so.
No.
Benji, B2K. Ahmed looks decent. B2K, band?
Bump, bump, bump.
Oh, that's a great song, that. I might listen to that one on the walk home in a bit.
Loving your sexy song, loving you getting wild. In the club with me. Bum, ba, 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 bum, bum, bum. ATL were good as well. Remember that? Calling all girls.
No, I don't know that one.
Around the world, that one, yeah.
You don't remember that tune?
Maybe if I heard it properly, I'd heard it. But I
You
did
just hear it properly? You heard like
Shit,
exactly
sorry.
how it sounds on the radio, bruv?
Yeah. Because it's still on the radio. That
One
one.
day I was singing that in the shower. My mum walked past and she said,
And she said, "Why is the shower door open again? It's like you
no.
want
Turn
me
that
to
radio
No. Oh, we got away with that.
Oh, no.
Got away with that.
Did he do his ghoulies on the post?
Nah, be right. He's going to act like he
Too
did,
busy.
He's dead? You see that? He was playing dead? He just went,
Stop. Wow.
There's no expression
I
on the
reckon
face.
he was scared about hitting his nuts off
There
it,
was-
wasn't it?
There was
Oh, why was he not connected with
no
that?
wince because he's scared of the post.
Oh,
no wince,
no.
no like pain on his face. He's just like that.
Yeah, that's his.
He
Literally
did have the
like he's
post
dead.
up his arse, to be fair to him.
Gonna say it's his backside off it, didn't it?
He's up. He's all right. I think he's fine.
Yeah.
Someone said Maroon 5, you know.
They're not a
Maroon
boy
5.
band. They're not a boy band.
They're boys and they're in a band.
Well, yeah, but you just said you
Yeah,
couldn't.
I know.
Sure.
There's some big tunes.
Yeah, they got some massive tunes.
What's your favourite?
Songs About Jane, great album. I mean, I'll be honest. Right now, I can't think of a single song that they sang.
I was about to say that. I was trying to
This
think
Love
of
is
one.
good, yeah. She Will Be Loved is pretty decent as well.
That's emotional, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. I was singing that in my head the other day, and I'll be honest. I sang it so well as well. hit. You know, just hit every note.
Yeah. I know what you mean.
Admittedly, it wasn't out loud, but you can still
In
miss
your
it.
head,
You
it
can
was
still,
every
you
note
can
was
still miss a
picked,
few.
was
I can't
perfect.
sing like Queen or like I can't do
Yeah.
those high pitched shit even in my head. I can't sing whatever any Mika tunes in my head. Too high pitched.
Mika.
They're so high pitched. I miss those notes even in my mind. But She Will Be Loved. I fucking nailed it.
Keep going backwards or sideways. You're not even trying to play forward.
Again, look.
Come on, bit of urgency now.
Matt's trying to
Yeah, he's trying to get on
guide
there a bit
people
in the
around,
air.
isn't he? By just bring the ball forward a bit.
Good. Pop it. Good.
Little 1-2.
Nice.
Matic. Tellez whips it in.
Nope.
Shite. If we lose, City win the league, does that bother you? I mean, obviously it bothers you, but you know, it's come to expect it.
Yeah, it's expected, isn't it? Obviously, it's not. Obviously, you want to win it from them winning the game, all the games, and obviously we're winning ours. But if it happens, it's expected, isn't it?
What about you, Adam? 21 might not
But
be coming after all.
Nah. Fuck 'em.
Fuck 'em. Good response. Solskjaer there, just noticed for the first time he doesn't have earlobes. Thoughts?
I need to. Can you bring that back?
No, we can't roll that back. But just trust me.
Earlobes?
No, they just go like straight to the neck.
I have to check that
Like
out.
owlfish.
No, that'd be the top of the ear, wouldn't it? This is the base.
Mad how you
So
spotted
instead
that.
of having the flap, the dangle,
It's just all the
just go
the
straight
drum.
to neck. Yeah, it's just drum, just turkey drummer.
Just a drummer.
Yeah,
Remember them chicken drummers?
they were great. They were.
No.
Proper
It
pub
weren't
food.
real meat though, was it?
I thought it was over a kicking that then.
Remember they used to give them.
It's like just like tissue paper.
Oh,
mulch,
nice.
isn't it?
Go on then, off you go. On your bike.
Cavani's so good.
Go on, he's
Rashford. Rashford, man. You're
sort of running
so
too quick
mental
then for his.
sometimes. I don't understand it, bro.
It's like he's running too quick and he can't control
It's like he just,
his
you know,
feet.
just pass it to them.
Great touch from Cavani and all that.
That looked like a foul throw again, didn't it? Teller's almost laying on his front when he took that. Proper bent over.
Backwards again.
Have we had another shot since that goal yet?
Don't think so, no. It's just all dead negative. It's all backwards and sideways, isn't it?
Yeah.
How many shots have we had? We had 2. Was he had 1 on target? He tired, mate.
Yeah, fucking hell.
I'm bored of
You
this
could
game.
turn your head away from the
Yeah.
microphone at least.
Sound effects, innit? ASMR.
Yeah, it's
and
not enjoyable though.
I
Is it?
must admit, though, the game's dead now, innit?
Well, we've got 15 minutes. It better not be.
No, I mean like.
A yawn is an opinion, isn't it?
Not always.
It is.
In this instance,
No.
yeah, definitely.
Unlucky, man. Fuck off with that foul. He's
not
only
a foul,
3
is it?
foot. You can't foul anyone. Especially big centre halves.
When I mean dead, I mean like just the way they playing.
No, I know what you mean.
You know what I
but
mean? I don't
yeah.
mean it's done. It's over and done with. I just need that little bit
Yeah.
of quality. It's just dry now. Oof.
Win that. Yeah, it's a proper slow pace,
Yeah.
isn't it?
Leicester are just dictating it now, aren't they?
Mm.
Oh, great.
Think
touch.
Ollie will get any blame or any critics for fielding a weakened team?
Oh, of course he will, but who cares?
But not for you.
They go now.
Oh, no, like, who cares? Like, fucking, they're always going to moan, innit?
Yeah.
I don't, you look what, who was it? Some sports scientist come out the other day and said it's like physically impossible to play these guys. And you know what? If we didn't have a cup final to look forward to,
Yeah, you'll probably be
all right,
saying
cool, but
question
we
mark.
have
but
got a cup final to look forward to, so
yeah,
we need to.
He's
keep
got to
guys ready
rotate
for
the
that.
squad, hasn't he, and
it's
keep
all
them
that-
fresh as well.
You'll know more about that red zone bollocks and all that
Yeah,
stuff.
yeah.
For players and the, whatever
Yeah.
that is, like
Fatigue and
You're not gonna play
recovery and stuff like that. It's important.
if
Part
you
of the
play
game,
Cavani
innit?
today and
Yeah.
he gets injured or then he
Yeah, he
can't
is.
start the next game and the next game. But this is dumb to me. This is proper dumb to me.
Why?
It's proper dumb to me.
Bruno Fernandes is coming on for
It's
Amad
fucking
Diallo, by the way.
stupid, bro. Why are Rashford and Bruno?
But do you not want to win the
That's
game?
the shit that
I think that's what I
bro.
think he wants
You've
to get
already
back in it, I
decided you
think.
don't want to win the game by the team you started.
But that's not true, though, is it?
But it is true.
It's not.
To be honest,
is
I don't
true.
think he's thinking by putting that team out, oh, we'll lose here.
Yeah, but
I get what you're saying. It's not as
if you
strong
really
as
wanted
what
to-
it can be,
If you're
but
saying he's bringing Bruno on to start the games, sorry, to bringing him on so we can get back in this because he wants to win the game.
Yeah.
Then start him, bro.
Well, no,
Like,
because
why are you
no.
bringing him
Well,
on?
that's ridiculous,
It's
isn't
stupid.
it?
No, it's not
Because there's a
ridiculous.
difference between playing 90 minutes and playing 30
Yeah, but
minutes.
there's a difference between Bruno and how many games he plays and compared to someone else. Like,
What?
bring Pogba on then. Why are you bringing Bruno on,
Because
bro?
Bruno scores more than Pogba.
Yeah.
Bruno's got a better
It's
chance
just the
of
way the
getting a
game's
goal or
going,
assist to
innit?
win us the game.
Pogba's been in better form than Bruno recently.
Not in terms of goals and assists.
no,
he
they're
hasn't.
in there
We
again.
might have been close to him because I think
Ah.
Bruno's first goal in a while recently. My point isn't. It's like you can't say he's doing that because he wants to win the game. If he wants to win the game, you wouldn't have started his team.
I don't agree with that.
Every time he got a chance to rest this cunt, he comes on the pitch.
Great pass that, bam.
Every time.
Come on.
I don't
He
think,
gets injured in
I
the
think
next
you're-
10 minutes now.
Yeah,
I
and
don't
I get
think- I don't
it
think
from
12 minutes is
caution
gonna
side.
make
I
a
get that.
difference. He's got as much chance of getting injured in training as he has in the next 12 minutes.
I get that from the caution side. You don't want him to get injuries,
It's
but
daft,
at
man.
the
I
same
don't- I
time,
don't get
the game needs someone like him to bring it to life a little bit. I get what you're saying, but
Otherwise, he just, well, yeah. we've
otherwise
lost
you're
it.
just settling for it, aren't you? But like you said, Pogba might come on and then change it a little bit, but
So we got 4-0 up against Sociedad out here playing. So, what's the point?
I agree with that, but I
Yeah,
don't
that's
think
when you
it's-
start
I don't
bringing
think
them
it's
off.
comparable,
They've
though.
already.
Yeah.
It is.
just the way
He
the
played
game's
2
going.
days ago. He's playing in 2 days. This is a game you clearly don't care about, and you've brought him on. Why?
Only one man can tell you that, mate. Get him on the phone after.
Bring Bruno up. Why did he bring you on, you bastard?
There was no point.
If we were 3-0 down, I'd be like, yeah, why is he coming on?
Yeah.
A goal is the difference between winning and losing. Like, it's not like we're miles off them, is it? I don't know. I think let's try and win every game we play, personally. I know what you mean.
But that's the case. You don't start this team.
No, I
bro.
know that. But you can't start our full-strength team 3 times in a week.
Got to rotate a little bit, haven't you? You haven't you? You've got a lot of games.
Yeah. Because these lads are still playing 2 games a week.
You're saying that, Ads, because you don't want him to get injured for the final.
It's just I don't.
You know what I mean?
Why
I get why you're saying
like,
it.
We have so many chances to rest him, and we
no.
always use him.
Because when Rashford were coming on, you said the same thing, didn't you, about him coming on? I don't understand why you're bringing him on the cautious side.
I know it's 10 minutes. What's he going to do? He's going to break a little sweat. Cool. But it's still like...
And obviously he could get injured. I'm not denying that he could get injured. But
he's definitely playing on Thursday. The likelihood is he's going to play 90 minutes.
Yeah.
Come on. Here we go. That's a ball.
Go on. Free kick.
That's a foul. Still very slow pace, this, isn't it? Even with the subs.
Yeah, no, definitely.
Yeah, just in the back.
Yeah. Fofana just gets enough in front
He's
of
a
him.
good player.
It's not shoulder to shoulder anymore. Yeah, a lot of people like
Good
him, don't
player,
they?
Yeah. No, yeah, it needs to step up again, doesn't it? 9 minutes. Well, yeah, 8
Probably
9 minutes
10
ago,
or so
10
after,
minutes
after
ago. Yeah.
stoppage time. Yeah.
Oh, a little push here now, but yeah, no, it's a bit boring this now, if I'm being honest. No, it is, isn't it?
I know what you mean. Yeah, it's just slow, innit?
If I could yawn like Ads before, I would.
You know why as well? Because Leicester now will kind of...
Yeah,
they've got
slow
what they
the
need
clock,
in it.
can't they?
They'll
Yeah.
try and...
Well, Maddison just did it. Then he was in the centre circle. He just played it all the way back to his full-back or his centre half when he could have played forward.
Yeah, this
They'll
is
just
massive
tick
for
time
Leicester,
now.
this is a huge result.
Yeah.
And like
Oh,
you
yeah,
said,
especially
it fucks
with their
Liverpool
next two
over as
fixtures.
well, which I don't entirely hate. But I'd rather win the match.
Yeah.
A draw is annoying because it doesn't really do much for either of us. Do you know what I mean? Ewan McNaughton says, Van der Beek has been pretty absent tonight. I think this will shush people kicking off about him not playing. I want him to succeed, but he's off the pace. Yeah, he's not been good tonight, really, has he?
Who?
No. Van der Beek.
Van der Beek.
It's hard to say, man. It's really... I'm going to judge him if he's still here next season. I think he will be. After a good pre-season and that is when I'll judge him.
Yeah, I'm not judging him entirely, but...
I think we've seen a different side to him. I think he's put himself about a little bit more than what he usually would do tonight, but, you know, his distribution of the ball has not been great. That's a lovely knock. Not been great, but...
That's such a good pass.
Yeah, it was.
Again, like we talked about before the game, you've got to take your chances though, aren't you?
Yeah.
And obviously fans are, you know, seeing this on how many opportunities. Go on
It's a
then.
great
Go on
pass.
then.
Mata pulls it back.
Ah, Bruno! Oh, he missed it.
Just sliced across it, didn't he?
Knew he shouldn't have come on.
Yeah.
Shit, look at him.
Is that a corner?
He just cut across it.
Pogba would have scored that.
Great pass from Telles to Mata, by the way. I think they were looking at maybe
he snatched that up.
Tielemans handball in there. Tielemans was shaking his finger at the ref like it might have.
No.
Some people would question
corner,
it.
maybe.
Maybe.
Just cut across it.
I've just seen his ears. I've just seen his ears.
Thoughts?
That's weird. Look.
They are big lobes, them, innit?
That is mad.
Straight to the neck. There's no flap though.
Wow.
You couldn't flap that.
But doesn't that happen
You
to
couldn't even
everyone's
flick
ears
it.
as they
That
get
give him one of
older?
them, one little flick at it when
No, the earlobe
that's
extends
weird,
often.
that.
Yeah, because when you get older, your ears get bigger, right?
Yeah, they're big, but they just go straight down and straight to the neck. There's no flap.
That's just weird.
There's no
that.
jiggle, no
Never
wiggle room.
noticed that before.
Yeah.
Imagine if you've got a mad belly button as well.
It's like his earlobe's been like soldered to his neck. My belly button. It's just a Pez
Belly
dispenser.
button in his cock.
Yeah. Belly buttocks. Just got a bum in the front instead of a belly button.
Wow.
Leicester sitting back now. This might be a better chance for United with these attacking players.
I hope Bruno scores just to make me look like a right cunt. To be fair, I wouldn't look like a cunt because my point would still stand. Rested. Give him a day off. Like I would have said to Bruno today, don't turn up.
Yeah,
Stay
but
at
get in the
home.
stands with Maguire or something.
Not even in the stand. I just don't want to see your face, bruv.
That's nice.
Make sure you're in bed by 8 p.m.
Yeah. No texting.
Shut the fuck up.
None of that Nintendo DS keeping you up all night.
No Fortnite or none of that.
No.
Get to bed. Get
Yeah.
a good
If
sleep.
I catch you on RuneScape
Full 8 hours.
at midnight.
Hold. Go on then.
Oh,
Thought
great
he was
touch.
gonna twat
No.
Me too. I think
Corner.
he's probably regretting it now. Corner to United. Bit more intensity there. Leicester have just gone, we're actually a bit scared now. They've sat right back, haven't they, Leicester?
Yep.
It's a corner.
Hopefully it shows something for it.
Tellez on the ball.
When was the last time we scored off a set piece?
I think we've scored
don't-
from a free kick.
We don't really score from the
Dunno.
corner, do we?
Tellez whips
Now
it
we
in.
do. Bush.
That'd be good. You ruined it there.
Oh no, sorry.
It's all right.
I'm apologising a lot tonight.
Yeah, don't apologise.
I know.
You're among friends.
Love that.
Who's that Brandon on there?
That's because a lot of our corners are won by Maguire, innit?
Yeah.
Oh, don't start going long now. Into Mata.
Bruno playing at left back, Cavani playing at right back.
Imagine if Cavani's done a match to us and he's just been mint to get a contract.
And then he's shit next season. It'd be sad, wouldn't it?
Proper stinks the joint out.
Oh. No, get up, mate.
He's done a few of them tonight, the ref, where it's like some refs would give it just because there's a bit of contact, but he's actually just let the game play on.
Zabi's been rusty today, hasn't he?
Yeah.
Like his passing and stuff.
Yeah, like first touches and stuff.
But I don't think the performance hasn't been great going forward particularly, but I don't think it's been as bad as I thought it could have been with so many players rested.
Yeah. Why is Bruno's playing so deep there? Matic.
Mata.
Slugworth. Yeah, from Willy Wonka. Do you remember him? He was great, he was. Undercover agent. Everyone thinks he's selling the secrets to Wonka, but actually he's being paid by Wonka. He's on the payroll
the snake is.
to see who the fucking snake is.
Yeah.
Slugworth.
Charlie didn't fall for it.
My fucking guy, yeah. Willie, open his lips. No,
That's
it
poor
won't.
corner, that.
His bucket ain't got a hole in it. Charlie Bucket's fucking lips are shut. Good lad. And that's why he got the keys to the castle at the end of the day.
Did, mate.
Him and Grandpa Joe, that fraud. That fucking.
I know, yeah.
Remember that tune?
Oh, great song.
I love it.
By Zandu Project or something, wasn't it?
Like, who's getting on the end of that, Bruno? You literally just dinked it into their box. Said chase that, you cunt.
Is it true, Adam? And we'll do a proper video on this at the end of the season. Is it true that you said that Luke Shaw would be your player of the season?
No.
Thank God for that.
Barnpot said that.
It's Bruno, innit? Like,
yeah.
There's no argument there. Don't even
Keep going
come up
with
with
that.
it.
Maguire could be up there, you know. In terms of
fans player would be.
Do you know why
Bruno,
I'm saying
wouldn't it?
Maguire though? And I'm just trying to. Obviously,
What's going on here,
my
Joe?
vote would go to Bruno.
Yeah.
My vote would go to Bruno. I'm just trying to search for who would be equally deserving.
Right.
As the man that's top goal scorer with 27 goals or something dumb like that.
Yeah.
Silly, isn't it?
Like, Harry Maguire, after those first 2-3 months, which he was abysmal in, and Bruno hasn't had any of those dips really, so he wins it. But apart from that, Maguire's been consistently very good.
Yeah, I agree with that.
He's been one of our better players.
Corner, is it?
No.
Let's give it, I think. Oh, I don't know.
Luke Shaw's a shout, but not for me.
Also, Luke Shaw wasn't that good until
He
the
kicked
turn
on,
of the
didn't he?
year.
Yeah.
Yeah, it
We'll
has to
cross
be
that.
Bruno or
Must
Rashford.
be
Yeah, it
do
has
that.
to be Bruno. It has to be. Rashford.
I don't
Well,
think
I
it's
wouldn't want
Rashford.
Rashford to win
I
it
don't think
because I don't
Rashford
think
would win it.
This is a player of the season. Player of the year performance.
Yeah,
from him.
no, I agree with
And
you.
I think
there,
his player of the year season will come and it'll be better
Yeah.
than this.
Man of the match, indeed.
What?
Been megged up
After
3
getting
times.
megged up 3 times. He was supposed to go home at half time. He got panna. We spout out the word panna.
Oh, lads.
You upset?
No.
Isn't it weird that I was saying this before. Do you think if this game was away from home, he would have played a stronger team to keep that unbeaten away record
Yes.
going? I honestly do.
Yeah, I think
even
so,
if
yeah.
Liverpool was playing, even if we were playing Liverpool 2 days later at Old
Yeah,
Trafford,
no, I think
I
so.
think he would have played a strong team.
3
in
added
this.
minutes.
I think he would love to be able to say at the end of the season,
Go on, let's get a
we
goal
didn't
there,
lose
lads.
away from home all year.
Go on then. Let's get a goal there.
Yeah. Brandon, Bruno playing real deep.
No, too deep, man. Come on.
He shoots his passes. Here, you want this? Here you go, you cunt. It's like Fred. When Fred passes, he goes, "How's your touch?" Yeah. It launches that at me.
Yeah, it's heavy. That.
Yeah.
It's heavy past that.
Right idea.
You know, remember when Jose said, "I'm Luke Shaw's brain."
I'm Luke Shaw's mum.
That's what. That's what Rye says. Rye is Fred's brain.
Fred's brain.
Fred's brain.
Yeah, we need him there, being Fred's brain.
Love
saying,
that.
"Don't shoot,
don't shoot,
the puppet master,
don't shoot."
Call it, yeah.
Come on, lads. Grab one here.
Rashford or if Rashford or Bruno or both started this game, we win this game comfortably.
Yeah.
By the way, because I don't think Leicester have been very good.
No.
I see offside there. Jesus, come on.
Do you know? Would you say there's another discipline, I'll call it, that would have been so impressive in like medieval times, but is so unimpressive now, more than ventriloquists? Like that thing, like you can imagine, like in years gone by, people are like, "Well, the fuck is that? Dolls have got a fucking personality," and now you're like, "Oh, what is the fuck? What ball?" It's just like, get over yourself. It's always
like the Cruyff turn, isn't it?
Yeah, some weird kid who's like, "Why have you got a waistcoat at 7 years old and you're doing ventriloquism?" But in medieval times, you'd been like, This is the end of everything. We've got to build a shrine.
It's like back in the day when they used to say like, why did they used to call? Like if you didn't float, what was it?
A witch.
If you didn't float, you were a witch.
Yes.
No, if you floated, you were a witch.
If you floated, you're a witch. If you didn't float,
you're dead.
Yeah. That's what we call a lose-lose situation right there. Although if you are a witch, I suppose it's win, isn't it? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'd love to be a witch. Just flying about, broomstick in hand and that.
Decent.
Get a free cat and a hat.
This feels like
It's just dead.
Remember when
innit?
Fergie, we played West Ham and Alan Kirbishley last day of the season, and
Yeah,
they needed to win
Tevez scored.
to stay up, and Tevez
Yeah.
scored.
Yeah,
And
just
it
like that.
seemed
It's just
we
dead
didn't
flat,
care.
innit?
And Fergie did his mate a favour.
Mm.
That's how this feels.
We're just trying to screw over Liverpool.
Yeah. It's the Old Trafford screw job.
Like if we finish second and Leicester finish fourth because of this result, it's not the worst thing to ever happen to Man United, is it?
Actually, there's a title of
Nice.
my fan cam review: the Manchester screw job.
The Manchester screw
Callum,
job.
if you never heard that, I'm gonna kill you.
Tell us.
Manchester screw job.
Need to play a ball like that. Honestly, this is they've won the
Full-time.
game on it.
Did someone just drop to the floor like the end of a championship?
Yeah,
to their
it
knees,
means a
yeah.
lot to them. That
It does mean a lot to them because they were on the cusp of bottling it like they did last season. Manchester United have lost 2-1 to Leicester. It's quite a strange game to watch, that really, wasn't it? Interesting game to watch. We will be back for the review in a few minutes. Me and Jay will be taking you through the action or lack of action from that game. Before you go, Ryan, give us a little minute of what you thought of that. Bit weird, wasn't it?
It's a weird game, wasn't it? It was a weird game. First half, obviously, I thought at patches we done okay, but second half for me, it was just dead. Like I said, we're live now. Like I'm saying, it's just dead. It just no intensity, no tempo. It was it was dry. Listen, but like you said, the feel to the game was a lot different. Obviously, it's not nice now City winning the league, but I would have liked to win all our games so they could.
Yeah.
But yeah, it wasn't enjoyable second half. The chat with you lads was a lot better than the game.
It was, wasn't it? City won the league, Adam. I need to come to you for
I mean, they spent enough, didn't they?
21 is coming.
Yeah, it didn't say when.
I think that's a great way to end it.
Hashtag is eternal, you pussy.
Adam, well, no, it's not. It's
not eternal.
Until we get it.
Until next year.
Until we win
22
it.
is coming.
Thank you very much for joining us at home. Like I said, we'll be back for the live review in just a few minutes, so click on the link in the chat.
RH.
Wait for us there. Me and Jay will be going through this game. Manchester City are champions. Manchester United have lost 2-1 to Leicester City at home. Heavily rotated side. Very strange watch, but it's a loss nonetheless. That's the 5th home loss this season as well. Not particularly good. Like I said, make sure you check out the review in just a minute. We'll be over there. Thank you very much. We'll see you in a bit.